5 players.
I mean,
Easy.
sure. As long as you're hitting those headshots, which it's texture, so, you know, seems likely. But after a long little excursion over towards A, they decide to finally push into P, and he does go down, but Ronski managed to find a kill. Also gets that dink out onto Depp, and with Laz dead, there's no healing to be found here to top that jet back up. Playing hard entry, going to prove to be that much more difficult, even advantages that ZETA find themselves with. Tap on the spike for now. Go for the opt-in on the plant. The Panther and Bazzi finishes the job. Fight one point blank texture. Gets the headshot on the Crow. Here Zero will find 2 more. Bringing this back into a winnable position. What with the spike planted? 38 HP on him, however. 10 left standing. Flank back, but one yet finds the kill. The swing out texture gets the headshot, and it is just clean play. As Global, the 2 players will go ahead, upgrade their weapons, get the defuse, and convert the bonus.
Oh, this is the opposite of the start we wanted to see for ZETA now. Dropping the bonus 3 in a row, potentially 4 in a row coming through here if they can't find some thrifty magic. But this is a great setup here. I mean, all this time fought by the side of
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream.
Sort of conditioned ZETA to think
आते साथ ही राउंड जीते बे एकदम आते साथ ही राउंड जीते
They still kind of aren't paying attention to it initially.
क्या हाल है?
That's a little bit messy there from ZETA. If they don't lose that first player and then half damage onto Depp right behind him,
बाल जल्दी सेट करें सेट है
can squeeze it through. That being said,
क्या हाल है guys?
You're talking about texture starts hitting heads with those sniper
3-0 going strong बे पुणे हो या गेमिंग हाउस पुणे क्यों
Not
होगा
an op in hand yet, despite having plenty of cash for it. Texture's still just going to be rocking a Phantom going into round number 4. Even the half armor buys from ZETA, they're doing it yet again. They get themselves pretty much full rifles, a Bulldog in the mix there for 10. So still a good amount of power to work with. The Seeker's online. We'll see if that comes into play now.
Yeah, 10
क्या
has
लाइन
some
है
space
का
to work with here.
अच्छा सेम ही है
Art. A lot of the utility is at the A entrance here.
हाँ क्या हो गया अटक क्यों गया
Going to give them some info. Going to see some counter utility coming through. Trailblazer to lead the way. Sight cleared of most of the KJ utility except for the alarm bot.
क्या हो गया ये क्यों अटक क्यों रहा है ये
They inch their way forward. On destroyed. Nothing scouted. Aaron now just existing behind this wall.
मैं हाइड हूँ क्या हाँ भाई हाइड हूँ
Coming in. Back over into dugout.
आज से आरपी का आज एक मीटिंग होना है वो आज शाम को ही होना है कुछ शायद 4-5 बजे के आसपास तो आज हम सारा पहले तो वो आरपी का जनरल मीटिंग है उसके बाद गोल्डी भाई के साथ अलग वो सॉर्ट हो जाएगा आज मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कल तक शुरू हो जाएगा अरे एग्जिट फ्रैगर भाई रवल भाई रियल आईडी से आओ
It's nice damage done, and maybe in a way here that, you know, for a second I think you might think that Global investing the Cosmic Divide in that round maybe a little bit overcooking things, but with the way Depp just popped with
हेलो
that,
क्या हाल चाल हाल तो ठीक है चाल भी ठीक ही
I
है
don't mind it though, because if Mun yet can play like
हाँ
he
बताओ
did against DRX, then
Wings
he
DC.
needs to be cycling those ults as fast as possible. I'm totally fine with it. Make sure you get those wins, because a lot of economic damage just got done.
इधर एक तो इसके डिस्कॉर्ड के लिए इसका दाढ़ी वाला शक्ल ढूंढना पड़ता है
right now on the side of ZETA. I mean, pretty much everybody is, you know, down in the dumps as far as money's concerned, but they still have looked to scrape together this fairly weak buy. What with the Guardian, the Bulldogs, granted you can do significant damage with this, especially with the Bladestorm in the mix, but already money
Hello.
all the way forward. Just managed to get one. Picks up the weapon to recover.
चीचा आपने देखा स्टार राउंड
हाँ बे
Well as they go ahead.
भाई वो एग्जिट फ्रैग लेने बैठ रहा है भाई
Reckoning going to be invested. Crow now setting up the wall.
क्या हाल चीचा
एकदम बढ़िया भाई तुम बताओ बट भाई ये जेट तुमने सिखाई है सच चैट में बोल रहे वो एग्जिट फ्रैगिंग वाला बोल रहे थे वो
एमिंग मैंने सिखाया
ये लोग ये राउंड
अच्छा
4 on 4 है साइड
Not
पे
going to be the case there for ZETA, but the full defenses of GE are here, and I mean, you
यार तुम लोगों के बीच में लोडिंग आ रहा है क्या
check. You know, we've seen already alert
सिर्फ मेरा
from
ये डैश तो नहीं सिखाया
ये
Risky dash forward.
भाई जैसे ही फाटो का नाम लिया देखा उसके
Line of
आस पर
sight
कांपने लगा
given, so can't get punished much more than he already had. Little shot to the shoulder there for texture. But so much time bought. 20 seconds. The flank is coming through at the moment here from Laz. And I don't believe that Aaron's actually in range, so the alarm bot not gonna matter. Doesn't read, but Texture playing forward, still finds one. The push out from Hall.
Easy हो रहा है.
Aaron, guns down two. Laz is the last man standing. This is
वाइपर भाई से आपके जैसा डैश, excuse me. मैं ऐसा डैश नहीं मारता. मैं मारता तो सीधा दोनों चार के बीच में डैश मारता हूँ. ये तो फिर भी दीवार में डैश था, इसका सेफ रह गया.
Going to happen. I mean, a good start here for Def. He's had some good moments. Able to come free through the toxic screen, catch them off guard, and yeah, sure, Laz goes.
World का best player से Jets.
It's just too late. So I think ZETA. I would
अमन्या इसलिए जीत रहे हैं. हाँ भाई. ये बात.
And I mean, now look at their buys again. They're all over the place. I mean, you know, they've got money sort of behind this, but
the blades from just kind of used. Dep is buying down to 700. I mean, a great headshot from 10. Still does take quite a bit of damage, so needs to go team back up with Laz, gets those heals. Coming through right now. As Aaron.
Look, Sheriff अलग ही चलाते हैं, चाहे जो बोलोगे, कुछ भी चलाते, कुछ भी.
Advancing through the double door. Might not have too much interest in it though. Flash goes out over towards Art. They're drifting away.
Batsy grabbed the op this time. Texture it fell and
सोचो लेफ्ट बॉक्स पे एक बैठा होता.
A ton of information garnered here in terms of, well, they're not A main. They could be Art. That's checked for. Now the footsteps, not the footsteps, but the angle towards B being taken by ZETA once again. Again, they're going to want to hammer this site. This is where they can really try to utilize those walls that they can create, but so far
यार ये मेज पन भी अच्छी लगती है.
Timing's very well. I think ZETA needs to hold on to their
भाई
utility.
दो बंदे पुश कर रहे हैं.
Okay, well, lockdown goes in. They need to get this plant off, and they need to get the hell out of here.
क्या लगता है 5-1 होगा क्या?
Because it's placed in link.
6-0 होगा.
It's about to go off. Two players going to get detained here. They get tucked in behind the pillar. Push starts coming through. Cove down, instantly dealt with. Aaron somehow survives, and it's Ronski who trades one back. The fight from Sugar Zero instantly does claim him, though. Aaron now dead. The push up.
अरे घुस गया smoke में.
Narrowly avoids getting seen by one yet. Finds one. The push out of the flank. A great timing from Sugar Zero as ZETA seemingly steal around away.
Nice try.
Yeah, I mean the buys have been all over the place.
वालों ने क्या करा?
A little more patient.
इनको राउंड निकाल दिया बे.
एक ही मारा.
एक मारा.
Take it a little bit faster, get that plant down, and then play post plant deep. Even though you have to let two players get detained, that's all part of the plan there.
आरपी करेंगे गाइस. आज शाम को मीटिंग भी है.
Immediately toxic screen once again coming.
आरपी की ही करेंगे, चिंता मत करो. ये क्यों अटक रहा है बार-बार?
For most of ZETA, so it seems like ZETA's trying some kind of new econ management strategy today. It is a little bit unusual.
भाई ये तो रुक ही नहीं रहा है भाई. इसको बोलो डिफेंस चल रहा है.
I mean, ZETA anticipating this. A nice flash out, but
Yeah.
Zero swung out wide. Ends up getting taken down. And that's the lion's share of your smokes. Now it's all just on Clone,
texture
trying to the site. A great pick. Just no real chance for
Among Us करवा दो तो कोई आरपी फैम नहीं करेगा. Among Us का भी प्लान नहीं बन रहा है यार.
Punish on the texture.
Yet again has his cosmic divide.
क्योंकि उसके लिए लोग चाहिए.
No command, so got a lot of retake utility.
लोग होते नहीं है. 10-12 कम से कम 12 लोग का तो लॉबी चाहिए अभी.
That might have caught at least one player.
Coming down on A.
Yeah, Laz got caught in that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
आपका टीम में कम बेस्ट फ्रेंड भी तो आने वाला है गेमिंग हाउस. कौन आ रहा है?
Go deep enough to find anybody here. But it seems like they still have a pretty decent idea, and the KJ setup is still looking fairly brutal to deal with.
Teammate come best friend.
It's a pretty similar setup.
Mortal तो already है गेमिंग हाउस.
A lot of that utility in the front. They're going to check Cubby. Oh no,
Teammate come best
friend.
friend.
That doesn't clear at all. The haunt now comes
Aman
down.
तो दरियाबाद में.
Suspicions that Aaron's going to be in this position. Nano will force him back, puts a bit of damage down onto him. Dash out though as both Nano Swarms get popped, and Depth suddenly down to 28 HP. Op still in hand, can play at a range.
पिकाचू आने वाला है. अच्छा ऐसा बोलो ना.
0 point destroyed.
ऐसा बोलोगे तो समझेगा ना यार.
Cosmic Divide comes in, but instantly 2 kills going to be found.
ऐसा बोलोगे तो समझेगा.
Pushing forward, finds 2 more.
होगी पीछे आ रहा है.
वही तो.
Push out texture.
किधर ही बैठा है उसने देखा नहीं उसको.
Like ships in the night. Oh, the jump back
अरे
across the
चक्कू जेट डिपे जेट
side
डिपे.
of the barrier.
Nice.
The job. 3 members left standing.
ये डिप हो रहा है गाइस.
Fuse comes in. Global stop Zeta from stringing together a second round.
कितना प्यारा देगा सब एंगल चेक करते
I
हैं
think if you've watched Step before,
आज
there's a
पहली बार
constant
ऐसे
fight.
जी
He loves
को
to play on
ऐसे
both sides of it. He loves
seriously
to try to
खेलते
use that
देख
up.
रही हूँ।
क्यों DRX के टाइम में
नहीं मतलब ऐसा
Like you mentioned, that's a
तो
real
डर
big
डर
loss
के थे
early
अभी देखो ऐसा प्रेशर बना रहे
for
खुद
the
ही
side of Zeta.
डर के थे?
Sugar Zero go down there to Texture.
और
And
बहुत
they're ready
shaky
for it. They know
shaky
he's
से थे
coming.
shaky
Laz
से
was identified. Texture there, good for the finish.
Kadak.
The GE fans.
ए अपना वॉच पार्टी
First win
Party.
here in Pacific, and you know,
Yeah.
you can feel it's hard
कहाँ पे हो रहा है?
so far.
I mean, both of their series,
पुणे
I
में,
mean,
पुणे।
feeling like
पुणे में।
2-3 maps. The DRX one obviously didn't, but it gave us the only one of the
DRX को
overtimes
डरा
that
दिया
we've
था जी
had.
ने बात तो सही
It
है
was a fairly
डराया तो
deep
था
OT as well.
बार बार
And
टाइम
then,
आउट ले रहे थे
you
वो
know,
लोग
the
भी
3-mapper versus
तो इनको भी
T1
डराए
on our
थे
opening day. So it does feel like
देखो भाई जेटा वाले ही
They have
क्वेश्चन मार्क
wins.
डाल दिया इसलिए वो क्वेश्चन
Down
क्वेश्चन
one.
एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क है वो
एक्सक्लेमेशन
doesn't
क्वेश्चन मार्क
really
है बे
tell the
लेकिन
real
फिर वो
story
मुंह भी
of
छुपाते
how
हैं ना।
they've been
ये क्या बात हुई फाटा भाई
जब उन्हें पता है नहीं जीतेंगे तो मुंह ही तो छुपाना है।
अबे यार ना 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 कला ना ना अरे भाई इसको जब तक रिफ्रेश करोगे तब तक चलता रहेगा क्या ऐड अबे यार
Pushed him to the limit.
I didn't quite catch that entire sign, but I believe it said something about Laz being invited over to somebody's house.
Oh, was it a
I could
marriage
be-
proposal?
I
ITK
could
to
be-
X
I
YT
could
का
be incorrect
क्वालिटी
about
मेरे को
that.
थोड़ा
I just saw,
कम लगता है इससे
I saw Hante
उसका
and
थोड़ा
then I
better
saw
रहता है
Chip something, and then I was just like,
Maybe a
okay,
restaurant though. It
a
could
house
be.
is involved.
Yeah, or maybe a restaurant sometimes. Depends.
Sometimes you get both fans.
10
We
बाई
have
का
had,
एम बहुत अच्छा है।
ये आवाज बदल गया
fan sign proposals many times in the past.
That's a common thing. That's like a meme in Korea. It's like to
Yeah.
come to the studio and like make your fan side say, "Will you marry me?" You know, X player that you're a fan of. That's actually just a meme.
Yeah, that's how I met my wife. She didn't make a sign for me, but I was just
No.
like, will I do?
Is this okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Is this acceptable? I know it needs some work, but
अमन का है पता नहीं उसको मैसेज किया मैंने
I'm
Here
gonna
we
bite
are
my
years
tongue.
सोया होगा अभी वो
This lockdown
boy.
should force out the couple members here that are on to A.
He's going to get stuck. Okay, but
Just
looks
barely
like
got
now barely made it out. Got rerouted a couple different times there. 10 now inching forward. Looks
Kata,
clear.
kata, kata,
Nano
kata.
will still get popped. Holds him at bay for a little bit longer, and it's going to be Crow taking down.
भाई
Cove now.
मौली में मर गया बे
Dep looks to push in from Art. Aaron once again.
क्या करता है रे बाबा
Hit his
लोग
dugout. Dashes out. Now they need to retake the site.
सोया
again.
नहीं हूँ
Texture
मैं
just
नहीं सोया पर बहुत कम सोया
didn't need to do that, but push out. Bronski trying to line him up.
शॉट
Took a little bit of
बे
damage,
शॉट
otherwise not much to be found by him.
तोड़ आ गई।
It's traded. Texture
Spam
finds
mark,
10,
spam mark.
advantage still very much there from the side of GE, but they get the plan down in depth.
बढ़िया बढ़िया
One, but then
very
instantly
nice
traded
trade
out. Hit gonna be
3v2,
invested in.
3v2.
Oh, it's a
अरे
little
अरे 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 अरे
bit stabilize the game. Pitches as quickly as it
सोनम
came
लिख
up.
दिया था उसने
Nice, nice
SONA लिख के रुक गया वो
Retain the operator.
फुल स्टॉप डाल दिया
Multiple players alive. And they deny a round victory right after the timeout. Zeta.
It's tough. I mean, Zeta gets in here real slow, and they're not clearing this Killjoy utility fast enough.
दोनों ने लिखा साथ में हाँ बे
Taking their time. 10 there took some damage. Crow.
सामने वाला रन एंड गन ट्राई कर रहा था ऐसा ऐसा घसीटते हुए लेफ्ट से राइट गया
And then GE just swarming from a lot of different angles.
ये सब देख के लगता है भी कि हम भी VCT खेल सकते हैं किसी दिन अगर चाहे तो
Right now, GE is all
Bro,
over the place.
bro, I'm not
Zeta
even
needs some
moving.
trickery.
गलतियां इंसान से ही होती है यही बोल के अपना हगास कवर कर लेंगे ना बे
Trying to bait
कैसा आइडिया
GE out a little bit, trying to see if they can maybe get a pick, invest some utility early. Because right now, GE is the one tearing them apart.
So
वो
far,
उधर
this
टरेट
feels
डाल
like
रहा है
not
टरेट के
really
साथ और भी डाल रहा है तो
any
टरेट
interest
क्यों डाला
in fanning out.
कोऑर्डिनेशन
We
ही
saw
नहीं है
that
जेटा का कोऑर्डिनेशन वीक है
slow
नहीं जीतेगा
drift where it was, what, Laz
ऐसे
and
कैसे?
10 creeping over towards A, but inevitably they just came
नीचे
back
देख
over to
नीचे
B.
देख
They're
आ गया चल चल के आ गया लेफ्ट से
मुंह पे है।
भाग भाई
Just go B.
मुंह पे डैश मत मारना इस बार
The push out Texture again allowed to play ever so boldly. Swings out, finds 10, depth
अरे
entry.
रे
We'll find one yet. Good target to deal with. Don't
Oh
have
shit.
the
अरे
grasp.
रे
Whiff.
ऑफ ले लेगा
So close though was Texture. Trying to get that flick.
पड़ी गया था बे
The hair off.
बढ़िया बे
Bazzy Aaron still plenty of firepower to offer up. Devin Crow going to be taken down. Sugar Zero.
2
Just find one.
With
Brings
two.
them now into a 2v2.
2
Bronski and Aaron try to bring them
Aryan
back
by
across
जिंदा
the
Aryan
line.
by
Big
1v2
time
clutch
Texture
for
pushes
the
out.
win
finds one. It's a hell of a lot of damage. Zirin would love to deny the plant. Drops down.
अरे
Oh, a little bit scattered. Cannot find Laz.
उसको मार देता.
A bloody back and forth, but Zeta finally get a second round on the board, and they need every single round they can get from here on out.
I mean, you know, the couple of the players on Zeta aren't having bad halves. A lot of them are at even score, 9-9-7-7. Step being one of them. But again, Texture here just
Shoulder का हाँ भाई.
unfettered on these entries.
मस्त
Allowed
plan है
to
ना?
harass Zeta, get these big kills, opening picks. This time around, Zeta able
VCT
to
जाओ आप अमन ज़रफ़ को लेके. हाँ भाई एक साथ नाम डुबा के आएंगे.
Zeta fans have something to cheer about. You know, but Zeta really needs to get a few more rounds going here. Have a comfortable half. Finally, GE, their economy breaks. Feels like
एक हील दे रहा था, एक प्लांट दे रहा था, पुश कर दिया तो मजा आता. हाँ ना बे सही है.
Step with the
बॉल के
blade
आर पार
storm.
जाके वाइपर को मार देता ना,
No other
तो
ults to
1v1
speak
फिर
of.
बैक साइड वाले से.
Floating around, one away from the reckoning for Crow. But this is a good round to use your blade storm. know it's going to like potentially be an eco. I'm actually kind of curious that GE saved here, but maybe they're playing for the really long game. If you look at their credits, they probably had enough to buy, but
yeah, I mean, even Texture could have invested in a little bit more, but obviously wants to go for the operator, Aaron as well,
Right.
3,000. Could
दो
have
राउंड आ रहे इको पे कैसे आ गए?
another 1,000 or so, and been relatively safe. But I
पता नहीं
don't
यार.
mind this from GE. They're
वो
saying
लोग
we
जो राउंड
have
जीत
a
रहे होंगे उसमें भी
significant-
जिंदा नहीं बच
at
रहे
the
होंगे.
moment.
ये सीन हुआ
we
होगा.
don't need to overcommit and potentially offset.
and let's make
our
sure we
eco.
have
Let's
enough
just
for the last.
बाई
one.
तो है देखो ना अभी भी.
No, it
Pick up
makes
as much
sense.
as we can.
टेक्सचर पे 3400 है, इस पे भी 3000 है, 2600 है.
I think a lot of
इको
teams
लोग
like
ने
to buy
मर्जी
you,
से
though.
किया.
Like,
Yeah.
वरना लाइट शील्ड वैंडल पे कर
It's always
सकते
nice
थे.
to see some teams show restraint when it comes down to the economy. You
True.
know?
पर वो लाइट शील्ड वैंडल
Don't see
लिया
that
नहीं
too
वो
often
लोग.
these
No,
days.
that's kind of why I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah. All right, Reckoning
30
in.
seconds left.
Again, they're really slow to try to take the site.
ये क्या स्मोक से बे
After
एस्ट्रा के?
This is the last one. Can they get in this time?
कितना अजीब स्मोक है बे.
Yeah, taking decent bit of damage here in the back though is Texture.
मार
The Sheriff
मार.
shot Max.
जड्डी दे
Nice to be
जड्डी दे.
taken out, but still needs a bit more. Dashes
दिया
away.
दिया दिया थोड़ा टांगों आंगों पे
Expecting the
पड़ा है.
blades from there from Depp. Texture, however, finding another one. The kills continue to be found. Depp pushes in with a short. He finds one, but Texture gets the third. And
What
suddenly-
the
अरे
heck?
शॉट बे इको निकाल दिया
Easy.
बे.
We don't even need the full buy. We don't need the rifles. They just clean them up instantly.
अबे ये लोग
Shut them down.
कट्टों पे कुछ अलग ही
I mean,
खेलते
look
हैं
at
बे.
that, 31 seconds remaining on the plant. Such a swift retake from them.
लोग गनवन क्यों ही चलाते हैं? मैं तो
And
बोलता हूँ
now
यही
the
चला
best
लो
thing
बे,
they can
छोड़ दो.
hope for is an 8-4 half, and this is on a map where the attacking win percentage has been what 56% compared to
टेक्सचर
44
मार
on the
रहा है
defending
बे.
side.
14-3 बे.
This is concerning for Zeta. They look really out of sorts. They're not really responding. It seems like the protocols are a little off here for Zeta as well. Like nobody's covering certain angles. It seems like every time GE is able to find one free pick on these B entries, and that's unacceptable. It's happened with
मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ ये राउंड भी इको पे ही निकाल लो. छोड़ दो भाई राउंड छोड़ दो.
Just chilling, and they come out and get a sheriff shot. As I think it was on Laz. He wasn't even looking there. It might have been 10, but whoever it was didn't even look. It
ये
wasn't
राउंड भी
being
जीत गए तो
covered.
अगला राउंड
Where
लोग
we're
का
going.
पूरा टूटा फूटा भाई है. लास्ट राउंड के लिए भी.
We investigated around A a little bit.
Here.
Let's go to B.
I told you, man. I told you it was going to be B heavy. It's just it's the nature of these things when you have this controller advantage in a way. with
कट्टे
the
थे भी
long
नहीं, एक
walls,
स्टिंगर एक
like,
फ्रेंजी
well,
था.
certainly we
हाँ
can
मतलब
win
वही
B,
एक ही
right?
बात
We
है.
can control
इको
so
राउंड था
much
ना.
more space.
Yeah.
But that time, like, they played so close quarters that it played right into GE's hands with all that.
तुम लोग नोटिस करो
close
इनका
range
विफ
weaponry,
वैंडल पे ही होता है.
that you're fielding
शेरिफ
on an
पे
eco.
विफ नहीं करते वे. शेरिफ या
You can
फ्रेंजी
see
या ये
that
सब
they know that with these
सस्ता वेपन एकदम
cascades,
छिटकाते हैं. शॉर्टी वॉर्टी मार रहे थे देखो ना बैक
you
से.
know, there's going to be some kind of push behind, especially when they're stomping their feet like that.
I think the funniest thing about this is
मैं
that
तो बोलता हूँ
locals
हैंडल चलाना ही
have
छोड़ दो.
rotated
गंदा गन है बे.
yet. They haven't quite read that Zeta will just pretty much always hard commit to this.
Right,
अरे अरे
yeah.
अरे अरे
I was
मार
just
मार
gonna
मार.
say-
हाँ इधर ही है उधर ही है.
Kinda setting up a
हाँ
wide
उधर ही. अरे
defense
रे रे
himself in
रे.
that moment does take a bit of damage.
वो अगर उधर वो नहीं होता
Control
खत्म था
of
वो.
the back hall. Lockdown not going to be
उसका
used.
कोब नहीं होता तो.
Fully flush them out of the site.
Hit a
At least not
cosmic
that far back, but yeah, now the
Zeta कहाँ
Cosmic
की है?
Divide as well.
जापान
Just
की
go
है.
ahead. Cut off that vision. Make them have to try to regress. Last
साला जाते जाते ले गया बे बेशरम.
dealt with. Up
हाँ
over the
ऊपर ही
top.
बैठा वो
See, they're
बंदर.
reading this. They realize this is going to be a good spot for the Jet. And
हाँ
not
मारा
yet.
है निकल के मारा है
Oh.
बाप रे.
Right up between the legs and straight into his head.
अब वो चढ़ के बैठा है.
Depp dealt with. Cosmic Divide now getting ready to expire.
नहीं
Up on top
रे.
as well. He is Texture. Let's get traded. Bazzi now has to try to hold this. The push in. Ten's got it.
उसको यार swing नहीं
Zeta
करना था.
will barely manage
Texture
to make
hold
that
कर लेता ना
round
हो
work.
जाता round.
But the weapons not going to be held on to.
Last round before the
That's,
switch.
I mean, it's good they got a win. Painful it has to come like that. You do have a Viper's Pit, one away from Laz's Seeker, so you're going to have some good ults to get on the site, get the plant down, get a good post-plant setup for ZETA. But yeah, I mean, you can see this is read really well by GE. But the crossfires here strong enough. 10 goes barreling in, knowing.
मुंडी पलट लिया बे वो. तब मैं तेरे को नहीं देख रहा, तू भी मेरे को देखना नहीं भाई.
They're able to do it, but it's so costly.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, enough.
थवी भाई गया, हाँ बे. लास्ट राउंड ही है अब तो जो भी है. जिसका जितना आया सबने ले लिया है.
Flash out. Tucks away. Doesn't get
Pulling
fouled by that.
me.
Goes for the gravity well. Just go ahead and pull back.
भाई एस्ट्रा डिफरेंसिंग एजेंट है वे पर. कैसे खेलता है ये लोग पता नहीं.
Step just clears the prowler. Gets top back up to 100, and everybody's going to start drifting into B.
वो एजेंट का एक भी यूटिल यूज करना है मतलब तुम्हारा 5 सेकंड मतलब 5 नहीं तो कम से कम 3 सेकंड तो गया है. अगर मुंह पे बंदा है तो तुम नहीं कर सकते उसका यूटिल यूज. मतलब पहले से प्लेस करके रखना पड़ेगा और उसी पे खेलना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि साला 1 सेकंड लगेगा एस्ट्रल फॉर्म में जाके स्टार डालने में, फिर बाहर आएगा, फिर वो स्टार को ओपन करेगा जो भी कनकस वनकस करना है. कम से कम 3 सेकंड तो गया उधर. कम से कम कितना भी तेज कर लो उतने में तो मुंह पे आके मार जाता है भाई बंदा.
Make their way forward. Texture just storming his way through the smokes. Push up.
आरपी की गाइस मीटिंग आज होने वाली है. आज शाम को कुछ 4 या 5 बजे आरपी की मीटिंग है. और उसके बाद गोल्डी वैसे भी कल रात में बात की तो वो काशी को भी सिखाने वाले बेसिक्स, तो वो बोले तू भी आ जाना, अमन को भी बोल देना. तो हम लोग आज शाम को वो भी सॉर्ट कर लेंगे. जो भी डाउनलोड वगैरह करना है वो भी माफिया को मैंने बोल दिया है. स्ट्रीम के बाद वो भी करवा देंगे. कल से होपफुली जेएमडी शुरू हो जाए. ठीक है.
You're just giving all this time and space to GE to read the map and read you, and other than a couple of rounds, you know, where ZETA just fought a little bit better, it was GE outthinking, outplaying, outsmarting them almost at every turn.
Yeah. Did get word from our part-time desk host and full-time Korean fan sign translator.
उल्टे तक वो लोग क्लासेस ऑनलाइन करे लाइव. क्लासेस
basically have everything.
ट्यूशन थोड़ी खोल रखा है यार.
He's in contract to my apartment.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, that
I'd give everything away.
To me, that sounds pretty similar to what you said.
पिन कर दो अभी ये जो बोला.
हाँ
अभी तो बहुत कुछ लंबा बोला यार. और लंबा मैसेज टाइप करके पिन करोगे यार. बुला रहा है.
हाँ कोई बोल नहीं रहा था, वैसे भी सब शांति थी.
Good half, good half, good half, good half.
टीमवर्क तो इनसे नहीं है लेकिन. Hey Anki, how's the user? How's your health?
क्या हो गया?
उसका आवाज भी इतना सुधार है. बिंग्स तेरा भी आवाज स्लो आ रहा है.
हेलो, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
बिंग्स का तो ठीक है, अंकी का बहुत वो आ रहा है.
एक सेट बढ़ा है. हाँ तेरा सही आ रहा है. अंकिता का तो एकदम ही नहीं आ रहा है और बिंग्स का थोड़ा स्लो आ रहा है मेरे को.
और तेज कर लेते हैं डिस्कॉर्ड से.
हाँ वही कर दिया, 150 कर दिया.
अभी ठीक है क्या?
ठीक है ठीक है.
Okay.
Getting the plant down and then playing after that on whatever site they're using. And again, I understand why they want to go B, but you
क्या लगता है 9-3 कर्स?
नहीं, नो कर. लवली का कर.
सी
मेरे हिसाब से सीधा 2-0. चलो.
मेरे हिसाब से 12-5 का लग रहा है मुझे. विक्ट्री 13-5.
Pistol round gonna be coming through. So far, Step with the Ghost, Crow with the Frenzy, Classics in half armor for Sugar 010. Laz just gonna stick with full utility here, investing in the heal. So let's see, bit of a heavier weapon loadout for the side of GU. 2 Frenzies, 2 Ghosts. They are.
गोल्डी भाई को बोलो क्लासेस रिकॉर्ड करके हाईलाइट निकाले फॉर व्यूअर्स टू नो द रूल्स.
Right.
Scored the dog board. Let's get the stun. Word should come across. But,
Assist
man,
record
instantly
कर
the damage
मतलब यार
on
वो
Aaron
थोड़ा
is
वो हो जाएगा.
massive. The flash doesn't go off either. And now, around the back, Global, they get the pinch. They're looking to clear him out. Ronsky healing up off the decay. The push comes in from Texture. However, have they overstepped? It looks like the answer is yes.
Spike down A.
Massive kills coming through from Zeta. As Global is getting a bit too far ahead of themselves. Aaron tucks into the corner, but now the spike is stranded right at the entrance of A. Global have no other options but to try to fight this out.
I mean, great awareness here from Zeta. The first half was a little bit shaky in that department, but this
इनका
round,
कुत्ता लॉयल तो है, ये छोड़ते हैं जाके काट ही लेता है. हाँ भाई,
really sort of keep away with his
काटता तो
utility.
अमन भी है वैसे.
Flash catches one yet, unable to find any damage. Their cascade slow things up and allow an orb to be grabbed.
Orb does get grabbed.
एक ऑर्ब के लिए
30 seconds left.
They all go ahead, they back away.
मतलब इतना 5 लोग आके एमएन कंट्रोल के लिए लड़े, फिर पीछे भाग गए. 2v5 ही तो है, डर क्यों रहे हो यार? डर क्यों रहे हो? 2v4 ही तो है, डर क्यों रहे हो? टाइम ही नहीं है बे, चलो कोई नहीं. 9-4 कोई बात नहीं.
भाई पर क्या बीटी है भाई.
Well, at long last, it seems like dropping another pistol, bringing the overall score to 13-5, giving Zeta a way back into this.
Yeah, global pistol sports for sure. I mean, they have been really, really good on these. But this time around, I mean, I like that Zeta gets aggressive, and I like the awareness that somebody might be coming behind them. I think Laz even got a flash out there to check initially, and then it's a good response from the side of Zeta. That wins them the round. The spike is down there.
First pistol round हारे Pearl में.
I don't mind the idea from GE at all. I think that's kind of cute what they tried. It just was read just in time by Zeta. It looked like for a moment there they were going to get just completely backstabbed.
Yeah. Maybe they had underestimated just how many people from Zeta were pushed up into that position. Maybe expecting that it was going to be 2 or 3 rather than 4 of them. Either way.
हाँ देखो गाइस, ये ऋषि भाई ने मैसेज टाइप किया, इसको हम पिन कर देते हैं.
Another loss to the record. As Sugar pushing up, finds 2. Great timing and a nice lineup. Easy work of them. Rogan pushing the wall. It seems like maybe not necessarily aware that they've moved into this forward position. Instantly gets the thing onto 1. Tries to stabilize. Get a second. On Ronsky. Cannot find that kill.
कौन सा हेयर कट करवाते हो? हेयर कट का नाम तो नहीं है कोई यार. मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई, मेरा तो मतलब जो हेयर स्टाइल है वो तो उसको दिख रहा है, जो काट रहा है उसको पहले से दिख रहा है. मैं उसको बोलता हूँ थोड़ा ट्रिम कर देना.
Yeah, this is great.
वैलो हुआ क्या लोगों पे? मन के हाँ वैलो खेलेंगे आज. आज रात में. आज क्या संडे है ना यार. अमंग अस खेलने का मन तो है बे यार. कल भी खेलने का मन था एक्चुअली. कल मैं वांटेड को बोला भी था, बोला लोग नहीं है, दिक्कत ये है. इसके लिए 10-12 का लॉबी बनना अभी मुश्किल है. कल ये लोग भी आईपीएल देखने गए थे. गेमिंग हाउस में लोग ही नहीं थे, बाकी भी कुछ आरपी में थे. पूछ लेता हूँ मॉडल को, मैसेज डाल देता हूँ एक बार.
Ball comes back up. Sugar just looking to stop them from even thinking about advancing into this position. Try to get that lob in nano swarm. Nothing found. Step swings around into hall. In the meantime.
हाँ बोल दिया गाइस. देखते हैं लोग हुए तो कर लेंगे. वे टांगों पे मारा है बेचारा, मुंह के बल गिरा है.
The IGL can clutch this out. Spike now down. He's aware that Depp is going to be in hall, but the timing is coming through here in a moment.
भाई ये लोग एक एंगल देखते हुए चलते पूरा टाइम बे. अपन मैं हूँ तो मैं डर के 3 एंगल से पीक मतलब ऐसा ओपन हूँ तब मैं डर के चलूँ. मैं निकाल लेगा. ओह शिट.
तने वॉच पार्टी चालू किया, अब अपन हारने लगे.
That's a huge win for ZETA, taking the bonus
चलो तब
just
से हम
like
बॉस
GE
पार्टी
did
कर
in
रहे
the
जीत
first
रहे
half.
थे.
Now we've got a map.
ताका पनौती है.
It just was going to have kind of one of those floppy games where they just can't seem to find their rhythm. But Crow here able to find
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, thanks.
भाई जो हैवी लेकिन बीमेन पे मारा मारी क्या मजा आया देख के.
Unfortunately, not what you want to
ये
see.
बाय राउंड था यार.
I mean,
कर्स हो गए तो सही में भी.
the hopes are so high for ZETA. We've seen what they can do at their best. We know what they're capable of at their best. We just don't see it enough. And it's frustrating because after Reykjavik last year, I was all in on this team. I thought these guys are nuts, and well, here you go.
I mean, they inspired a hell of a lot of people, but oh, that's inspiring.
Eco fragger भाई.
Depth.
Eco fragger.
Okay.
Well,
Faking the tailwind a bit, pushes into the smoke, finds a
ace नहीं है भाई.
He's on for the ace, but can't quite make
Ace
it
नहीं
happen.
मिलेगा इधर.
We'll shut down that dream. But still, only 2 members lost. Money.
भयंकर कंट्रोल ले रहे हैं भाई, भयंकर कंट्रोल.
Now just 2 rounds away from tying things up, and the timeout gets
यार
forced
एक
out
बात
by
बताओ,
Global.
मेरी
I mean,
स्ट्रीम के
Depth's
बाद
having
ये
a really solid
बुलडॉग
match.
मेटा इतना ज्यादा क्यों हो गया?
Able to get
शुरू.
some good work done.
हाँ,
Yeah,
अब आप कर रहे हो?
just pushing W.
हाँ.
Hitting
Hey, the
that.
lose.
Great transfer there, and then like you
मैंने
said,
कॉल भी किया था. ये सब सो रहे थे.
नहीं उठा मैं सुबह लेट से आया.
the shorty can't quite find the ace, but
आपके आते ही हारने लगे. क्या बोलना
this is huge
चाहेंगे आप?
now.
ये
ये
सीजन
तो
सबसे
hate
ज्यादा
rate है.
शॉर्टी किल्स हुआ मेरे हिसाब से.
4 rounds in a row here for ZETA to start their defense.
हमें कोई
तुम में से
लोगो डालना है.
किसने बोला था कर से करके?
For finally ZETA.
ये हमें कोई लोगो
कौन बोला था
डालना
भाई?
है.
पता
हाँ
नहीं भाई.
डाला ना.
वाइपर भाई ने बोला
कौन
90.
बोला? मैं तो पूछा था भाई.
अब बोले
कौन सा
मैं
लोगो
तो
डालना
सिर्फ
है भाई?
पूछा था कर से क्या भाई.
You can see that they really are a lot of texture fans out there. Is
ऑफिशियल वॉच
former
पार्टी
ये
कराना
क्या?
तुम्हारे पास है?
Plus player.
I mean, he's been in the scene for quite some time, so yes.
मैं डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम करना.
माइटी बा वेलकम टू कंटाल फैम. डू जॉइन डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर.
किसी ग्रुप में दिया तो था उसने.
Somebody who's
मैं व्हाट्सएप नहीं यूज करता यार.
ये क्या पोल डाल रहे हो? अरे यार सुबह का टाइम है समझो यार.
पर डीएम कर दो अंकिता.
लाइक करो.
मेरे पास भी व्हाट्सएप पे ही है.
व्हाट्सएप फाटो एक बार व्हाट्सएप से करियो डीएम
following these players
अरे भाई मैं कर
डिस्कॉर्ड
दी.
पे.
as they move deeper.
मीटिंग का
दिया
स्ट्रीम
मैंने
होगा ना?
आपको.
नहीं नहीं.
करा क्या?
Timeout over. Let's
Discord DM
see
किया.
what that's done for Global.
Cosmic divide for Global. Munyet left alone on the other side for now as an anchor. See how GE wants to do this.
मिला?
They're gonna maybe try to prod
देख
their
रहा
way
हूँ.
through, see if they can get some mid control here. Again,
भाई फुल डब्ल्यू
इसका
करके
भी lineup
कंट्रोल
है
ले
क्या
रहे
बे?
हो.
Munyet on the
ये
flank
भी एक ही थी.
to cover this push.
साला
बहुत
एम
अच्छा
इनका
खेलती
उतना
थी.
आगे का लाइनअप
Behind
मारा
the
है बे.
box. Flash in hand.
हाँ.
Oh boy.
ए चिड़िया घर ले जा भाई.
Scout this.
बॉक्स चेक करो.
Okay, plays contact off of the turret.
बढ़िया,
Texture
चलो.
revealed, instantly traded back, so
Shout out
much
Ronsky,
damage
bye.
could have been dealt, but still,
वेरी सैड ब्रो. आई फील यू. 3 लोग
very
के
nice
बीच में
to
मैं
see
भी ऐसे ही
Mark
पिटता हूँ.
paying off as- well, Sugar Zero gonna get spammed down, Munyet.
बढ़िया भाई. चलो यही राउंड है, निकालो.
Trade him through the mid door.
बी जाओ. बी पे वो अकेला है.
Careful. He's so aware of what's going on in the extremities of the map. So you saw this on split against
आप लेके बैठा
DRX,
वो भी.
right? He's which is a little easier of a map to read the extremities, but still like he's just doing a great job, and that's why he's cycling these cosmic divides like crazy. That's his 4th cosmic divide in this game, and he's having yet another really strong performance. Turret contact. Aaron tries to see if anybody's pushing off of it. Not gonna happen.
आ गए भाई आ गए.
Just gonna go for this push though. Making their way forward. Okay, 10 wins.
सेम
out the
आपके
first
ऐसा
contact
bottom frag हो
battle,
रहा है.
but
एक्सक्यूज
Bazzi
मी.
and Texture will go ahead, finish the job, and now
मैं या तो टॉप फ्रैग करता हूँ
Lightstorm up in hand.
या तो मेरा दिन खराब होता है. ठीक है.
Realistically,
Please.
try for anything here. No likelihood it's just gonna be tuck away somewhere. Yep,
भाई मेरे को नहीं आया. हेलो एक्लर्स.
it's situated.
वो डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम किया.
Wait for that spike to go off.
हाँ डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम ही तो
भाई
कर.
मोस्टली जेट्स है ऑपरेटर क्योंकि वो ऑफ शॉट लेके कल्टी मार सकते हैं इसीलिए.
If you look at the money for Ronsky as well as Aaron, they've got plenty.
Oh yeah, this is not bad at all. I don't mind what ZETA did in this.
बढ़िया
round.
बढ़िया बढ़िया.
सारा
चलो
भेजा आया.
They read on what was going to happen potentially
ना
with that trap play set. You know, if Laz is maybe able to guess a little bit better on which side of the box to peek from, he might get 2 instead of 1. Maybe they can crunch that a little bit better, but it's a good reaction from GE to get out of there. Again, Munyet covering the flanks very nicely.
pulling them in.
See if they can suss that's the out here in the final seconds.
कैसा बैठा है वो देखो. कैसा कोने में फट्टी में बैठा है एकदम. कॉफ अच्छा लगा
अरे
भाई.
व्हाट्सएप पे तो मैं ऑलरेडी है. मेरे पास व्हाट्सएप यूज
मैं
नहीं करता.
डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम की 2 बार ही आपको. मेरे को दिखा रहा है कि चला गया करके.
All right, well this now is where G
ईमेल करो ना ईमेल.
हाँ ईमेल बोलो अपना.
10 rounds locked in.
भाई 10,000 रुपए दे स्किन खरीदूंगा.
सब
तू
करो
मेरे
अपना
को
ईमेल
20,000 दे,
या
मैं तेरे को
Enemy
उसमें से 10,000 देता हूँ. फिर तू स्किन भी खरीद
डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम देखो.
और बचे हुए 10,000 मेरे को बाद में लौटा दियो.
तुमने किसे भेजा है क्लेयर?
It's half armors for Zeta, so we've been talking about it on the desk, wondering if somebody was going to try the Fnatic sort of half armor buys that had worked so well for them at lock-in. It looks like Zeta
ये कौन सी मैच है?
somewhat keen to at least
कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा वो भी.
put that into practice.
वो वाला मूवी देखा है?
या मैंने 2 मिनट चेक करना.
वो कौन सा मूवी था?
Helps you keep that
क्या
option,
किया?
you know, if you need to
इसलिए
revive
मैंने
चुप के में वो परेश रावल और उसका वो सीन है ना, बोलता है मेरे को कितने देने हैं, वो कुत्ता अमाउंट बोलता है, बोलता है
हाँ आया.
मेरे को अभी 3 लाख आने वाले हैं, मेरे को 2.5 अगर देने हैं तो अभी 50,000 का तेरे पे उधार ही है. तो ला मेरा 50 किधर है?
नहीं बहुत कम है, बहुत
मैंने
कम है.
उसका पूरा
बोले मेरा 50 किधर है?
बोला कि कुछ
वो वाला मैच से
180 कर दिया मैंने. तुम्हारा अब आवाज नहीं आया तो नहीं आया.
I was one of those math kids for a while. Now I'm not. I gave up. I quit math.
Okay, reckoning to try to stop the advance here.
अक्षय कुमार का नहीं वो तो अलग है. ये वाला प्रॉपर ऐसा ही सीन था एक परेश रावल का और उसका वो मुच्छड़ क्या नाम था उसका.
भैया कितना हार्ड स्कोप करके.
हो गया गाइस. कम बैक कल.
भाई मिड टू बी में देखा फेड ने कहा
कौन
अल्टीमेट
बोला
मार के
कर्स
बैरा
बस?
किया उनको.
कल भाई कर्स.
It's not particularly
link
poorly
वालों
read
को
by
पैरा
Zeta.
करा.
It's just Laz gets caught off guard there by Wrongski. And that's
Om
just
Puriya,
making
Om
the side
Puri.
open. Then they've got 2 stuck in link. Wrongski and Monyet.
बोले आज मेरी वो उसका वो था वो उसमें वो था ना वो क्या बोलते हैं
Really cut Zeta's forces
मच्छी
apart.
पकड़ने उसका वो बोट निकलता था. बोलता है जो पहले बोट जिसकी फर्स्ट आएगी उसको कुछ तो इनाम मिलता था. बोलता है आज मेरी पहली आएगी तो कल जाएगी भी पहले. सॉरी आज आएगी भी पहले तो आज जाएगी पहले, फिर कल लौट के आएगी भी पहले, तो कल भी इतने मिलेंगे.
See how they want to adjust off of this. Zeta
वैसा
tries
वाला
to
मैच
push,
था.
towards Aaron's angles, and Aaron's really good about reading tendencies of teams. Like if you saw it in the pistol round, right? They tried to push him down. They tried to force his isolated position. And it did end up working for Zeta, but this time around, or not this time, but previous rounds, we've seen where he's able to get the reinforcements there, and they kind of catch Zeta off guard. Where Zeta tries to double peek him, right? And he's got help, and Zeta ends up, falling short in the exchange.
Yeah, I was watching the most
एक बात बता, तुम और जरा ज्यादातर टाइम फील ही क्यों करते हो? देखो यार, मेरे हिसाब से ये अच्छे खिलाड़ी की निशानी है जिसका एजेंट पूल बड़ा हो, जो सारे एजेंट्स खेलता हो,
Yeah, exactly.
जो सारे एजेंट्स खेल सकता हो, तो हम वो त्याग दे देते अपनी टीम के लिए बिकॉज वी आर टीम प्लेयर्स.
Win percentages on every map aside from Haven, it's pretty weak, but it's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, no, this is they're absolutely right, and it's why my kind of key to the game for them today was the adaptation and the plays that we were seeing from them, the ability to push and pull the map like they did against DRX. Read the teams really well.
जो सारे एजेंट खेल सकता है वो कोच बनेगा फ्यूचर में, जो नहीं खेल सकता वो भी बन के आ गया. मतलब ऐसा बात नहीं है अमन. देखो गेम अलग था वो अलग बात है, कोच तो कोच है ना. कॉम्पी में रेना यूज क्यों नहीं होता? बहुत वेस्ट एजेंट है वो, उसका कुछ यूटिलिटी नहीं है टीम के लिए. टीम के लिए क्या खुद के लिए भी नहीं है उसका. ये 2 फ्लैश है बस, वो 2 फ्लैश में तुमने मारा तो मारा, नहीं मारा तो लाइबिलिटी हो. एंट्री के नाम पे कुछ नहीं कर सकते उसको. पूरा एम पे खेलने वाला एजेंट है.
First one to fall, bro.
भाई
Now
क्या
Sugar
मार
Zero
रहा
and
है
10
क्या
all dead.
भाई
आज टेक्सचर फॉर्म में भाई जितना
अरे
लास्ट टाइम
aim labs-
लगा आज उतना ही फॉर्म में।
एम लैब्स चल रहा है क्या इसका?
Two members lost, but 12 locked in.
हाँ ये क्या एक एक करके उसके मुंह के आगे आता है? अरे टैंक 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 क्या एम लैब्स चल रहा है?
को स्पॉन से निकलने नहीं दिया।
I feel like the Viper spit, there's a lot of angles you
I
can get it
thought
to come
just
through him.
out of heaven, have it drop down.
That's literally what I was thinking. I was like, can't you just put the Viper spit from heaven and
Texture
drop to the ground
feeling
like
it, buddy.
a balloon and cover it? But it doesn't seem to enter Zeta's mind. And again,
थोड़ा है रे बाबा।
adaptations are difficult for Zeta. They're a very structured team. So if you can kind of get them into positions where things are unorthodox, sometimes they do have a tough time adjusting to that with their utility. Certainly
एक
we
एक
know
करके
they're
पिक
very
दे रहे
good.
जेटा भी। हाँ भाई वो लोगों ने सोचा
Mechanics
एक
are
आता हूँ,
things and they can
अगले को एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करेगा।
play well. We saw
फिर
last
दूसरा
week
आएगा बोला
again.
दो को एक्सपेक्ट किया होगा, मेरे को तो
But
एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करेगा।
need
तो तीसरा भी आके मेरा चौथा बोला होगा,
Zetas. They
नहीं
are
अभी मेरे को
aggressive.
एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा होगा, मैं नहीं जा रहा,
It is
अभी
now
मैं नहीं
10.
जा रहा भाई। मैं थोड़ा रुक के जाएगा।
Lively still drifting towards an 8 attack
जेटा
position.
प्लेइंग फेयर एक के
Right,
सामने
say
एक ही
that.
भेजेंगे वो। हाँ भाई
Aaron looks to join in with them. Here top mid.
रहेगा खेलता है रहना तो। हाँ तो वही तो बात है ना भाई, रैंक अलग है, टूर्नामेंट अलग है। रैंक्ड में तो तुम कुछ भी खेलो,
Blades in hand.
कुछ भी खेलो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
Right as that star is placed on the ground. Suspecting that the push is going to come in. TLN now at the ready, swings out, puts one in the texture's shoulder. Not enough for the kill.
अरे भाई एक एचपी है भाई इसको, और जाते जाते एक और ले गया।
Texture trades it back.
उसको अपनी मौत दिख गई थी उधर।
Push coming across here into lane. Crow with the jiggle peek does manage to
रहेगा
spot
थ्रो
him.
भी तो करता है। हाँ
Goes up
बात
the
तो
wall
ये
to
भी
try
सही
to
है।
slow their advance. Push out 10. Great timing. Catches one yet. And now Aaron completely surrounded. Can't win out the first fight.
भाई 10 भाई तुम्हारा ज़्ज़ किधर रह गया?
The last two standing. They're rotating over to A. Zeta still 4
ठीक है
members
भाई।
strong. Should be good for the retake, but they will not be able to fight to deny this
नाम
plan.
चुराता है भाई।
Still the no command sitting in Wrongski's back pocket here to make
रैंक्ड में तो यूरू भी खेलते हैं। हाँ भाई
potentially more difficult. Not a ton
और
of
कॉम्पी में
utility
भी
left for
यूरू
Zeta.
वाला रैंक जैसा ही तो खेलता है वो। 4 सेकंड
Flash, but
यूरू खेल के।
still that option is there here for GE and
They have nothing to
Yeah.
to kind of deny angles or eliminate.
2 दिन पहले हम 5 ड्यूली जीता था स्प्लिट में। रैंक में कुछ भी चलता है भाई। हाँ भाई बिना स्मोक के, बिना स्मोक के जीत जाओगे रैंक में। इधर एक टीम दिखा दो जो बिना स्मोक के खेले।
ये बता निकाल लेंगे।
ये राउंड कैसे हार गए?
What a play from Sugar Zero to keep them in this
ये
game.
राउंड कैसे हार गए भाई?
8 rounds now, 4 more to go for OT.
this is a good round here though from
मेरे
Zeta.
आते ही हारने
They
क्यों
get
लग जाते हैं
pretty
वापस?
aggressive early off of this contact
मैं
from
बोलता हूँ।
Deft. Deft gets a great look, a great peek at what's going on.
फोन को करो फुल स्क्रीन
Even
पे।
finding a kill there is totally fine.
आंखें बंद
He's
करो।
alone on B side at that point. Like no one else from Zeta is on B.
सिर्फ
at that
सुनो
moment. And
कमेंट्री।
then they get aggressive. They start
एक
pushing
round।
into mid. 10 gets in there and they start taking space. That's what Zeta needs to be doing. They need to be making it difficult for GE to work the map the way they want to. So that's a good adaptation from Zeta. See if we can get more of it. A lot of pings coming down from GE towards A.
Yuru is still a better team agent than Rena. That is debatable.
Awaiting.
When you have such a lander teammate as a Yuru,
Looks like they're going to take a little bit more time.
जो
to think
तुमको ही
about
फ्लैश मारेगा,
It's looking to lead the
सब
dog
मुड़
again.
गए।
तो फिर ना थोड़ा एटलीस्ट रेना का फ्लैश से तुम्हारा टीममेट फ्लैश नहीं होता है।
Get that kill for free. Back away, Prowler going to identify one.
एक लैंड है यूरू को कभी अंडर एस्टिमेट मत करो गाइस। जिंदगी आराम कर सकता है। एंट्री पे मुंह पे फ्लैश। उस दिन ये लोग खेल रहे थे ना, याद नहीं क्या गाइस?
Found instead.
जेरफ स्काई खेल रहा था और ये केओ खेल रहा था अमन। हर राउंड एम इन पे जब मैं फाइट लेने गया दल्लो का फ्लैश मेरे मुंह पे आके लगा। हर राउंड
There's the null command.
हर राउंड
Will go out, will be pulsing wide enough.
बोल बोल के थक गया मैं।
Everybody over from R, but yet now, swinging around
इतना गंदा कैसे
push.
खेलता है बे
Yep.
कोई?
Wins out on the fight. But yet dead. Bazzi is well taken down.
मतलब बेसिक है ये तो। मैप देख के मालूम पड़ता है कि तेरा टीममेट कहाँ है, तेरे को कहाँ फ्लैश देना है। और अगर दिख रहा है टीममेट है तो फ्लैश दे ही मत।
Can't steady the aim for the other.
लोगों को फर्क ही नहीं है भाई।
And again, another triple kill.
अलग ये लैंड है भाई।
Sugar Zero. As Zeta
इतना सेल्फिश प्लेयर आज तक नहीं मिले मेरे को कहीं। रैंडम सोलो क्यों में भी नहीं मिलते।
really strong match.
ऐसे दोस्त हो दुश्मन की क्या जरूरत है जिंदगी में।
Side of Zeta. Depth winning a crucial fight on the back end of this. Again, I like what GE is thinking here. I like what Aaron's thinking. He's like,
टेक्सचर भाई यूरू का क्लोन बन के घुस रहे थे स्मोक में।
ऐसे खड़े होके क्यों देख रहे हैं?
हाँ मैं भी वही बोल रही थी अभी चेहरे दे तो उनको
वो
बेचारों
लोग
को।
वैसे देते हैं, बहुत जगह पे वैसे वो लोग सपोर्ट देते हैं। वो लोग कल्चर वैसा है ना जापान।
takes just long enough
अबे नहीं, वो प्री रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो है, बार-बार एक ही रिएक्शन है।
ये देख लो इसको।
मत मान भाई, उसमें जो ब्लैक जैकेट में लड़की थी वो मेरी दोस्त है।
कब
क्या?
से? क्या नाम है
शादी हो
उसका?
चुकी है आपका जस्ट
तो भाई दोस्त बोला है।
We learned anything about GE. They don't play short OTs.
Well, yes.
Sample size.
सिर्फ आपको ट्रिगर करने में मजा आता है। हाँ, गाली खाने में खाने का शौक ही है उसको।
Obviously,
क्या कर रहा है ये?
nice. He dodged it.
What?
He dodged him. How does he
क्या?
not spot him? Oh, Ted gets away with murder.
कैसे?
Sugar Zero again.
कैसे?
Finding one yet. Shuts him down. They lose 2 players. Sugar Zero trying to back away. Cannot.
हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया भाई।
The one to bring them back into this.
Well done, 3v3 बार।
In a 3v3.
मुंह तोड़ो भाई इनका। तीनों फ्लैंक है भाई, तीनों फ्लैंक है।
Jiggling out.
वो प्लेस स्पॉट करे ना।
प्लांट कर दे भाई, प्लांट कर दे,
Around here, B.
प्लांट कर दे।
Great awareness for GE to push.
Oh, right here on the corner. Bronski.
बढ़िया।
Spot
नहीं,
Crow.
नहीं, क्रो ही तो है, बॉटम फ्रैगर है बे, मारो उसको।
Going on the hunt. To push through this wall. It'll slow him up. Plant now.
30
Coming
seconds
down.
left.
Laz not in a position to punish. The Cove. comes
कोई
up.
नहीं, लेफ्ट।
He would've decided to
Ah,
go
समझ आ गया।
Right here, so
Nice.
close.
One enemy remaining.
Bazzi finds a third.
Easy
There,
हो रहा है
gets the
बे।
finish.
Attackers win.
A messy round, but the heroics from
इजी
Bazzi
हो रहा है।
bring them back. Good perseverance from
कौन
the
बोला
side
था
of
कर्ज
Zeta
भाई? कौन
once
बोला
they
था?
got onto the defending
पता
half,
नहीं।
but in the end, it is Global picking up the win here on their map.
लेट्स गो बे, गाइस लाइक करो बे।
Great round here at the end from GE.
रेगुलर स्ट्रीमर व्हाट्सअप, एकदम रेगुलर प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रीमर ऑफ द ईयर।
Texture up in heaven. He has his lockdown. So they got
माइट बाय, वेलकम टू कंटाल फैम।
They don't have any way to deal with that lockdown, and they're
Sure,
really committed
baby,
to the B
sure.
side of that point.
गाइस अगले मैच की प्रेडिक्शन हो जाए थोड़ी सी। कौन सा मैप है?
वेल मॉडल को मैंने पंजाबी सिखाया।
I'm happy Zeta made this a match.
क्या एसेंट
but I'm
जेटा का पिक है?
concerned that it started the way it did.
Sure.
Zeta का pick होगा जापान में।
Every single game, they come out slow. They come out.
हम जीतेंगे इजी पीजी।
We need to see them.
आज टाइम तो मोने के लिए बुरा लगा था, वो कैरी कर रहा था। आज तो फिर भी सब लोग खेल रहे हैं।
कितना?
हाँ, पुणे में।
You know, coming with.
तुमने ये देखा वॉच पार्टी में कितना डिफरेंस है? ये देख कितने डिसेंट लग रहे हैं सब। और सारे छपरी लग रहे हैं भाई, एक से एक छपरी।
अब हर जगह का
लाल करा रखा है, किसी ने कुछ करा रखा है।
कहाँ?
You know, never really flirting with
पुणे
the
की वॉच
idea of
पार्टी।
going over and checking out
तो
A.
इसने भी तो कलर करा रखा है प्लेयर में।
He pushes.
ये क्या मारा था बे?
Map control as well.
अंकल है ना, अंकल को समझ नहीं आएगा।
They also never really felt like they needed to.
वाओ
They were just-
डूड,
even if they had to give up the
अच्छे से मतलब बैठते हैं वो और वो सपोर्ट
नहीं।
कर रहा था भाई। अब चपरी बोल लो।
हाँ,
तो यार देखो यार
चपरी बोल लो
कैसे
मतलब।
अब-
खुद यहाँ पे घर बैठ के देखो।
नॉर्मली तो सब लोग
टॉक्सिसिटी फैलाओ बस।
नॉर्मली तो बैठे सब लोग देखो।
और मतलब वहाँ पे जापान वाले कलर कराए तो वो एकदम
भाई वो देखो जी फाइटिंग लिख रहे हैं।
A home.
ये मेरी
हाँ, कोरियंस तो जी को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं ना।
कोरियंस है ना।
तुम्हारी फ्रेंड तो
कोरियंस है ना, वो लोग कोरियंस ही तो है जी, उनको सपोर्ट करते ही है वो
हाँ, मैं
लोग।
इनके साथ CS:GO खेलता था भाई, इसके
अच्छा,
साथ
अच्छा।
इसके साथ PUBG खेलता था दोनों भाई।
ए इंडिया फाइटिंग अपना नाम है कोच बिग टाइम।
इन दोनों के साथ भी खेलते थे राका?
कोच को सपोर्ट
I
कर
see
रहा
those
है रे।
earbuds. They're listening to our beautiful voices.
यार ये Q2 भी सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
उसके बच्चे की भी तो
मन में
चुप
लड्डू
रही है।
फूटा किसी को देख के।
भाई कितना क्यूट है यार वो।
You gotta spread the
यार
map.
बना दे फिर हमें
You gotta
मामा।
get some push.
नहीं पहले आप,
Gotta make GE think. You
नहीं,
gotta
पहले
make
आप।
them think.
नहीं
Because
आप
once he's
सीनियर
got
है।
you dialed in, once he's got
कौन
you,
बड़ा है तुम दोनों में से?
then it seems like it's game over.
Boom.
Yeah, they had a great start
रहा
to their second half, but it's
यार
हाँ।
क्यूट है लड़की,
तुम्हारी
शर्म
शादी
करो
तय है
आयुष
ना
भाई,
तो।
बच्चे की माँ है वो।
महीने पहले हो गया।
तो
आंटी
क्या
बोले
हुआ
उनको,
भाई? तो लॉजिक
तमीज
समझ
से
रहे
बात
हो?
करे।
That fight back at least gives me hope for
Sure.
a settlement
Pehले-
map pick. We'll
पहले
see
आप।
how they fare on
ना,
that.
ना, ना,
First,
ना,
the desk is going to break things down. That's right after.
How
चलो पहले
about
टीमों का देखते
हम
हैं।
दोनों? हाँ टीमों
बचपन से
के
स्पोर्ट्स में डालने वाले हैं उस बच्चे को प्लान है। ये क्या हो गया?
Meanwhile Fatu be like अरे
Can you imagine a mini T-bone running here and there?
और मेरी तो शादी नहीं हुई, सब छोटा में। ये
आपका भरोसा नहीं, आप रेस ओवरटेक कर सकते हो फाटू भाई।
ये
मेरे को ऐसा लग ही रहा है, मेरे को ऐसा
हाँ?
क्यों लग रहा है कि शादी से पहले कुछ और
होदा।
रहने दो राका। आपके बच्चों के साथ मैं जॉट करूंगा।
क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या राका अपने
अबे फिर
बच्चे
से?
को मिलाएगा तेरे से फाटू भाई?
आंसर ये है कि मिलाए रहा ना मिलाए, मैं कुछ चाहूंगा।
ऐड पे कॉपीराइट आता है क्या? आने दो, क्या ही कर लेगा।
हमारे सबके बच्चे मिला के एक टीम बनाए।
What the fuck?
क्या बोलते हो?
द मिनी जॉट गैंग।
हाँ।
द मिनी जॉट
टीम
गैंग
कर सकते।
It's such a cute idea.
बन रहा है गाइस, अमंग अस का प्लान बन रहा है।
रखा भाई,
हाँ।
अगर तुम्हारा भाई का बेटा हो तो तुम चाचा बने।
हाँ।
पर अब तक सिर्फ 1 2 3 4 5 6 लोग हुए।
ताऊ बड़े होते हैं।
ओह अच्छा।
क्या कर रहे हैं लोग?
स्किल चैलेंज मैं तो देख रही हूँ।
और क्या हाल है? शाउट आउट विनायक भाई, एकदम बढ़िया। आप बताओ यार। शाउट आउट टू ब्रूस की। सत्रह। ओ भाई उल्टा हाथ से खेल रहा है भाई। क्यों बेचारे से ये सब करवा रहे हो भाई? ये कौन सा चैलेंज है?
मेरे को सेकंड मैप एसेंट पता है कितना लग रहा है?
कितना?
अरे 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 अरे
13-10 जीतेंगे अपन।
ये मेरे सीधे हाथ का एम है।
Just like the old days.
भाई
क्योंकि तुम्हें पता नहीं एक्सेंट में सब्स्टिट्यूट आ रहा है। रॉसी भाई ले आ रहे हैं खेलने विद दादाजी की
कौन बोला? कौन बोला?
अभी अमन होता तो बोलता इससे अच्छा तो मैं मारता हूँ। प्रेडिक्शन फॉर दिस गेम, देखो होना तो 2-0 ही है। मोमेंटम इनका डगमगा गया है। ये अक्षु पुणे वॉच पार्टी गया है क्या? हाँ। अक्षु को देख के तो नहीं बोला बाल के कलर का। अभी तो है भी नहीं कलर उसका, वरना हो सकता था उसे देखा जाए। अक्षु गया है पर सही में। अक्षु और जोकर भाई दोनों गए। कल रॉकेट लीग क्या खा के खेल रहे थे चाचा? कल सारे मैचेस मजा आया, लास्ट मैच छोड़ के। लास्ट मैच फिर वो गाड़ी वाड़ी ठोकने पे आ गए। मैं बोला छोड़ो फिर, एक गेम छोड़ो, नहीं खेलना, जीतना ही नहीं एक गेम। ठोको, हम भी ठोकेंगे। मारा तो था कल। आज कौन सा गेम? आज प्लान अमंग अस का ही बन रहा है पहले। अमंग अस का प्लान
I think maybe they were kind of pushed.
अब तक 6 लोग हुए हैं.
G had so much presence and Aaron
लॉबी बनेगी तो होगा वरना फिर नहीं होगा. ऐसी बात है.
Zeta on the second half though, this time they were a little bit more prepared. I think G just needed to find some of those cracks in their defense.
You know, it looked like GE came in so strong that I think Zeta actually had a pretty good performance overall, especially in the second half. We were talking as we were watching the first half of this that it might be just you know, a wipe by GE, but yeah, I think they definitely started to Zeta did deliver here at the end.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, at the core of that, Sugar Zero kind of putting up a performance that a lot of us have been wishing for, right, from this guy who performed so well during Zeta's kind of miracle runs last year, and then he kind of fell off. But again, it just was not enough. And we talked about this before the match started as well.
Among us में भी watch party करना है वैसे भी. Excuse me.
They want to go up against.
Excuse me. Highlight पे highlight only.
कितनी देर में स्टार्ट हो रहा है? सेकंड में 5 मिनट
होने वाला है.
Zeta, they started to show some light.
They did. There was a
Prop
really
night,
interesting
prop night
round
भी time हो गया
on
काफी.
camera here. This was the 11th round, so right in the twilight of the first half here. And you can see they
जो कल मैच देखने गए
exploring around the map.
वो अभी तक सो ही रहे होंगे. हाँ, सब सो ही रहे.
We see that GES, you know, once they manage to finally get in, they get a great setup here with lockdown combined with the cosmic divide. A lot of obfuscation as far as that went for Zeta. And then we see GES come in here for the retake, try to reclaim it.
हेलो स्ट्रीम तो कम नहीं होंगे आरपी के. नहीं कम तो नहीं. खेलेंगे दोनों खेलेंगे यार.
Yeah, and it was overall a pretty interesting interaction here. It was really kind of showing.
मतलब डिपेंड करेगा फिर मूड पे क्या खेलने का ज्यादा मजा आ रहा है.
This might become a pretty one-sided series that
वो
Zeta
बात है.
wouldn't be able to deliver, but this was definitely a clutch, moment from them.
Yeah, playing out the cosmic divide. Monyet heard
रहेगा कब तक आया तो नहीं है मैसेज.
But when it falls, that's when Zeta starts to pop off because they were set up for it. They played this post plant to perfection.
बैक रूम कंटिन्यू. भाई बैक रूम बहुत दर्द गेम है भाई. मेरे को डिप्रेशन हो गया था, मैं बता रहा हूँ. उधर मेरा डब्बा ही नहीं मिल रहा था, मेरे को स्पॉन ही अलग दे दिया. क्या पॉइंट है खेलने का. बवासीर गेम. अमन गेमिंग हाउस आया क्या? आ जाने वाला था क्या? अभी तक तो नहीं आया. मिडनाइट वाला तो होगा ही. हाँ, वो तो लेट नाइट तो होता ही है. पर क्या पता, मतलब आरपी लंबा भी कर ले. नेक्स्ट मैच कब अभी शुरू होगा? 2-4 मिनट में.
They did it too many times, I think.
Yeah, and this is something we've touched upon in many of the matches in VCT Pacific so far, is about how do you just round to round, right? Everyone comes in with their own plan, but if the opponents have already downloaded it, you now have to kind of think outside the box and try to get ahead of your opponent sometimes.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't be doing the same strat over and over just because it worked, or the same
play
on the same side over and over. It's
खेल लेंगे.
important to have a way to randomize your approaches where the other team really is
तीन बार कंटिन्यूस
guessing
मारा.
on some level, even if they are probably sitting out utility and trying to figure out what's going on. If they're completely unsure from round to round, you're definitely doing something right.
मारा या मरा?
Of course, the two replays we watched so far, kind of focusing on Zeta's side, right? A little bit of hope and then some of their weaknesses as well. Now moving over to
आज लड़की नहीं है, बिल्कुल मजा नहीं आ रहा.
Part of it was, you know,
भाई गिर गए हो क्या यार?
set plays that they brought in against Zeta.
And I think
मतलब वो लोग एनालिसिस कर रहे इधर बैठ के. फोकस ही नहीं है तुम्हारा, ध्यान ही कहीं और है. इसीलिए तुम्हारे लिए ही उसको हटा के रखा है आज. कि आज तुम गेम पे भी ध्यान दे दो, थोड़ा सीख लो, थोड़ा खेल लो.
And of course, they managed to get the spike down. It gives them so much space, and Texture with the flank for B-Link as well. The last player, of course, Deb with an op. He was able to get one, but that is it, because this is that GE global map presence that really took them down. They actually played this round off of Coach Eraser's timeout, and I think this was one of the things that really gave them the momentum to finish off the map in style.
Yeah, because I mean, the casters touched on it as well right as the map ended. It's okay, well, in the second half, Zeta started to kind of push back, and GE needed a little bit of extra time. Well, timeout was one of the ways to do it, right? You buy a little time for your players, regroup, touch upon what's not been working, and then they're able to fire right back and finish off map one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's
Among Us का प्लान भी कुछ 8:30 का बन रहा है.
For instance, yesterday we had a lot of time.
उसके बाद आरपी में जाएंगे वो लोग 10-11 बजे.
Change much at all, but absolutely no, it's true. I mean,
तो मुश्किल ही लग रहा है अब तक. मॉन्टल, शर्लॉक, पॉटेड, अंकिता, माफिया, वाइपर, बस 6 लोग हुए.
Is it a decision thing? Is it a communication thing? And they got to try to tweak those dials and get them back in there. And that was the moment I think we saw the proper adjustments.
Yeah, ZETA actually called their own timeout too, but it didn't really work out because you have a player like Texture on the other side, and he's able to really go in aggressively, find that
हेलो
space.
5v5 what
He
time हो गया?
pushes up B, he pushes
Time
up
हो
the
गया?
फाटू
कल
इतनी
खेला
केडी
था?
देखी है आज तक अपने मैच में?
किसका?
that sharp still. And
ये केडी इतनी देखी है कभी जिंदगी भर?
क्या? हेलो.
Yeah, I mean, look
मेरी
at
केडी
it.
देखो जाके.
It's on the very
Valorant
positive side of what you
official side पे
want from
4
your
की
star
केडी या 4
duelist, right? Everything
और
kind of adds
क्या होता है
the
केडी
upper
बताना जरा एक बार?
percentile in terms of
Kill,
assists,
death,
KD,
assist.
kills,
आप
running,
डैडी को
damage,
बता रहे हो जो
all these
FPS
good
प्लेयर
for
रह
one.
चुका है
And that's
बचपन
what
से.
you want.
राका
Someone
भाई
who's entering
एक
on the
क्वेश्चन
attacking
पूछूं.
side and oftentimes
एक सेकंड इसने कितने FPS गेम खेले बताइए जरा कितने FPS गेम खेले FPS गेमर बोल रहा है
Oh भाई, as a CS player FPS gamer हूँ मैं.
अच्छा CS ही FPS गेम है
CS हमने स्टार्ट करी CS कंडीशन 0 से 1.6 source global offensive
working around
Oh
Zeta
भाई क्या
Division.
खेल
I'm gonna play my left hand. I'm gonna play
राका
my
भाई
right
आपको तो
hand.
शर्म आनी चाहिए
It's
उतने
like
को
swapping
एक्सपीरियंस
hands on his
गेमर
head.
है. लेकिन
Well,
राका
I mean,
भाई
Texture,
आप
he
पे
is
क्वेश्चन
part
है
of the
मेरे को.
core that helps kind of bring this map one
हाँ,
victory.
क्या
Global
आपने अपना
Esports,
रैंक
let's also
गेम का
remember,
केडी
this
को
was
कंपेयर
GE's
करके
pick,
ये
right, going over to Pearl. It seems
मैं
like
तो
they
बोल
were
ही नहीं
playing
रहा
Counter-Strike
मैं तो एक
against
स्ट्रीमर हूँ
Zeta. It
यार
works out in their
नहीं तो
favor. Now Zeta,
अपनी
they wanna
आपने
take it to a
पूछा ना
second
कि
round
आपने ये
match.
केडी देखा तो हम
And this is where
कहाँ
it
से
gets-
कंपेयर
फाटू को
could
बोल रहा
get
हूँ
kind of
तो
interesting.
फाटू कहाँ पे
हाँ,
स्टेज पे गया है?
Statistically, we actually haven't seen
नहीं फाटू
global
कह रहा है ना
esports
कि वो
ये लो
FPS
भाई
गेमर है
with this
राका भाई
roster.
मैंने एपेक्स खेला है
Yeah,
मैंने
yeah.
ब्लड खेला है
मैंने
खेला है.
चैट देखा है.
एक सेकंड एपेक्स के 5
This is the first
उसके
time
नाम
we're
बता
gonna
दे
see Aaron and
प्लेयर्स
everyone
जो
else
वो
on
होते हैं
team
एजेंट्स
yet to
नाम
play
बता
with this roster,
अब चैट में
on
लिखेगा
this map. But
ब्लड हंट
that's the thing. I
हाँ.
think this is one of those
हाँ
maps
ब्लड
where
हैंड
it's such
हाँ
a
बोलने दो ना
map
अंकिता
that
ब्लड हैंड
everyone kinda knows
ब्लड
about.
हाउंड
ये बनेंगे
ब्लड
Everyone has their
हाउंड
own
ब्लड
ideas,
हाउंड
and
ओ भाई केला
Zeta
है
has
तो
a lot of
ग्राइंड तो ना
game
करा मैंने
on
बोला
this
केला
map.
है मैंने
केला
पाटू
मेरा भी
जितना
मेरे
तुमने
पास भी
खेला
केला
है
है
उसके
लोगे
में तो
It's a
आना
really good point.
यार जो उड़ती है उसका नाम सुनो
मेरे को एक दिन वो करने का पता है. एक दिन वो वीडियो बनाएंगे जहाँ पे हमको टाइम दिया रहेगा लेकिन तुम लोग
हाँ.
गूगल नहीं कर सकते टाइम नहीं दे सकते. तुम लोग ने लाइफ में पूरे लाइफ में जितने गेम्स खेले रहेंगे ना उनका सिर्फ नाम लिखते जाना. करे एक दिन.
ठीक है हाँ
हाँ बिना
भाई हम
गूगल
कैसे मान
के
ले ऐसे कि खेले हम कैसे मान ले खेले
पूछ लो यार मम्मी पापा से.
ऐसे
मेरे
करते हैं
मम्मी
कि
पापा को
स्ट्रीम
तो पता
जितने
है.
करे हैं ऐसे करते हैं
कैसे?
स्ट्रीम जितने करे हैं
अरे सब थोड़ी स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे जब से आपने चालू किया है. मैं तो नहीं कर रहा था.
तो एक काम करते हैं 5 साल बाद ये चैलेंज करते हैं आज से शुरू करते हैं वैरायटी गेम्स क्या बोलते हो
हाँ?
from any pro Valor player. And
देख
listen,
मेरे
in a
को
lot of
हर
other
गेम
titles we used
स्ट्रीम
to
करना
joke
नहीं
about how
पसंद.
if
कुछ
you're
गेम में
yawning,
खुद
that
के लिए भी
shows that
खेलता
you're
हूँ.
so
एक दो
relaxed
गेम
that
में
that
अभी
player
भी
usually wins the next
स्ट्रीम से
game.
इंस्टॉल
शादी के
करके
बाद
खेल रहा
आपका टाइम है
हूँ.
क्या आप ऑफलाइन खेल रहे हो
He's not worried
हाँ
at all about
ऑब्वियसली
this.
भाई.
It's dangerous and he on
पहलों की चेयर $700 की मिल रही है. कौन सी ये लोग जो बैठे वो वाली?
उनकी बीवी भी गेमिंग
$700 कितना होता है?
भाई
हाँ तो
समझ
ठीक
गए.
है तो दोनों ऑफलाइन गेमिंग करते हैं
80 अगर है तो
हाँ भाई बेस्ट टाइम स्पेंड साथ पे गेमिंग करो.
भाई
How Zeta plays. It's trying and true.
मगर बात
and
तो
they've
story
done
mode
this
games की हो
last
रही है.
week. I don't know
क्यों?
what Global
बाकी
Esports
games
has, though,
games नहीं?
because it looks like the exact same Asian composition.
It's going to be mirror comps. I mean, this is kind
ये
of a
फंसा.
very tried and true.
गेमिंग शेयर्स तो
composition.
एनीवे एक्सपेंसिव होती है बे.
DRX has played this before.
तो
as
कौन
well.
सी
We
गेम
have
खेलते हो आप
flash and
offline
dash
में?
up on mid. It's something that Zeta tried to exploit a little bit of as well, but that's where I think it's up to us to see how Global really comes up and experiments new strats, anti-strats to
आई
break
थिंक
away
पहली
Zeta's
बार
structure.
माइक इशू हो गया
All
होगा
right,
कौन
well,
सी
this
गेम
is
खेलते
going
हो
to be a mirror matchup between GE and Zeta Division. GE Global Esports currently
आइए भाई.
1-0 as we go into a set. It's a battle of tape versus non-tape between these two rosters. Achilles and
किससे
Paper
पूछ रहे
कोई
हो
दिक्कत
राका?
नहीं रेजिडेंट इवल 4 आई थी पिंग सभी नहीं लेटेस्ट
Alrighty, here we go. Well, that's just from memory. It feels like
I think
no tape has often been
पिंकी से
doing
बात
a bit
करने गया.
better
Yes.
when it comes down to performance. Obviously, having things out there.
ऐसे तो ignore नहीं कर रहा होगा.
क्या कौन इग्नोर क्या क्या?
अपने रीसेंट टाइम में कोई एक ऑफलाइन गेम का नाम बताना जो खेली हो
मैं तब करूं?
अच्छा अच्छा वैसा है क्या
Global in a nice position.
क्या वैसा है क्या?
18 प्लस
नहीं वैसा नहीं है.
एक बार में कितनी रोटी खा सकते हो?
रुक मैं
कैसा कुछ भी ऐसा
मुझे पता है बिंग्स क्या व्हाट्स
कहाँ से कुछ भी सवाल आ जाता है बे. क्या है?
घर के
लेट्स गो चालू हो गया
रोटी
चालू
खा
हो
सकते
गया.
हो.
पाटू देखो.
भाई ये
नहीं यार भूख पे डिपेंड करता है.
As all things should be, I
चार.
suppose, but I mean, I think Zeta fans would disagree.
Let's go,
They
G.
want to see Zeta
हो जाता है
come through here
maximum.
and do another reverse sweep.
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
Victory under their belts, and it's huge for the region.
हाँ, लेकिन मैं वो भी लिखा है.
You know, DFM is struggling, and we thought for a moment, for a hot moment, that
ये तो मुझे
DFM was going to
ये फाटू को नहीं पता ना. दिक्कत यही है.
Minimum 8.
And then until it didn't. Yeah.
क्या आपस में alarm bot भी मारते हैं एक दूसरे को?
It's 10 leading the way here. Just checking for information. Turrets hanging out across from each other. Smokes
मर गए ये
down
लोग.
here for Zeta. Both at Market and Alley. There is the dash. Just able to avoid that 0 point.
Good nano.
1-1. एक को मार के गया.
Will get one,
सही है,
but
सही है.
eventually ends up falling to the nano swarm. Nice quick placement there by 10. I mean, this was where 10 was
Nice.
started just
Nice
crushing
यार.
in their previous series. Spotted. Figures they're
इनका
trying to
nice
go
यार
aggro
थोड़ा
and
पहले
figure
नहीं
out
आ रहा.
Fighting Bazzi down to a 2v2. Two players tagged up on either side. Jump up, swing around the corner. Monyet with the quick
Nice
finish.
यार.
Finds the shot to the
Nice,
ghost.
very
And
nice.
the wall bang headshot as well. Monyet.
Pistol
Time,
round
time.
G का है baby.
Nice.
And Global with
भाई मेरे को ये लोग का रिटेक्स में इतना इम्प्रूवमेंट दिखा है ना.
अच्छा खेल रहा है.
Off of
I don't care if you get sick of it, Monyet. You got a match today, you're gonna eat it again.
Yeah, I don't care if he's eating bulgogi every day. Just let the man cook. I mean, whatever he's ordering off Beidal Minja, it's great. Just keep it up. I mean, he's been absolutely insane. This is just great.
अरे वो भी ऐसी कॉल दे रहे भाई. Monet भाई भी. हाँ. जैसे हम देते हैं. There.
Coca-Cola, so I guess that's
There.
I don't. Yeah, that's the trick. Okay, got it. That's.
क्योंकि जी में सब अलग-अलग रीजन के ना. वो लोग इंग्लिश कॉम्स कर रहे हैं.
It gives me
नहीं जैसे हम नहीं बोलते माए.
हाँ वैसा.
Bazzi's just instantly gonna take step down.
ओए 24 HP कर दी भाई उसकी.
वाह थोड़ा
Deadly combo.
Damage, so
हम दिया है.
just enough HP to get fully killed by it.
Close.
texture भी 8 HP हो गया.
You know, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So you know, not the end of the world.
इक्वालिटी में मानते हैं हमारे लौंडे. इक्वालिटी में मानते हैं. Shot. बे.
And he had, I mean, what parity between the Jets? Both of them at 18 health. Funny
You
how
were
that
talking
works
about
out.
how things are balanced. You definitely got your Thanos glove on today. You got the Infinity Gauntlet. I know you hate those movies. So.
Yeah.
ये बीच में
Let's talk about better
लोडिंग
IPs.
का है.
Bronski gonna go push you forward. Despite
ये
one class,
very
gonna be
bad
taking him out.
timing.
Texture finds the second.
Oh
And then
yeah,
Texture
well
will
done,
find
well done.
third.
Bulldog उठा.
Bulldog क्यों उठा भाई ने?
Bulldog उठा.
This is how pro starts as
हाँ
well.
भाई.
Maybe they lost one more person in that anti-ego. Either way,
Pretty
it's
close.
fairly damn clean here for the side
अच्छा बार उसने
of
18
Global
HP पे.
Esports. See, Monyet.
लोडिंग क्यों हो रहा है यार इतना यार?
Now he's looking to do unspeakable things as he has a Bucky. But okay, no. Sells it. He's going to be an honest game.
Today has been absolutely on fire. See if he can find some more damage. Take another bonus away from Zeta. It is the half armors today for Zeta, so that seems to be the game.
क्या लाइन अप मारा है भाई?
ओ देख कहां से कहां फेंका.
A few extra buys in there. Work better on their defender side, I'll say that. Extra. Looking for an angle here on 10. I think Depth's gonna shoot the utility. I thought he could just dodge it. Thought he might try to cut ahead of the utility.
अरे ऐसा कौन बैठता है क्राउच करके? पागल है क्या? उसको डर वर नहीं है क्या? खुले में क्राउच करके बैठा है.
Some Marshall out of play. Clean and necessary start for Zeta.
कैसा बैठे क्रॉस फायर में मिड पे सब. तीन बंदे.
On the defending side there on Pearl. Got across 10 again.
ये पीक नहीं करना था उसको बे.
Spotting him. One yet not ready for depth.
कोई नहीं. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Position. A-site now completely open as Aaron and Bazzi will try to rotate around.
आर्यन भाई टारेट अच्छा लगा है. हाँ भाई. टारेट अच्छा लगा है. इतना लोड क्यों हो रहा है? पागल है क्या?
Deny the plant, can't get the kill. Crow just gonna be down to 52.
Yeah, knew he had heard the updraft there. Aaron knows there's something going on behind him, wants to try to clear it first. Batsy here with the Ares, just looking for these lurks, just looking for these flanks. But Zeta holding tight, not giving any room.
देखता हूँ मैं वाईटी पे.
Maneuver here for GE.
क्या स्पीड पे चल रहा है?
This much time left. Is it just going to be the spike sacrifice in the end? I know Bazzi's still going to be situated there in heaven. sprays out, tries to find a couple kills, but yeah, in the end, seems like GE making the decision not to give anything over. They don't want to give any extra ult charge or cash, so they'll just go ahead and die to the spike. Leaving that Spectre in the areas on the ground. ZETA getting themselves on the board nice and early.
Yeah, and this is a great round for ZETA. It's flawless. You know, you're only investing half armor, so that's a lot of extra money that you're going to be able to bank up here for more buys.
YouTube पे लगा दे क्या फिर?
Texture is going to dig in.
अभी के लिए चल रहा है तो चलने देते। फिर एक बार अटका तो बदल देंगे।
The side of Batsy, so both teams be boasting a lot of firepower. Only one away from the ult is Crow. They try to force that into his hands here. A 5-stack at A. See if they can get this orb, get something going.
Okay, do get the suppress.
Depressed बोला। इसका suppress depress जैसा क्यों सुनाई दिया?
One yet now, just going to be jiggling in hell.
अरे दिख गया चमका भाग जा मरा ये तो मर गया बेचारा ये तो मर गया अरे क्या फ्लैश दिया भाई तेरी बैंड हो गया ये राउंड के बाद बदल रहा मैं ब्राउज़र YouTube स्विच कर रहा हूं तो भाई ये जिंदा कैसे अब तक ब्रो बहुत क्रेजी फ्लैश था वो बहुत क्रेजी फ्लैश था वो कहाँ से फ्लैश आया पता नहीं पर बहुत क्रेजी था वो फ्लैश
लेफ्ट के ऊपर जहां केजे अल्ट मारती है वहां से ऊपर
क्या टाइमिंग पे फ्लैश आया भाई ये बहुत बढ़िया फ्लैश था ओ ब्राउन्स की वो खुद फ्लैश था उसने उधर से फ्लैश किया था ए शॉट से किया था बाहर से
ये बाय बाय बोल रहे हैं बाय बाय अबे वहां कोल्डप्ले का कॉन्सर्ट चल रहा है क्या
we need the lighters.
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe that might be fire hazard.
Let's just use cell phones.
Fire marshal might get involved.
This is not even the boomer. Like, that's what kids do these days. Cell phones.
I'm not sure. I've done both. Oh, fair. Okay, they get the suppression onto Texture. They're still pushing. You know he's gonna have that operator. He was recovered. It was like
इधर भी अटका
peek and ooh, Depp. Lucky to avoid that. Bronski swings out. Will find 10.
इधर क्यों अटक रहा है?
Answer back for 1. Getting Crow back into this round though seems pretty much impossible. Texture. Sure that Depp is in a forward position, but okay, now knows exactly which side he's on.
And
Depp gets that headshot. One yet on the lurk, spots him going into market.
Timing.
Yeah, it's a bit too quick to be able to get that shot. Had he nailed it, damn, would have been impressive. Now, sight set on B. A 3v3, but players low here for ZETA. As Bazzi is on the site, Odin in hand. Swing could be catastrophic, but Depp! He gets the kill! Now it's 1 looking for the clutch. 35 seconds remaining. The headshot comes across, and Laz
I thought we would win
brings them
this round.
over the
I
line.
really thought we would
What
win
a
this
round! What?
वो मार देगा उन लोग को पीछे से
बैक साइड वाले को नहीं मरना था बे वो बैक साइड ही होल्ड करके बैठा रहता ना
that early kind of misstepped into mid with the op there. Like I said, even with the null command rolling, Texture able to find a lot of value, but it's Depp who's just hitting crazy good shots. 2 players there from ZETA were super weak, lined up right for Batsy, but Depp's just too fast.
Yeah.
Insane.
The match OT जाएगा.
I try that peek.
I die.
By 13-10 जीतेंगे अपन और सब सोचते जाएंगे संडे एंजॉय करने.
Nasty from him.
अरे
Wow.
भाई खौफ देख रहे हो स्पॉन में सारे.
ये अटका इधर भी.
चैट में. कैंपर्स.
Aggressive here from Texture, just looking to up the pace. Look at this, he's running into a 4-man stack. There's Spawn, 10, finding one, throws an analyst, one. Texture gonna be dealt with. 10, holding the line, manages to find a second. Rust finally finds the kill.
कोई नहीं इको राउंड है कोई
क्या लगता है अगर लिखा रहता तो तुझे अभी क्या रिप्लाई मिलता वो लोग से?
Love to hand that off to Bazzi, but
कैंपर्स भाई कैंपर्स हैं वो स्पॉन में बैठे देखना थर्स्टी राउंड में.
Door will be shut. The plant comes through. 4 members strong on the site. ZETA surely. This is them tying this up.
यार गेमिंग हाउस में तो अलग से नेट लगा के रखा है भाई इधर बीटी होना तो नहीं
Looking pretty good. A 0 point to check the switch. Sugar Zero waiting.
देखने दो क्या स्पीड आ रहा है.
His paranoia in hell. Batsy here.
डाउनलोड स्पीड तो सही आ रहा है 300 MB.
Clear, but they're going to get spotted by the 0 point themselves.
Sorry, bud. With the classic, I don't think that's going to happen.
फिर क्या बीटी हो रहा है पता नहीं.
Valiant attempt, but of course.
स्टेबल है वे एकदम.
Maybe save this gun.
Yeah, I mean, you could go for the single rifle save.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, just have Ronski die, but okay. Depp just sussing it out.
पता नहीं.
Gets the headshot through the wall. Spike will go off, and Bazzi will just hold on to the Vandal as we get tied up at 3-3. Excellently done. I mean, 10 being able to win out as hard as he did, given the triple push into B lobby.
And he was late to react to that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was distracted by, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, at 10, he's really good on this map. You think back to the LCQ, right? Remember, we got to cast him at the LCQ in 2021, and he was a monster on this map on Killjoy. So, absolutely has great presence of mind to be that lone player off the bench. So they're gonna start a little bit different this time. Spike in the back, a 3-2 setup for ZETA. Gonna maybe get aggressive into mid here once again. Depp does have that Blade Storm in the back pocket. 10 has his lockdown as well. Wronski did get the null command after dying in the previous round. So a lot of big ults could be invested here. Money's a little bit sideways for GE, so this round pretty important for them, especially on their defender's half on Ascent. Defender's side in maps, so this round in particular, we would really like to get done, but no push-outs here from GE.
भाई क्या गंदा लगता है पर ओडिन लेके खेलने में भी.
Start making their way in towards mid.
Fun fact, right now in Pacific.
मज्जा मरेगा.
Across the board for Ascent. That's awesome. Just glanced at it, 50-50 Depp again, punishing the AWP. Unscouted though is Aaron, but Depp is so quick to turn around as soon as 10 gets taken down. A great response.
Around भी गया लगता.
Out of the sight, Depp on the hunt, but it's going to be under 0. Finding Ron. Oh yeah, we know you got that Odin in Boathouse. We're not even going to try to mess with it this time.
I love this.
And Laz is just waiting for the cutoff.
भाग लिए भाई ये पे.
But I mean, Bazzi and Moniette, there's no reason to even try. They know that the round is gone. They have to give the lead over.
You see how comfortable ZETA is on this map. I mean, they read this so well.
Can you just get this comfort on a couple?
Any other map? On a few other maps,
That'd be
please?
great.
Yeah.
It's like ZETA and Turkish teams on Ascent. They just go hand in hand. Moniette will find Laz, but given that he's got 4,400 banked before this spike even goes off, I don't think he's going to be sweating.
आजा बाहर आ तू भी आ. किल चाहिए तेरे को बाहर आ.
Yeah, I mean here is ZETA.
हिम्मत तो निकल.
Some players at this setup.
साले.
You get that Odin dropped in particular.
Dude, Sugar's
करना पीक क्या हुई भाई?
TP right in the boathouse.
Why not?
अब क्यों कर रहा है भाई? अब क्यों कर रहा है? Smoke था तब आता.
Crow double flash right as the ult is coming in.
Double swing. Oh भाई 1 2 3 करके निकले दो लोग. और आती है यार. राउंड मिल गया खुशी नहीं है. गन गिराने आएगा.
GE now that they lose this lead, want to go ahead and burn a timeout.
Yeah, I like what ZETA's doing. You know, we saw Moniette get a little bit aggressive early on the flanks. Now ZETA pumps the brakes here. They want to make sure that there's no aggression from GE. They want to make sure that they've got kind of all the information possible on their half of the map.
भाई खड़े-खड़े थक गए होंगे. इनको पानी वानी पिलाओ. कुर्सी लगाओ.
मुझे भी फील आ रहा है यार वो. हैं? राका?
क्या?
यार वो रिकॉर्डेड है भाई.
मैं देखो बोला है भाई उसमें मेरी
भाई एक ही पोस्चर भाई. मतलब उसके बाद मतलब टाइम आउट हुआ, ब्रेक हुआ, फिर से वही सेम पोस्ट.
वो लोग के ऊपर ना वो लोग दिखाते हैं. रिकॉर्डेड तो देखेंगे भैया.
तुमने ये देखा वो नहीं होते जो हेल्प करने के लिए होते हैं कि सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है मैनेजमेंट टीम से. वो देखा तुमने पीछे?
किधर?
अभी देखना जी के डगआउट के पीछे. हम बैठे हैं उसके पीछे. ओ ये
because you know they're capable. You know they're capable more. That's a picture at Binbar.
ये कौन है?
Bugs, are you watching? ऐसे लिखा है.
Very few other.
राका भाई big fan. RP करो. George लिखा है.
Yeah, he bought us pies today.
In fact, I would say the answer is there are no other Koreans in this audience or in this studio that have a beard like that. But yes, he did. He bought us some nice Aussie-style meat pies.
Yeah, great.
Off my recommendation.
Wow.
Well, I showed him the place.
I know.
And he was just like, "Oh, I'll order these and bring them for lunch on one of the broadcast days."
भाई शॉट पे उड़ने लगा है. जगह बदल दिया इसने.
He is. And I appreciate that.
Strategy.
Because that means I get free fruit from him every once in a while.
Well,
जूस खत्म हुआ ग्लास में not recorded. तुम्हारा जूस पे ध्यान है?
About what GE might have up their sleeve after the timeout. Like this, just slow the pace. See if they push out into you. See what the default looks like. That the economy is not quite as fully fleshed out as they would enjoy. Texture there with a Spectre.
Still got that lockdown again from 10. Didn't have to use it in the last round. Didn't get the opportunity to use it, I should say. But here, you know, to me, it looks like they're thinking about trying to cross over potentially, or again, looking for these lurks. But the lurk is actually coming through A main for GE. You have Texture and Monette pushing out. Now, the mid crunch.
Maro, bhai, maro.
As well as a B main hit here. The smokes are coming out on both sides.
I mean, they're pushing around up through Gelato, but they're going to be too late to catch anybody. Bazzi.
Thoda ekko mara.
Down 10 right as he was going to enter into market, and again the lockdown now going to be out
Badhiya.
of position. Aaron pushing out, finds one.
अरे spam मारता उधर ही. खाया बढ़िया बे. एक नंबर. क्या मारा है? Headshots only tapped.
Close out the round. The timeout working a treat for them. They'll break the momentum in the win streak here from ZETA and tie us up at 4-4.
Yeah, and all the information in the world.
ये सही है, लोग ने ओडिन बी पे एक्सपेक्ट किया.
No, it's blind.
लोग सोचा बैक साइड ही बैठा होगा.
He just went for it.
Like, oh, okay, it's off of Silvadar.
But they had to have known at that point, right? With how far out Monette.
देखा बिग्स भाई देखा.
क्या चीज? ओडिन का बर्र.
यार नहीं देखा क्या तुमने?
नहीं मेरा ध्यान नहीं जा रहा. बाजू में पिक किया ना.
I'd say after the last map they know it's coming.
Everybody knows it's coming B.
We've seen him go A plenty of times so far.
Yes, on this map it has been a lot more A. And speaking of, looks like that might be the attempt here. They're going to try to play right off of this drone aggressive step.
3 players.
Oh boy.
Just the more heavily stacked site. Ronsky though. Tagged down to 52. There's the
अरे 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 भलते में पिछाला मर गया बेचारा.
Snaps on the depth.
खराब लगा.
TP up into heaven from Sugar Zero.
2-2
kills. Bringing this back into a winnable position. Lockdown, however, Aaron.
बाजी चला दे.
And he's in position.
हाँ, तू भी अल्ट दे, हाँ.
Outmatched. Drone. Identify Sugar Zero. Yes, still in fact in this spot. Look at this spam.
अरे
Put some damage down onto him.
मर जाता bro, दोनों लो कर दिए.
A little bit more charge, perhaps would have been able to find it. Sugar Zero.
दोनों में एक डिटेन हो गए.
In his own smoke.
दोनों ही सोवा डिटेन हो गए.
Contain on the opposite side as well.
Omen है.
Omen है ना?
That's a perfectly even standing aside from the HP bars.
It's amazing how that keeps working out.
Turret. Could be out.
बढ़िया.
भाई से बॉल नहीं टूट रहा बताओ वो.
He's got to clear the turret. He's got to.
Odin
bro, Odin ने राउंड निकाला ये तो Odin ने राउंड निकाला है भाई, ये बात तो है.
This time,
Oh my.
trying to force the issue with a coordinated attack. Lead the way with the drone. Set up for the TP.
तो Omen को उसने जो लो कर दिया उधर राउंड निकल गया था. 30 में अंडर रेंज जाना पड़ा वरना वो थोड़ा एग्रो होल्ड करता.
As they're busy looking in towards switch.
कहाँ अल्ट मारा है इसने? पागल है क्या? 2 मार गया.
Serious damage. Able to stabilize, but Batsy clean with this Odin, ready for the repeat from 10. Already ADS there.
आज अमन सबसे ज़्यादा खुश होगा हाँ वे.
GE starting to stabilize, so
yeah.
I wouldn't have minded seeing potentially a timeout from ZETA there, but just to see if they could maybe squeeze out a little bit more out of this half. Depp is going to go for that Blade Storm. Shorty in the back pocket.
I think if we see GE pick up this round, that's probably when ZETA decides to call the timeout.
Sure.
Given the record so far on this map, you don't want GE to be able to get beyond that 6. That 6 and 6 half, still not super comfortable. A bit more of a coin flip, but not nearly as bad as an 8-4 once again.
इनको किया ये लोग ने. Light shield पे खेल रहे अगले राउंड का बाहर रख के.
Just go ahead and take that back away. Smoke comes across from Monette, cutting off B main.
They're wary of another B hit, similar to what we saw a couple rounds ago.
Good knife.
A really good knife. Depp's like, oh man, my blade.
चक्कू गया.
Not even waiting for any more noise, any contact. The fragment just goes out right off the rip. Now the flash through. Ronsky doesn't hit the door.
अरे रे blind में घुसा.
Depp in the smoke, and he's just waiting this out
बढ़िया.
patiently.
एक नंबर पे. Oh my crazy. क्या निकाला है बे?
Good RP impression
Nice.
on that KO. Last tag. 5
दिया बे.
भाई नाइस करो 5 HP
versus 3.
हाँ ठीक
At
है.
this point, it's just time to
क्या मारा है?
Still does have a good amount of cash. Will be able to buy, but
टरेट से मर जाएगा वो.
somebody's going to have to spot him.
टरेट से मरने के chances are high.
Right on Laz there towards Gelato. They know exactly what's going on, and he's already watching
ये
the
तो गया एक गोली में गया.
Gonna see him cross. Yep, got the kill. That's easy.
Headshot मारेंगे इधर.
And what a hold.
क्या मारा है बे?
Ronsky
Ronsky अच्छा hold कर रहा
talked
है.
about it before. And there's
अमन
the
का
timeout.
क्या ओडिन एंड 2 टरेट स्ट्रेटजी यूज हुआ.
About it. What a glow up compared to, you know, the initial introduction of Ronsky onto the global stage. Wasn't at lock-in, wasn't able to attend that event. Comes out here, has his debut versus T1, and obviously things are rough.
गया?
Went through
कहाँ गया?
some tech issues.
Ronsky hold कर रहा था, camp कर रहा था.
Pause.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. पागल है क्या यार? ऐसा कैसे not receiving? मैं तो भेज रहा हूँ ना भाई. रिसीव कर रहा है तो तेरा प्रॉब्लम है, तू नहीं कर रहा है.
Versus DRX, obviously
Players दिख रहे मुझे सिर्फ.
बोल रहे उसका हेयर स्टाइल अच्छा है.
He's been phenomenal on the KO.
अच्छा.
I mean, he does a great job setting up his teammates, setting up texture, setting up whoever it is. His utility is very well placed, and he's found. We've seen this a couple times now, where he finds these cheeky spots that ZETA isn't ready for, and that's good on him in some ways. That it's also concerning for ZETA because they're not, like, their protocols aren't quite in place where on these entries
बात कर रहे हैं ना, एक के बाद एक ऐसे लग रहा है
somebody's missing their job on these entries. It's like you have to like basic like entry squad tactics, right? It's like first guy looks left, second guy looks right, you know, and that's how you kind of enter.
Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't happen for ZETA. Sometimes they miss a corner, and that allows Ronsky to come up there. And all the credit in the world to Ronsky. Puts himself in a phenomenal position and capitalizes perfectly on his situation. Hitting some amazing shots there, too. But yeah, now he's got another no command. You have that ult for Batsy as well. Laz sitting on his Hunter's Fury, so dueling Hunter's Furies available. Probably just going to send them when they find a good opportunity. Maybe off of a spot. You know, the position that Batsy's in, sometimes you can hit in towards Trinity if they push that position. Just maybe play off the turret, try to go for in towards B main, use it there. So a lot of
8-4 half पे
for
खत्म कीजिए.
particularly GE's Batsy. Get that Hunter's Furies out, do some damage. No reason to save it. It's almost impossible that 10 gets another lockdown unless 10 is an ace here.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Get a read here on the timing for Bazzi sending out that shock. Expecting that they're going to start making their way forward. Dep just updrafting, trying to scout out. Rushes forward, turns there.
Turret से लड़ रहा है भाई.
We'll be able to hit the switch.
There it is.
He's just going to get tucked away, and yeah, Hunter's Fury comes across, answering Hunter's Fury now. Goes out, looking to flush him out of the house.
ठगी. क्या बात है? यूसी तो आया.
बढ़िया.
वो देखा
अरे भाई खत्म.
अभी जेट को मारा वहाँ से.
खत्म.
पता है देखो उनसे मेट नहीं हो रहा तो उन्होंने 5 मैन सीधा पुश किया वो भी नहीं हो रहा.
इनको सी जाना.
तो इसका पीसी लैग हुआ क्या?
एक्सक्यूजेस भाई.
पीसी लैग नहीं हुआ. से हो ही नहीं रहा. वो एंट्री करा रहे हैं मगर कुछ हो नहीं रहा.
A slightly worse half.
वो देख.
नहीं वो बैक ऑफ साइड देख के जा रहा था, उसने इग्नोर किया स्टेयर्स वाले बंदे. उसके पीछे जा रहा था वो वाला स्टेयर्स देख रहा था लेकिन वो दोनों ही
नहीं आए उसके साइड में.
Kind of forgets about angles. They kind of really want to try to clear out a point of interest that gets called out early in the round, and it's like all hands are watching that. They need to start working on whoever's coming in, you know, second or third behind the initial attack, whoever it may be, whether it's Dep or whoever, needs to be looking at the other angles, needs to be covering those on these entries for ZETA. Try to alleviate some of these issues that they have from time to time. It's not all the time, but you see it from time to time, but texture with that operator in mid, a smoke to cover that. You can see a crunch here, expecting a potential push.
Attacking में पे डिफेंडिंग भाई कुछ बहुत बोल नहीं सकते भाई.
From GE.
वो अटैकिंग में मारता है, वो डिफेंडिंग में मारता
है. लिखता भाई कितना शॉट लॉक करोगे?
इस्लाम नहीं खेल रहा हूँ.
यार बाजू से निकल गया. What? Ronsky आगा ब्रो ये राउंड. दोनों किल थे उसके. उसके बाजू से निकला वो.
मुफ्ती का मड़ा टेक्सचर.
2 players now left alive, but with all of the money in the world.
Hey, Odin, तेरी बैड.
मूवीज में कैसा हीरो का एंट्री होता है वैसा अपना बाजी भाई.
Death to Dep. So this time he's been winning out every single fight versus him with the Shonen.
अरे.
However, it goes a bit sideways. Can't get the kill, and he'll get an upgrade. And Bazzi's just sat here.
भाई स्काल्ड खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा, पागल है क्या?
There's just too many angles, 10 wraps around.
Sad.
Finds the punish, and it's going to be 7-5 at the end of the half.
I mean, ZETA gets a little bit lucky in this round, I think, because Ronsky, again, unnoted in that angle. And, you know, I think there's a dart that came through that drew his crosshair away just enough, but still, it went, you know, because of the great
पकौड़े ला रहा है तो मेरे लिए भी ले आना. हाँ भाई मेरे लिए भी भाई.
But they're not kind of doing their due diligence.
Sure. It's another one of those moments where a little bit
लगाई
more
इनके साथ ये
discipline,
ट्यूबलाइट
Bronski would have been able to
Yes.
वो
net
लाइट
him
है
potentially
उनका
2 kills and
रिंग लाइट
कैमरे के लिए,
लगाई गई
कैमरा
हाँ
फीड के लिए।
कैम के लिए हाँ
फिर मौत आ रही है इसको.
that round victory, but 7-5. Again, strong defending side from Global, but back on Pearl, where things start to get away from. See how clean it's going to be on ascent, whether or not they'll be able to get the pistol this time.
7-5 गुड हाफ ही है मतलब.
Yeah, I mean, this is again.
बेचारी वो तब से खड़ी है, पूछ लो उसको भी बैठने के लिए कोई.
One pistol out of the
तो
3.
भाई
Really nice. Find this defender side one. You know, set themselves up for
भाई टैप भाई
much
तो रो
better
रहे हैं.
second half. As you say, if this is kind of now a 50-50 map here in Pacific, you know, you need that pistol start man. Dep looks like he is having a rough day today, even though he started.
ट्विच पे देखो, ट्विच पे भी अटक रहा था बे. यहाँ पे भी अटक रहा, पता नहीं.
I've seen his head in his hands a couple times today. It just seems like, you know, the pressure for ZETA is immense right now. I mean, this is them dropping down to near the bottom if they lose this. This is them and DFM being out of one of those top 16.
भाई ये देख रहा है क्या लिखा है इसने?
You know,
लड़के ने.
obviously with Masters being in Tokyo, we can talk about it all
Kings
day,
भाई
all
चड्डी
night,
खोलो लिखा है उसने.
and we will.
Because we can.
Because we can. But I don't know. The pressure is just so strong on ZETA's shoulders. And they have in the past, you know, one time they rose to the occasion, but since then, it has been more difficult. We're just being honest.
Yeah, fair. I mean, Dep, all things considered, you know, obviously, yes, quite a many few deaths on Pearl. I'll have to take a glance back at his current statistics here on Ascent, but it's 5-1. Okay, he's 10-10. So oftentimes, you know, he's going in, he's getting these opening kills, but he's being traded. So
फ्राइज लेंगे. मैं लेने जा रहा. हाँ भाई विराट कोहली जी प्लीज फ्राइज के साथ आप पेरी पेरी लेके आइए.
Yes, when they win rounds,
और
a lot of times it's because Dep is kicking the door in and doing a great job.
और
ZETA,
एक
on their
कोक
defenders
लेके आ
have
जाइए.
47.8%, so 48%, let's call it that, on their defender side. So the better side of the two, because on their attacker side, they're about 39% here on Ascent. So this certainly should go better for ZETA than their attacker side. So all things considered, I don't think that's a bad attacker side.
मेरे
all for
शादू
ZETA,
के
but
लड्डू पड़े हैं,
again, when I
किसी को
watch
चाहिए?
ZETA,
केएल राहुल जी
there's
लड्डू
so
आप
much
खाए,
potential
आपको
there.
भी ज्यादा
I
जरूरत है.
want to see those little things
थोड़ा
get
लड्डू
cleaned
खा
up,
के
those
फॉर्म
little
में आए.
problems that need to be addressed in
थोड़ा
practice that I'm seeing too much crop up week over week.
कुछ नहीं तो आईपीएल से ही शुरू करें.
nice and
धीरे
slow,
धीरे.
no
बताओ यार
fast
बिंग्स
rush
भाई
pistol
साइड
already
में
down
कैम
here.
कर रहे हैं वो. यूने मिड देखें.
अच्छा वो लोग होल्ड नहीं कर रहे अभी.
Creep up.
होल्ड थोड़ी कर रहे हैं वो, कैम कर रहे हैं.
Aware yet there's no killjoy util placed here in mid. Should identify that now with how deeply they've been able to push.
क्रिकेटर्स का रेड है. नहीं नहीं, मेरे बचपन के दोस्त हैं सारे.
Texture knocked down a 13. Great from Laz.
मेरे साथ पबजी खेलते थे.
Jeez.
Yeah.
क्रिकेटर तो बाद में बने.
Nice little headshot through the wall.
What an angle. That's crazy good. That's huge now. Now you make that entry. So much
ओके
more
डाउन टू अर्थ है ना, क्रिकेटर बन के मेरे को भूले नहीं ना.
30 seconds
towards
left.
whatever site they end up going.
धोनी जी आए देखे.
Drone
यश
here.
सोनी सो रहा है. हाँ अभी थोड़ा
In towards tree is
रेस्ट चल
members
रहा है
begin
उनका.
to push.
Pausing the
रात
rotation.
में आइएगा.
Grid spotted.
पहलू
That
के
might
बाद.
have just sold the plot over. Texture. Oh, he swings out. Perfect timing. We'll be able to still find some value. The tags across. Laz taking Ronski down low. 10 seconds remaining. The spike.
क्या फेक फोर्स आउट करवाया इनको? ओ
4
बैंकर.
seconds to spare. They will get it down on the ground. 5v4, but P-bars.
खेल राहुल जी खराब लगा के. ऋषभ भाई आप ना अभी रिकवरी मोड में है, इसलिए आपको मैं अभी कुछ बोल नहीं रहा. पर आप भी थोड़ा सा ना ये लड़कियों के चक्कर से थोड़ा दूर रहे.
क्या बोला था भाई?
थोड़ा गेम पे ध्यान दे.
उनको भी तो एंजॉय करना चाहिए.
भाई मैंने ये देखा, लेकिन जो टीम पहले राउंड में स्पेक्टर चलाता ना वो लोग जीतते.
स्पेक्टर?
हाँ वो फ्रेंजी
The
एकदम जो धर्र वाली जो निकलती ना वो लोग जीतते. मैं देखे बहुत बार देखे.
I was trying to think of this.
डिले चल रहा है आपका, क्या करना है? डिले चल तो रहा है ना, पॉइंट क्या है? चल रहा है ना, दिख रहा है ना तुमको.
Yeah, no, I do actually like that.
वो डिले का मैं 2x करूंगा फिर अटकेगा वो. देखना है, देखो अभी अटकेगा देखना देखना अभी देखना 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 देखो 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 अभी देखो देखो
I don't understand sometimes.
ये है हूँ क्या कर रहा है सैयद मुशर्रफ भाई थैंक यू सपोर्ट
ये होती है प्रॉपर
यस भाई कंगना जी मेरे घर पे मकैन के फ्राइज लाई थी कंगना जी आपकी उर्वशी जी नहीं थी
यार अपने बंदे क्यों नहीं हिल रहे लेकिन
ये नया है मैंने मिस किया कुछ
पैरासाइट क्यों होल्ड कर रहा है अटैक सेट
और मकैन फ्राइज भी चल जाएगी वैसे बनाने नहीं आता मुझे पर यार कोई बना देंगे तो सही रहेगा उर्वशी स्टार भाई ऐसे कैसे अपनी वाली का नाम भूल गए आप ऋषभ भाई
बाय चांस ए हिट हुआ उन चारों में से पहला बंदा कौन मर गया बता
एक्सीडेंट में आपके सर पे चोट लगी थी आपकी याददाश्त चली गई है क्या हुआ है ऐसे कैसे नाम कैसे बदल दिया बे
मुझे क्या मैं तो भी जा रहा हूँ
It's going to be a tough one for 10, no doubt about it.
Guys, like the stream if your team has won an IPL trophy. RCB वाले अपने आंसुओं में डूब के
कोई लेगा
अगले साल आइएगा
This door makes it a little bit easier too. Just chill here and wait this out.
The global gonna read. They could break it.
Yeah, I would.
माफ करो थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट हो गया उर्वशी सॉरी कोई नहीं माफ
Probably there. It's like they might push and wrap through. So knife to check.
Check close.
नहीं भाई नहीं
सरप्राइज
Aaron will give his
सरप्राइज
ओ भाई
माय गॉड सारी गन्स गिरा दी उनकी
Oh my god.
Pretty damn good value. As man, yeah. Trying to play around the timing.
उनका इको बहुत अच्छा था
आरपी के लिए पिंड में से चेक करेगा इस
They lose out on quite a
पिंड में से चेक करेगा
That works out really
अरे यार वैलो पे क्लिक हो गया यार मैं वो भी चैट खोल रहा था गाइस अभी वैलो खुलने वाला है गेम देखना थोड़े टाइम में स्क्रीन पे धूम आने वाला है
where ZETA could be, so they have to kind of individually start kind of checking these angles, and when they start blasting through the door, from ZETA.
पता
mow him down, and that's huge economic damage done.
I was thinking break the door at a distance.
Yes, me
and
too.
Then kind of poke and prod your way around.
Yes.
क्या बंद हो गया क्या
Just break it and instantly swing.
You don't need to SWAT team that door.
फ्रेम ड्रॉप हो गया था कुछ रिफ्रेश करेगा इस
Almost.
रिफ्रेश करे आ गए
Call of Duty. You don't get slow-mo when you breach the doorway.
MI वाले 5 बार स्ट्रीम लाइक करेंगे जी हाँ 5 बार करे
Haven't played one
I haven't played in a long time. Oh, Deb. Oh my god. This is so dangerous.
He's got to be the front line here. But Fragment's going to force him back as this is smoke.
आपका भी वाईफाई जियो का है क्या ऑफ हो रहा बार बार हाँ भाई राहुल जी वो आप शायद आपका गेम प्ले जैसा है मेरा वाईफाई भी ऑन ऑफ होते रहता है कोई नहीं चलते रहता है वो
Suddenly Sugar Zero coming alive, finding 2 kills.
भाई इनका ये शुगर फ्री बहुत अच्छा ही खेल रहा है यार
now here for the side of ZETA. Spike down on the ground, 10 spotted. Avoid the alarm bot. Narrowly breaks that line of sight. Texture now dead. Aaron only going to be good for one more. ZETA, they answer back.
Odin Lely.
Yeah, solid hold here. Good kind of reaction from Depth to at least get out of dodge.
आपकी फेवरेट भी MI है ना हाँ भाई जीत के थक गए हम तो यार क्या बोले अब क्या बोले जीत के थक गए हैं अब किसी और को मौका दे रहे हैं यंग टैलेंट्स को यंग टैलेंट्स लाइक RCB
but that's okay. Depth did a good job escaping there. He didn't really take much damage, just a little bit from that fragment.
वाइपर कितने साल हो गए भाई एक भी कैसे नहीं जीते रहे
Just couldn't quite get there. He was trying to be the little alarm bot.
एक तो जीतना पड़ेगा रे इज्जत का सवाल है अभी
Oh my god. Well, that's everybody.
Thank you.
पांचों टैग हुए चक्कू में
Did that get everybody?
अंपायर खरीदती है MI देखो यार जब गेम जीता नहीं जाता है तो ये सब एक्सक्यूज निकलते हैं
कभी 5 जन सप्रेस ने देखे
अंपायर खरीदा है ये किया है वो किया है
Unbelievable.
Beautiful timing there. As they're going to start trying to push up here.
गेम प्ले खरीदा है ऐसा बोल सकते हैं मतलब बोल जिनको ट्रॉफी नहीं आ रही है वो लोग थोड़ा गेम प्ले खरीद ले थोड़ा सा कहीं से
यार ओडिन कौन चलाता है यार?
Yeah, pre-firing that, expecting to put that corner and it sets up Depp, but he's only able to get one.
10 though.
What?
ज़्यादा हो रहा है पर सॉरी गाइस, दिल पे मत लो गाइस, दिल पे मत लो, आएगा कभी ना कभी तो जीतेगा अगले 50-60 साल में एक आधा कप आ जाएगा, चिंता मत करो। फिर से इमोशन, सॉरी विराट भाई, आपको नहीं, आप देखे, आप तो अपना करते हैं।
ओ भाई ये भी हेडशॉट ही था।
पर क्या सोलो गेम है नहीं ना, गेम है ना। वो टीम से एनएच, वो आपकी टीम में सारे अमन जैसे प्लेयर्स भरे हुए हैं, मेरे को समझ आ रहा है वो देख के।
के बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है?
तो उनको थोड़ा आप बोले सोलो गेम प्ले थोड़ा बंद करें, टीम की तरह खेले, तो कब आएगा टीम वर्क का जरूरत है उसकी।
राका भाई कभी आपने हिप हॉप ऑटोफेस्ट देखा?
हमें क्या है, एमआई ने तो वुमेन ट्रॉफी जीती है। हाँ क्या ये भी हुआ क्या? देखो अब वो भी बोलेंगे अंपायर खरीदा है। ये क्या कर रहा है, पागल है क्या
भाई? ये कभी नहीं देखा मैंने। What the?
What a deep push. Typically we see it on the first wall.
That was a recon
है जी?
from Laz.
क्या मारा ये?
The delay on that.
दिल पे ना ले गाइस, दिल पे ना ले, हंसी मजाक की बातें हैं, दिल पे ना ले।
Lockdown gonna be burned over here at B.
कल तुम क्यों नहीं गए वानखेड़े? वो मुंबई को हारते हुए देखना नहीं था मेरे को, इसलिए नहीं गया मैं। अच्छा वो नहीं गया, पैसा बर्बाद हो जाता जो हिसाब से खेले हैं। डिप्रेशन हो जाता।
Caught a look. Well, now they're perfectly well aware. We'll just go ahead and triple face.
ये देख रहे हो बाजी, ये होता है, ये होता है, ये होता है, ये होता है।
Bazzi gets 3, and suddenly it's Depp. Started things off with a kill, now needs to finish it with 2 more. Jiggle peek on the corner, Bazzi spotting him, spike. Still in hand, not planted, needs money.
अगले साल जब डीसी में मैं खेलूंगा तब जीते। अच्छा अब तक एक भी जीती नहीं क्या दिल्ली? दिल्ली एक भी नहीं जीती क्या? दिल्ली में नहीं जीती क्या?
हेलो
भाई ये होता है डिफरेंस।
ऐसे चलाते हैं ओडिन, देख रहे हो?
चलाते हैं,
ऐसे चलाते हैं ओडिन।
Wherever he is right now, across the
Yes, मारा बाजी भाई।
I mean, this is just nasty from Bazzi, but
हमारे आरसीबी में जरा जैसे चोकर खेलते हैं, इसलिए होता है यार, हार जीत चलती रहती है, गेम की बात चलता रहता है, इतना दिल पे ना ले।
कोई नहीं रोक सकता।
Depp doing a great job, you know, anticipating the position of Munyet, dodging that paranoia. Texture gonna dodge that 0 point. So the ult
डिफ हो गया हाँ बे।
in hand. It's like they're just gonna push through potentially.
मेरे को बताओ 2 साल सीएस के कहा थी पता नहीं भाई विराट भाई। मैं तो आईपीएल देखना छोड़ दिया, मेरे को नहीं पता भाई, ये सब मेरे को मत पूछो भाई। ज्यादा मत बोलो, पीछे स्नैक्स आ जाएगा। स्नैक्स सोया है अभी, आना होता तो आके साथ में डिस्कॉर्ड पे बैठा होता वो।
अब करेगा ये।
अरे अरे सामने वैंडल मार रहा, पागल है क्या ये? इसको बोलो वैंडल नहीं पड़ती है, वैंडल के लिए सीधा नीचे मारना पड़ता है, ऐसा वाकड़ा नहीं लगता है।
देख 10 का एचपी हो गया।
हो जाए।
What the fuck? दिया। पैडजी क्या मार रहा है ये, पागल हो गया है, पगला गया है ये।
कैसे हार गए?
हाँ? What the fuck?
ये कैसे हार गए?
हाँ?
What the fuck is happening?
As ZETA retake the site.
वो लोग ने हेवन में इतना कंसंट्रेट किया कि बाकी जगह पे लेफ्ट
I mean, Crow, you know, has been struggling a bit this year, but that's a huge play to keep ZETA in this. It looked like GE, doing a wonderful job down there with that Oda and spraying through, getting tons of damage.
एमआई का खाता क्यों नहीं खुल रहा है इस साल? वो ऐसे होता है उनका, हर राउंड हर साल उनका शुरुआत ऐसा स्लो होता है, फिर एकदम से सेमीफाइनल पहुंच जाते हैं, पता नहीं चलता है।
And mowing players down here. Unbelievable.
I mean, the fact that that's
unbelievable.
Not even really like a double face. It's just Crow.
वो उनका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड रहा है हर बार का, शुरुआत उनका हमेशा हारने से ही होता है। फिर जब सबको लगता है कि इस साल तो हो गया बे, तब एकदम से कमबैक शुरू होता है बे, फिर जीतेगा 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 जीतेगा, सेमीफाइनल फाइनल क्या पता, कभी ट्रॉफी आ जाए, कभी सेकंड आ जाए, कभी थर्ड आ जाए, कभी फोर्थ आ जाए, ऐसे होता है। आरसीबी का उल्टा है, सब जीतने से शुरू करते हैं, आज जीत रहे जीत रहे जीत रहे जीत रहे, फिर सेमीफाइनल पहुंचे हार गए। तो बात ये है कि यार होता है, कभी न कभी आएगा एक आधा, चिंता मत करो तुम लोग गाइस, दिल पे ना ले, आएगी एक आधी ट्रॉफी आ जाएगी, दिल पे ना ले। पर यार एक बात तो है यार, इतना साल तुम लोग ने जो आरसीबी के सपोर्टर्स है, इतना मतलब हार को फेस किया है, फिर भी होप है, तो ये होप बनाए रखे, जीतेंगे। फिर जिस दिन जीतेंगे तब अपने टांग से एक चप्पल उतार के जो हेटर है सबके मुंह पे मारना। देखो मैं तो देखो हेटर नहीं, मैं तो मजे ले रहा हूँ, पर जो तुमको, जो तुम्हारे दोस्त होंगे उनके मुंह पे दो चप्पल है तुम्हारे टांगों में, एक चप्पल उतार के ऐसा राइट में, दूसरा ऐसा लेफ्ट, आएगी एक आधी आएगी गाइस। गुजरात एक साल में ट्रॉफी जीत गया यार, ये सब बोल के आप ये मत करें, होता है, मैंने क्या बोला, वो होता है। वो अमन जैसे प्लेयर्स होंगे तो थोड़ा मुश्किल है ना जीतना।
को बन रहा है बताओ।
आरसीबी सपोर्ट सेम है टीम सोल के पास 3 है रे, तुम उसका चिंता मत करो, शुरू ही हमारे से हुआ है जीतने, इट इज नॉट एज टीम सोल माय फ्रेंड।
भाई डुएबल लग रहा है मेरे को भी, पता है।
I mean, the biggest concern is just having that lockdown.
Yes, I agree. I mean, this is an eco, so it's not as critical that you need to use the
lineup हो गए
pro again. Closes it out. So there you go. A huge round win for ZETA.
Crucial round. अभी ये round जो जीता वो
भाई कमबैक हो रहा है, मजे मजे में कमबैक हो रहा है। आरसीबी सेम एज रहेगा पबजी करियर। ओ भाई, ये जो आरसीबी और रेगा दोनों का फैन होगा उसको दिल पे लगी होगी, वेरी वेरी सैड। इतना भी नहीं देना था, मतलब थोड़ा तोड़ दिया, तोड़ दिया भाई। ऐसे क्यों बोलते हो भाई? अरे आदित्य भाई दिल पे ना ले, हंसी मजाक चल रहा है, आप दिल पे ना ले, भावुक ना हो, अपने ही लोग हैं। मैच पे ध्यान देते, टेंशन हो गया। हाँ भाई मैच पे ध्यान देते गाइस, भावुक ना होए, मैच पे ध्यान देते, एक साथ मिलके जी को सपोर्ट करते हैं, बाकी सब छोड़े, ये लोग के मारने लग गए। अरे भाई कमबैक हो रहा है, क्लिप करके भेजता हो रहेगा
every time out now. Burned. GE gonna be getting ready to go into
गुस्सा ना करेगा, गुस्सा ना करे।
Yeah, money's not great. Crow really coming alive here. Like really, he looked crisp, from his perspective. He's really starting to feel it. I don't know what's going on with Depp today. I don't know if he's just a little under the weather or something. He's every time out, he's had his head in his hands. He's played pretty good. So it's maybe stress today. The weather's nice, so I can't.
Edit रहेगा and snacks career. Snacks.
Either way.
Exo तो जीती थी ना? Exo तो फिर भी हाँ पर snacks नहीं खेला था ना? Snacks था क्या?
I mean, there's a lot of people.
Snacks तब खेला था? खेला था क्या? मेरे को याद नहीं है.
What's being said, what you're listening to, and
मेरे को बताओ ये शर्माते क्यों है सारे?
A little bit better.
नहीं क्या?
आपकी तरफ बेशरम नहीं है
लाइमलाइट की तरफ भूखे नहीं है ना
आपकी तरफ लोग बेशरम नहीं रखा भाई जो नंगा नाचे
अच्छा उसका तो हैंड इंजरी हो गया था पर ठीक है गाइस वो फिर भी स्नैक्स ने ना हाथ तुड़वा के उसने रिकवर कर लिया तुम लोगों को पता नहीं कैसे हाथ तुड़वा के लोगों पे वॉच पार्टी कर करके उसने प्राइस पूल से ज्यादा कमा लिया तो फिर भी उसका मतलब समझ रहे हो
ओ भाई घुस रहे हैं भाई
ओ नाइस
ओ बाप रे चप्पल
कहाँ है भाई हमारा आखिरी
बेस में
मोनिया भाई बेस
भाई डुएबल है पता है
शुगर जीरो को मार दो इसकी एचपी नहीं है
a sheriff to try to take these fights. Brandon, given the HP of Sugar Zero, go win this out.
इतना टूटने लगा हूँ रहेगा तो नहीं
Yeah, he's just about dead. Smoke not gonna last for too much longer.
अरे यार
अरे रे
फुल एचपी हो के इतना पास जाता रहा स्टे कर लेके
But this is going to be the round more so. The timeout is 4 from Global to try to tie it up. Zeta in the lead, 11 rounds now.
I love this. This is just, you know, a coordinated play here. Send the recon.
बूढ़ी को कोई नहीं भाई ये मेरे को लग रहा है थर्ड मैप तक जाने वाला है ये थर्ड मैप जाने वाला है वे ये तो हो रहा है
C9 versus
I don't know if that's where you want to be copying strats from.
भाई ओडिन वाला टॉप फ्रैग कर रहा है मतलब कुछ तो गड़बड़ है टीम में भाई
I know. I kid. I only make fun of people I like.
That's fair. But yes, a lot of
शर्मा जी आ गए कौन भाई किधर है अच्छा रोहित भाई
DRX, the rush out of
रोहित भाई थोड़ा मुंबई का देखो यार थोड़ा
So you and I are insane.
थोड़ा खाता वाता खुल जाए थोड़ा
I'm sorry.
बाजी भाई जोड़ ही नहीं रहे
5 से 6 ट्रॉफी हो जाएगा अच्छा लगेगा
strategy that DRX didn't invent.
Yeah, that's right. You can't.
अनुष्का कैसी है भाई धोनी भाई आप अपनी साक्षी जी पे ध्यान दीजिए प्लीज
Especially with that drone coming. They try to push off the back of that. They do get the spot onto him.
आप इसी मामले में दखलंदाजी ना करें
Pretty beat up already. Not much damage to 10.
Noted.
Just a graze.
Just try to scare him off a little bit.
Yeah.
भाई कितना प्रेशर बना रहे हैं They're not leaving A shot, they're not leaving A.
Make it get.
I like what they're doing here. You broke my train of thought. I like what they're doing, leaving texture behind here. But there is a ping from Zeta. I think they're aware of it.
Okay, the start of the
ये
rotation.
स्मोक में बैठा है उन लोग तो
got some
बी
footsteps
जा
on the
रहे
map.
हैं
This is a double pump.
Yep, they're shifting their way back.
Bruh.
Getting himself position. You're going to expect from market side, and he's going to hold it. The discipline's good. He spots one for it, but no. Swing back.
क्या कर रहा है
Manages to get the punish, but it's still going to be Global in a good spot. Plant comes down.
ये टेक्सचर ब्लाइंड था क्या
Gets the recovery, and suddenly we're back into a 3v3.
देखा कैसे नहीं
So smart. Wronski, a big fight coming up around this corner, and he's going to get it.
Oh, that's a big shutdown, just given how Crow has been playing. 10 still in the mix.
आरसीबी इस साल जीतेगा हाँ वो मतलब 10-12 साल से यही तो चल रहा है कि इस साल जीतेगा कमबैक पे 10 एचपी क्लच तेरी पैर दी
भाई टेक्सचर का राउंड था वहाँ पे पता 2 किल थे
भाई बाई नहीं है पर जी पे
Now I think
क्या
I thought they're going to be in a rougher spot than they were, but they managed to get
केजे को मिस
to a
करा
good spot, so we should have some fairly equal purchases.
No, this is a great play call here. A great setup from GE, a great timeout to dig into the playbook. Get texture buried deep there. Get a lot of information on the movements of Zeta. I thought maybe he might just backstab them, but because it's a double pump, he's able to readjust over to the other side. Wait,
ये important round है guys थोड़ा गेम पे ध्यान देते हैं थोड़ा
one kill out of there, but still that's enough. That's the information, and that gives
ट्रिगर डिसिप्लिन में केओ को मारा लेकिन उसका अट था ओ सैड हो गया फिर तो दूसरे को पहले लेटा था फिर
Why don't you kill the Killjoy? He reses the KO. I mean, he just had the confidence he was going to be able to get that swing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just
I think
fantastic from 10 to be able to get that pivot and find the punish in the end.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Oh, the push in, he's trying to play off the flash.
ये बाबा ऐसा मत करो रे बाबा ये भी उड़िन पे आ गया तो बोला तू चलेगा मैं भी चलाऊंगा नहीं बे ये तो हैवी स्कैम बे ये इंपॉर्टेंट राउंड्स पे ऐसा थ्रो हो जाता है बे मार भाई 2v4 बे 1-8 जिंदा है तो हो सकता है अभी भी और उस पे शॉर्ट ही है भाई
Yeah, with that shorty out, if anybody pushes through, tries to gain control.
The read on this, but 10's got the shot. Suddenly, Vronsky.
Sad way. Third map जा रहा है बे.
Aussie trying to keep them in this, trying not to give the map point away, but 10 says no. He's had enough of this. A quick defuse. And ZETA now bring it to map point as they look to
पर नहीं, इसका ult है.
final map.
Vronsky का ult है, उस पे साइट ले सकते हैं लोग. पर बाई नहीं होगा बे, बाई बहुत बेकार है. या तो उठ ही जाएगा या तो मेरे को लग रहा है खत्म हो जाएगा बे. इसका हाथ उल्टा कितना अजीब लगता है ना, लेफ्ट हैंड में वो नाइफ ऐसा उल्टा हाथ आगे रहता है.
He's done a great job there in tree. Again, oftentimes that's the initiator's position, but that has been really solid.
बिग्स भाई ZETA भाई जब जीत रहे वो आपका नाम क्यों ले रहे हैं?
Now the buy is all over the place for GE. You do have a ton of ultimates here though, including the Blade Storm.
बिग्स सर, बिग्स सर, ऐसे से कर.
Firepower. The back pocket.
वो लाइनअप देख रहे हैं.
Still 10 just sitting on a lockdown.
क्या लगता है गाइस? बाई बहुत ही वीक है बे. देखो ना बे, 2 स्पेक्टर, एक स्टिंगर, एक गार्डियन, एक अकेला वैंडल वाला है. उसका अल्ट है. 4 अल्ट है. एरिन का भी अल्ट है, उसका भी है. निकाल सकते हैं. 4 अल्ट पे राउंड फिर डुएबल है. राइट देख.
चेक कर सकते हो कॉर्नर.
अरे बोलो मैं इसलिए चेक नहीं किया कि 2 जन ने मारा ना मार्केट पे.
Lockdown, null command.
2 अलग-अलग लोगों ने मारा मार्केट पे.
थोड़ी सी उन्होंने
वो should have been spotted by that dart. Crow able to find Aaron.
नहीं
we'll
बे.
go ahead take
गया ये तो थर्ड मैप है.
A 3v4, a guardian in the hands of Bazzi. Got to be the one to plant. And then back away and get ready for the Hunter's Fury. Vronsky, a monstrous kill. 10 going to be taken down. Pops the flash, swings out, staring towards window. Crow comes in, finds one yet, tucked away, gets 2.
What?
But he cannot
1v1.
last kill. Laz.
अब 1 HP है पर वो.
Bazzi, 5 HP. Shock darts flying.
यार. Oh nice.
मार दिया ब्रो. 1 HP पे मार गया ब्रो. What the fuck? क्या मारा है?
Global hang on by a
ये क्या मार दिया?
कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए यार बासी भाई.
चलो भाई अब खत्म करो. जीताओ भाई.
मगर रॉन्ग से खेला है भाई ये राउंड.
And Hunter's Fury back for overtime, so you might as well use it potentially, but makes the call to try to push aggressively on the angle. Catches Batsy out, and you can hear GE losing their marbles there. And what a back and forth. 8-4 across both sides.
For good reason.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it looked like for a while there, ZETA was going to really run away with this, but just at the last moment, some heroics from Batsy was having a phenomenal.
अल्ट नहीं किया वही अच्छा किया बे. अल्ट पे जाता वो सामने पुश करके मार देता. 1 HP तो था ये.
Doesn't want to go in for it because he's just too damn close. There's not that much time. And you know that Spike has been taking down, so you can play that out a bit more patiently. As Laz so knows that if he goes for the Hunter's Fury, he's likely to get rushed.
अंबानी की राइट को खरीद के जी को जिता दो.
इंटेंस वाला म्यूजिक दिया ना.
एकदम इंटेंस.
ओटी इंटेंस वाला म्यूजिक दिया.
Insane.
He's had some huge plays for GE. Some huge ones, especially with that Odin. But yeah, that one right there, maybe the
मकड़ा मैन को क्यों बुलाया था आपके बर्थडे पार्टी में?
Trying to keep GE from getting their first win. Seeing if they can push us to a third map. This is what I was hoping for right here. These two teams are squaring up, and I would love to see a third map.
हालात बहुत खराब है.
He may have other thoughts. Batsy is going to grab that Odin
बहुत हालात खराब.
right out the rip.
मीटिंग कितने बजे? मीटिंग 5 बजे होनी थी यार. ये मैच खत्म करो तो होगी.
Bro, ये tactical है. If you're saying it's spamming है, tactical है.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep, some damage there.
They did. Knocked down at 89.
चैट में क्रिकेटर्स को याद दिलाओ आईपीएल चल रहा है, प्रैक्टिस करें. हाँ भाई, क्या तुम वीसीटी देख रहे हो यार? ऐसा कमबैक तुम्हारा भी हो जाए तो मजा आ जाएगा.
Look how far out of A main GE is here. I mean, this is such good information for them. They can start pulling back. They got to check tree.
Door's already shut.
Yep. They're gonna know it's B here.
Start over the top and Sugar Zero. Doesn't like he was about to swing
टूटा हुआ
right into
दरवाजा
that.
lol bro.
Definitely switch. The door broken.
अटक क्यों रहा
Dart
है?
goes across. Pings out on the one. Giving again.
अरे
Trying to hold on the ramp. Pushes up aggressively. There's two players there.
ये
And the
क्या
dip.
होगा?
He does it again. Bazzi in both steps. Swings the corner. Finds one. Bronski arrives. Fragment now down.
Spike planted.
It's going to be pro swing.
अटक अटक के चल रहा है बे frames.
One yet.
Nice.
And Texture. The last men stand.
क्या BT है ये? क्या BT हो रहा है? समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है.
Finds 10. And now it's just Sugar Zero. Spike planted depth 51. Again, spamming with a shorty.
पूरा लैंडा है बे, पूरा लैंडा, पता नहीं क्या.
Trying to see if he can finish for any damage. Sugar Zero inches up the ramp.
चल रहा है
Timing comes through. And he gets it. One after the other. Lights up the headshots and Zeta will take the lead.
ये कर लो.
Once again.
ये कर लो.
There we go, Zeta. Finding a great timing to get into this site. Sugar Zero there at the end, playing that smoke so
Twitch
nicely.
पे भी यही हो रहा था बे,
Behind the
Twitch
wall,
पे भी यही
and
हो रहा था.
turned the corner and found no one facing him from the side of GE. But that time Zeta playing with the map a little
एरिन ऐसे क्यों कूदा है फर्स्ट लेन पे
bit, not really
वो तो
giving
घुस
over
गए
a
थे
lot of
side तक, उसको
information.
नहीं
Yes,
करना
eventually
था.
GE pushes out with 3 towards A main, but at that point, they're already deep into mid. They're already re-aggressing.
ये अटैक में भी स्पैम कर रहा है.
Spotted for a while.
अपना बंदा कर रहा है राका.
ठीक है लास्ट भाई.
राका अपना बंदा कर रहा है.
भाई अपना बंदा टॉप फ्रैग कर रहा है, वो बॉटम फ्रैग कर रहा है. डिफरेंस है ना.
अपना बंदा अटैक
अपने बंदे पे ही है
सॉरी
यार राका
यार क्या है राका तो
सॉरी
वही ना,
ठीक है,
और
अपना
time
बंदा
ऐसा
कर
होता
रहा है
है.
तो स्पैम नहीं. ठीक है.
स्ट्रेस होता है.
अरे स्ट्रेस में नहीं समझ में आता यार.
थर्ड मैप जा रहा है क्या
देखो
भाई?
यार.
कम बैक करो यार. 2-0 करोगे.
Excellently done.
2-0 करोगे.
I shouldn't be so confident.
वाओ डूड, टरेट का प्रोटेक्शन लेके खेल रहा है भाई.
वो टरेट सेटअप पे.
भैया
यमन ने सिखाया है.
यूट्यूब यूज ही मत करो राका को बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है.
No desire to care.
अंजन सब गिरा तो बस ऐसे वॉक इन कर लो किल दे दो.
चल क्या कैसे भाई बोला बाहर में जाओ, मैं जा रहा हूँ.
अरे अरे
Timing. Here's the drone. Pushes out. There's
गया
no one
बे.
else there.
गया
Quick headshot. A follow-up on the air, and he says, this site is shut.
मोनेट बार राउंड निकाल लो,
Into
मजा आ
the
रहा
corner,
है.
depth still
ये तो
sensing
गया.
that presence is here.
इसे कौन ड्रोन करता है?
For the shots.
जीजिए भाई.
Monyet and Ronski have to do.
Angle
जब
check कर लो,
already-
और मजा आ
Impossible.
जाएगा. Nice.
Already.
Pop flash out. Depth just hooks into the corner. They look to
यार.
flush him out. They finally figure
पीछे
it
देख
out.
लो, बहुत मजा आएगा.
Clear the spot. Down into the site. Sugar Zero looks to hold it. Monyet gets one, but now he's got to go to
सोचो
the
ये
stick.
1v3 कर जाए.
Tries to bait somebody in. Dart goes across. The push is there. 10.
भाई.
But he's got to play it now. Has he
लेट
got
हो
the
गया
time?
बे.
He might have just run out of it. No. And now he needs to
ऐसे
kill
दे
it.
देते भाई
He's
को,
not
जीत
gonna
तो गए
give
तुम.
it to him.
ब्रो क्या मार रहा था बे. तीसरा आया ही नहीं. फट्टू साले. पड़ गई. आता सामने, हिम्मत है तो.
फिर ऐसे डिमोटिवेट हो जाते हैं ना.
Nice try.
गेमिंग कल्चर
हाँ
डाउन
वो
हो
ऐसे
जाएगा
मुंह
इसलिए.
पकड़ के बैठा था, इसलिए हमने बोला ले ले.
Pacific.
रो रहा था
Now
डेप.
extending this into a map 3. Haven to decide it all. Does Zeta get a second win? Or does Global find their first?
I mean, this is a tenacious performance from both teams, to say the least. Another overtime from GE.
पता है आखिरी प्लेयर
You love
मोनेट
to see
भाई
it.
से
You
1v1
love to
में
see
डर
the
गया
fight
तभी
out of
आया
both
नहीं.
sides. And Monyet, they're just not enough time to really work things through. And Zeta able to commit a lot of resources there to make sure
भाई
that
crazy
he
खेला
can
भाई.
get that plant down. Again, I
Third
don't
match में और मजा आएगा.
like right at almost the 4-second mark when he started going for it. So I have no idea if he
हेवन
stuck
है ना?
it. If it got through,
Haven
but
है.
Zeta had
मेरे
it well
हिसाब
timed
से
either way,
बाजी
even if
बाइक जो
comes right off of
पीछे
it, probably have him dead to
बैक
right,
साइड पे
so
बेच के जो ओडिन चला था
really
ना,
well
वहाँ
played
पे
here on
थोड़ा
defender sides, and then
left
Zeta
right
able to find that
हाँ
crucial
मतलब पुश
attacker
करके
side
ना
win out
जीवन
the
मस्त
rip on
लगा.
OT.
हाँ वहाँ से एक भी नहीं मारा है. 3 बार बैठे, एक भी बार नहीं मारा.
ये शॉट को फिलो कि क्यों ड्रोन कर रहे थे?
कसम से वीडियो है.
रिकॉर्डिंग है, रिकॉर्डिंग है. हाँ.
सच्ची में भाई मैं सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ. कॉफी उतनी की उतनी है, वो लड़की उसी पोजीशन पे उसी पैर एंगल पे बैठ
बट एक चीज देखनी पड़ेगी कि उस वॉच पार्टी में पीछे टीवी चल रहा है
Very deserving of a
और
lot
वो
of
वही
praise.
राउंड
Yes,
चल रहा
has
है.
been one of the players that's drawing a lot of ire from the fans, saying like it's just not performing up to snuff.
बस भाई कितना फुटेज दोगे
Oh,
हेलो.
yeah, I'm
आइए.
Sure, but
हाँ.
this was
क्या कह रहे थे अब
showing
बताएं.
a
ये कह रहे हैं जेटा विन
that
करो.
is
Win
there that we
करो.
haven't been seeing from him and from the majority
हाइट भी बता रहा है
5-3 क्या था यार वो?
हाइट बता रही है आपको
Once again, what a play, a set of plays from him.
अच्छा वो क्रो को बता रहे कि वो 5-3 है। अच्छा अच्छा।
नहीं वो मेरा स्ट्रीम देखते हैं उसने
मैं जाता हूँ, अतिया बुला रही है, बैटिंग करनी है। कौन सी बैटिंग करनी है?
5-3 क्यों बता रहे हो?
5-3 की बात कर रहे हैं
कौन सी क्रिकेट खेल रहे हो आप?
We've only seen it once from ZETA. GE have been looking pretty damn good on the map.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens with this cataclysmic clash in a map 3. It's going to be coming up right after the commercial break and after the desk. Break down all of the crazy action from that overtime on Ascent. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it.
2 में खत्म कर देते रे बाबा। तीसरे तक क्यों ले गया रे बाबा? ऋषभ भाई थोड़ा कंट्रोल करे।
There's the entry. 2 quick kills and Rusty in the smoke and he's just waiting this out patiently. Rusty finds 1, gets the other, swings in the tree, gets 3. Doing it
shortly. Yep.
Get as well. And now is this Odin situated fine. Get that spam through. Aaron, however, push. No, they don't have a flash already here, but they're going to be taken down. Oh, cross on a couple people. Bro, find him. Somehow still alive in the fight. Did broke down one, finding 1. They're going to be taken down. And here's the.
GTA से अच्छा रोल प्ले आज चैट में किया सबने। क्या बात है अंबानी, क्या इसी बात पे थोड़ा जियो नेट सही हो जाता तो अमन बोल तो रहा था आ रहा है, आके आया ही नहीं अब तक।
क्या लगता है अब नेक्स्ट मैच? मेरे को 13-11 लग रहा है नेक्स्ट। अगला मैप में एरन भाई बहुत मारने वाले हैं, मतलब बहुत ऐसा, मतलब कम से कम 25 किल।
जियो को मत बोलो कुछ, आज मेरे को फ्री 5G अपग्रेड मिला।
क्या हो कुछ बोला?
कौन मारने वाले?
अच्छा
एरन
अच्छी बात है। चलता तो वो भी नहीं है, फिर भी क्या ही करोगे? 5G और 6G आ जाए।
पाटू का गया?
किधर गया?
कहाँ गया?
लाइट गई।
हाँ?
लाइट गई दिखा है।
फाटू कहाँ गया?
वाह
कहाँ गया?
वाह
30 सेकंड डिले में कौन चल रहा है इधर?
हाँ और बताओ। इन कर दिया क्या चीज में?
थर्ड मैप
हम अगस्त में हुए नहीं, जितने दे उतनी ही है अभी तो।
यस
जॉब पे नहीं गए तुम?
कौन सा दिन आज राका भाई?
बेले हो क्या?
क्या राका?
यही होता है 12-12 घंटे स्ट्रीम करो तो होश ही नहीं रहता दुनियादारी का।
Bro, I'm a streamer, dude. I don't know about Monday, Tuesday. Every day is the same day from me. I'm a 7
Every day is a streaming day. Every day is a streaming
day. I don't post on
day.
Instagram. No stream today, guys. Sorry, कल करूँगा. ऐसा नहीं करता.
तो इसका मतलब हम ये माना कि आप रात को भी स्ट्रीम करने वाले हो।
VCT fans, we continue the night for Valorant Champions Tour Pacific 2023. And guess what? We're not even done with the first match yet, because ZETA brings it back on Ascent. Time the series up 1-1. I mean, what an intense game between these two teams.
Like they pushed it
1, 2, 3 देखी है?
overtime of all things.
अभी आपको कैसे पता चला कि संडे
performing this time, especially
अभी
with
बताया ना
Pro and his
उन्होंने।
assist, and not just that.
वरना फैमिली को टाइम नहीं मिलता आज, स्ट्रीम हो रही होती है ना?
Yeah, I mean, Crow definitely filling a kind of big gap that Zeta's had for a while, but also Dep popping off. And again, just the fact that they have the endurance to make sure they can close this map.
And let's not forget how this started on it was Global Esports initially in the lead. When we were backstage together watching this, we were kind of saying, oh, it's too bad. We kind of wanted to go to a game 3. We're hoping that Zeta can really push through and deliver. And then they started to do it. They started to fight back, especially hard in that second half. Very cool.
Well, you guys were saying, oh, it's too bad giving up already, but I predicted Zeta to win.
वो कह रही कि पोस्ट क्रेडिट देखना वो निकल गई
Willie here is like really happy.
अरे पोस्ट क्रेडिट सीन
It's still 1-1. Okay, we still got one.
वैलो स्ट्रीम करो आईटी पे आज देखते हैं रात को अमंग अस का प्लान है
मैंने तो पूरा देखा
अगर लोग बने तो करेंगे
बंद कर दिया उसने
यस यस
मूवी कौन सी मूवी बंद क्यों की
हर थिएटर में वो भाई बिहार के थिएटर में भी पता है वो इंफ्रारेड कैमरास
है ना भाई
हाँ वो दिखते हैं वो अंधेरे में दिखते हैं कौन सी साइड चला दे तो राका भाई हमें तो कुछ नहीं दिखता इसलिए फैमिली टाइम नहीं मिल रहा
Yeah, exactly. They start on the
टाइम जा
defensive
रहा है क्लिप्स
side,
देखने में
and you know they looked pretty sturdy. They had some good reads on the situation coming out from Zeta Division.
Yeah, that's a lot of these plays from Global where they actually played it safe and kind of held back.
अभी बच्चों की बात चल रही थी ना राका भाई करेंगे सबसे पहले
Really telling, and off of it he instantly knew it was going to be some kind of an
मैं टीवी में देख रहा था तब से फिर मुझे मैसेज आ रहा है
We saw some
डिस्कॉर्ड
mistakes from Zeta. They didn't quite clear it. Ronsky was able to just take them down with that triple spray. His teammates there to back up because they had the right read.
Yeah, and Ronsky, I know the casters are talking about it as well. He took a little time to warm up when he first landed here in VCT Pacific, but ever since then, his fragging's been on point, and he's made some good individual decisions as well. Now, if we have to talk about fragging, we got to talk about Dep. He's showing up once again, and with some cool new ideas from Zeta as well.
Yeah, we've got a really interesting clip. I can't wait to unpack for this. We saw, actually even before the game started, we were talking about the fact this is a map that's been played a million times over. We need to see some new ideas.
हो गई गाइस आरपी खत्म हो गई आज के लिए गाइस
लेकिन फर्स्ट मैच
अभी अपने क्रिकेट पे ध्यान दे
Coming out and then
अंबानी भाई अपने जियो पे ध्यान दे
9-3
and then get back out. Yeah. And you know, as we were saying, Ascent has
जितने
been
लोगों
played
ने
so
क्या
many
पता नहीं
times
अभी तो
before here with
6-7
Are
लोग
they
हुए
going to do
सिर्फ
anything different? Well, the answer is yes, they are.
Yeah, I mean, just going that one extra step on that box, that kind of adds a small little twist, a little curveball, where, you know, G's just not ready for it. And then Dep just continues to kind of frag out.
भाई इसको स्वेटर भिजवाता हूँ मैं एड्रेस का है इसका
4-player play. Dep, first of all, definitely make some really heroic moments, but then
किसको
just having Crow to help him along and
चूहे ने कुतर दिया उसका स्वेटर पूरा
just kind of seeing how Global's attack
पता ही अंकल से बात नहीं करते हैं
हाँ ना
हो गए भाई हमारा हो गई
बेचारे का देखा जॉब को कितना सीरियस ले रहा है कि वो
गंदे ऐसे गंदे जॉब
राका भाई क्या सीन आप गेमिंग इन्फ्लुएंसर से जाके फैशन इन्फ्लुएंसर बनने वाले हो
नहीं यार एक्चुअली मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे ध्वनि भट्ट को फॉलो करता हूं
उससे काहे तोड़ रहे हो यार बेचारे
वो है भी नहीं चली गई उठ के
लेकिन वो एक बात बता राका भाई वो लेडीज फैशन में
इसका
मतलब हम ये समझे कि आप
not only are they starting to frag out, but they're working
क्या भाई अब लेडीज फैशन मैन फैशन सेपरेट आई नहीं तुमने देखा नहीं इंस्टाग्राम पे लड़के भी स्कर्ट पहन के घूम रहे हैं
नहीं लेकिन आपने बोला कि आप
कौन सा इंस्टाग्राम चलाते रखा भाई भाई इनका इंस्टाग्राम भी चल रहा है
कमेंट सेक्शन में पता क्या होता है
And they still may lose here, but they are really making Global
men can also
work,
wear
and now we're going to
by justifying the race.
Yeah, and the real winners here are the two watch parties, right? We've got watch parties in both countries. You know, they're getting their kind of time's worth, you know, to really celebrate with fellow fans.
एक रील हो ही जाएंगे तक
हो जाए
लूना एक चल रहा है क्या मैं व्लॉग करूंगा पूरा दिल्ली मेट्रो में
भाई मैं रोज दिल्ली मेट्रो में देख के खा रहा हूं
यार रिकॉर्ड करेगा
I get it, it's hands.
भीड़ तो नहीं होते दूसरे बंदे
इसके मुंह पे क्या डैब मारा है फ्रेंच फ्राइज लग रहा है ये
And they spilled mustard on Dep. I get it.
दूसरे रहते हैं एक दूसरे के मुंह में बहुत भीड़ है दिल्ली में
It's too bad they had to use like Simpsons arms for that. I didn't want to.
अगर तुमको रील बना रही है तुम बनानी है तुम बोले
तो गुड़गांव में कौन सा कम भीड़ है भाई वहाँ तो अलग ही नेक्स्ट लेवल आरपी में स्टोरी क्या है पता चलेगा रुक जाए आने तो दे वहीं रिवील करेंगे ना यार अभी इन एडवांस रिवील क्या करके करे यार
times where he would actually just
FB फर्स्ट ब्लड है तेरे को नहीं मालूम?
चलो मैं चलता हूँ वड़ा पाव खाने, ठीक है बाय। एक वड़ा पाव बदले भी लेके आ जा भाई।
नहीं पता था भाई।
दो तीन टर्म्स आते हैं, एक स्पैम, एक कैम, कल आना कुछ तो।
इतना FPS गेम खेल के कैसे रखा तेरे का FB नहीं मालूम?
क्योंकि बाकी FPS मैंने 5v5 कम खेली ना FPS गेम।
कितने घंटे CS:GO में?
1v1 के कौन से FPS गेम खेलता था?
मॉडल को बोलना मैं अमंग अस में हूँ, ठीक है भाई। दोनों भाई स्लॉट रखा है, आ जाना।
उसके बाद PUBG है, उसके बाद Apex
राका भाई व्हाट्सएप पढ़ो आप जरा तो बस।
DRX exactly. Yeah, you're waiting for that.
राका यार क्या कर रहे हो यार?
नर्वस तो नहीं मैं, नर्वस क्या पर बहुत वो होगा अभी।
खेलता है बालो एक बार।
Be able to stand up to players like Foxy9, players, well, the entire DRX squad really.
Yeah, I mean we can
हो रहे थे भयंकर कैरी रात भर।
राका भाई मुझे लग रहा है आपको बहुत मिस करने वाला हूँ।
नए लोग से इंटरेक्शन थोड़ा ऑकवर्ड होता है।
They lost this map to RRQ.
अगली बार नाम नहीं आएगा पोस्टर में ना।
Minor careless mistakes from whether it's Depp or whoever it is.
पर वो तो करते करते हो ही जाएगा।
नहीं भाई वेलो वेस्ट गन जय श्री राम जी फाइटिंग।
They would hide in these
भाई कल का ग्रीन कारपेट
wasn't clear whether it's because of sight smokes that they deploy. Just
कौन सी रैंक में झूल रहे हो राका भाई?
ZETA doesn't really know how to
Ascendant 2
divide that. They don't really know how to break that
Raha
apart.
की रैंक भी टू।
This is a thing where the agent composition might be interesting, but also for global.
एक्लेस तुम तो सोई नहीं ना मेरे को लग रहा है आज।
यार मैं 2 घंटा सोई हूँ, मेरे को नींद आ रहा है। मैं कल भी 2 घंटा सोई थी, नींद आ रहा है मेरे को।
क्यों इतना कम सोते हुए क्लेयर?
नहीं नींद नहीं आता है।
तो इतना वैलो खेलोगे तो फिर 2 घंटा तो नींद आने में जाएगा ना। पेशेंस तो रखो।
जब तक आंखें बंद करते हैं वॉच पार्टी का टाइम हो जाता है।
अमन भी आएगा, अमन भी आएगा। मैच चालू करो भाई, मैच चालू करो।
But yeah, you know, I think it's
इतना वॉच पार्टी देख के क्या आपका गेम इंप्रूव हुआ ऐसा बोल सकते हैं?
भाई बिंग्स मेरा एक इंप्रूव हुआ मेरा। कल मैंने नीचे भाई मैं इमॉर्टल के ऊपर थी कल। मैं डायमंड हूँ, मेरे उस लॉबी में इमॉर्टल आ रहा है, समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या चल रहा है।
अरे आपने एक इमॉर्टल
वो भी नीचे झूल रहा है भाई, वो नीचे झूल रहा है।
And still couldn't carry them to a victory. So the other players really need to step on this. Step up.
अपने आप पे एक ऐसा इमॉर्टल है जिसके लॉबी में डायमंड्स आते हैं।
That's the other thing. That's one of those difference makers because in that match against RRQ,
जिसका लाइट गया
was kind of asleep.
नहीं दरी बैठा डेफिन ओके।
आ गया वापस।
आटो इमॉर्टल कहाँ है?
क्या पता फ्लाइट सिमुलेटर चालू किया हो।
राका भाई आप व्हाट्सएप पढ़ो वापस
पढ़ो। अरे भाई
राका एक काम करो, अपना दूसरे मॉनिटर पे वो चैट खुला ही रख लो।
हाँ खुला रख दो या फिर एक टैग करा ही लो। मैं तो बोलता हूँ जो कीवर्ड्स है ना उसमें
चैट पे बंदा बोल रहा है वो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड होल्डर ऑफ नॉन स्टॉप स्केटिंग, ही मेड अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ इट इन 2018 48 आवर्स।
मैच चालू होने तक गाइस थोड़ा ये खेल लेते हैं।
तो कैसे बिना रुके स्केट कर सकता है भाई?
धीरे जा रहा रहेगा ना।
रोड टू वैलर भाई, कल रात में मेरा सोने का प्लान था 2-3 बजे।
भाई फिर तेज चलाओ,
सुबह हो गई भाई।
वो रहेगा ना स्केट पे, वो ऐसा वो यू शेप में वो कर रहा रहेगा तो ऑटोमेटिक झूल रहा रहेगा लेफ्ट राइट। दो दिन
बैलेंस नहीं बिगड़ेगा उसका।
But it is important that the players who may have been a little bit weaker before, they can tighten that up. They can.
लेकिन कार रेसिंग में तो होती है 24-24 घंटे, लिमांस होती है 24-hour रेस नॉन स्टॉप।
कार में तो बैठे बैठे
हाँ उनके पास जगह काफी है।
Exactly in that highlight that we picked out, the one with the 4-player, the one with dashing onto A main, closer to Gelato. But you have Laz shooting out that recon, which allowed Depp to shoot through the smoke. You also have Crow, who was actually pushing alongside Depp.
वैसे कैसे लग रहा था आज रॉसी खेलेगा?
क्योंकि अभी तो क्या था रॉसी, अभी तो अपडेट आया था 2 दिन पहले।
2 दिन नहीं, एक ही दिन कल तो पहुंचा।
कल ही पहुंचा हाँ।
हाँ कल ही तो पहुंचा।
Map number 3 between Global Esports and ZETA Division. Global Esports currently starving for a win.
मेरी 1500 हो गई भाई। मैं मुझे मेरा भी 2000 ही पहुंचा है, ज्यादा खेला नहीं है मैंने इतना। मतलब मैं खेलता हूँ तो मैं 2-4 मैच खेलता हूँ, बंद कर देता हूँ ऐसा वाला खेलता हूँ। क्योंकि मेरे को पता है एक बार खेलना शुरू करूंगा तो मैं खेलता ही रहूंगा।
हाँ ठीक है चिल्लाता हूँ माइक में। एक सेकंड मैं भी स्पेनिश सीख रहा हूँ, जापानीज के बारे में टाइम है।
If you weren't a fan of ZETA now, or before, excuse me, you are now.
यार ये बंदे को क्या हुआ है? ये कब से ऐसे ही बैठा हुआ है?
अरे उसके सर दर्द हो रहा होगा।
They're going to be tied with Detonation 0-3.
भाई हमसे ज्यादा आलसी तो ये लग रहा है प्रो प्लेयर्स। एक आगे मुकर के बैठा, कोई लेटा हुआ है, कोई बाजी ले रहा है।
Trying to start crunching the numbers on what are the possibilities, which teams still have a good chance of making the playoffs after week 3. We're going to have a clearer picture, and if GE cannot get a win,
तो क्या बोल रहा था मैं?
और सोचो जो जापानीज वॉच पार्टी है,
आपके डेक में कोई मिथिक क्यों नहीं है? मेरा अब तक हुआ नहीं है अनलॉक भी।
अबे वो रिकॉर्डेड है।
ZETA going with Breach and Silva, much more of a traditional setup.
इसलिए भाई तभी वो एकदम स्लिम ट्रिम रहते हैं लॉन्डे, मेहनत करते हैं ऐसी।
But also a little bit interesting that you have Ronsky still on the KO and you have the Sky coming out for global.
इतना ऑर्गेनाइज है ना, लेकिन एक टेबल पे दो लोग ऐसे रह गए, इतना ही सामान।
This is where I think we really need to see.
हमारे लॉन्डे भाई टेबल के ऊपर चढ़ के नाच रहे थे अगर जीत जाती।
थोड़ा ज़्यादा जरूरी नहीं।
Absolutely, global esports looking for a little bit more
लग गए,
of the flashes going into the sites, going for those duels, trying to just win over with firepower. Meanwhile, ZETA looking for a little bit more intel with that Silva and then supporting with the Breach.
इसको भी नींद आ रही है, मैं बोल रही हूँ मोनेट और डेप दोनों नींद में
between global esports and ZETA division.
भाई अंकिता नींद में खेलते इतना मारती है माँ कसम।
हाँ ना, मैं नींद में
मेरा इतना दिमाग खराब हुआ, पता मैं लाइक ये वॉच पार्टी के बाद सोलो खेलने के मेरा तो दिमाग खराब हुआ। 2 गेम मुंबई सर्वर पे, मैं 2 गेम हांगकांग लगा ली, आज जीती। हांगकांग भाई, सिंगापुर में बहुत ही बेकार लोग आते हैं कसम से। हांगकांग में मस्त लोग आए भाई, और क्या मस्त गेम्स गए।
कल भाई मेरे को 2000 पहुंचना था, मेरी कुछ 1800 के आसपास थी। भाई ऐसे ओपोनेंट्स आ रहे कि पता नहीं, एकदम सबका मेरा काउंटर डेक वाले ही आ रहे सब। बोला क्या करूं, पूरा होपलेस सीन हो गया, खेलने का मन खत्म हो गया मेरा। मैं
गुड लक जी।
1996 से ऐसा कुछ पता था मेरे को, 1 विन चाहिए था जीतने के लिए। वहां से हारना जो शुरू किया, 1800 पे पहुंच गया मैं पूरा वापस। फिर वहां से वापस खेला, फिर 2000 पहुंच के बंद कर दिया बस।
जीतेगी भाई, जी जीतेगी, लेट्स गो जी।
अटैक कर रहे हैं अपन, लेट्स गो।
ट्रिगर हो जाता है, टिल्टिंग गेम है वो।
अच्छी बात है
भाई, लेकिन ये पर्ल मैप पे
कितना हार्बर गार्डियन तो वही हाथी वाला, क्या नाम है उसका, साइरस। बैटल 1v1 के लिए वो करता हूँ, बाकी मैं 2v2 में नए डेक्स ट्राई करता रहता हूँ।
See, that is always the call.
अच्छा उनके पास ब्रीच है भाई, रीटेक।
गैराज में 2 बंदे बैठे हैं, 2 फ्लैंक, 3 फ्लैंक।
सिटी प्लांट है,
सिटी प्लांट है फ्लैंक। वो बेचारा केजे, अपना केजे एरन भाई मारेंगे, कम से कम 2 मारेंगे, 2 मारेंगे।
ये तो
मैं आपको स्पेक्टेट कर रहा था, कैसे स्पेक्टेट कर सकते, कैसे रैंडम, कैसे
12 एरन भाई डिंग करा।
लो क्या
भाई पिस्टल तो हम ही जीते हैं।
हाँ, पिस्टल जी का वो है। माय गॉड,
बाप रे क्या मार रहा है, चप्पल भाई, चप्पल मारा है।
अबे राउंड चालू होने के पहले अंगड़ाइयां ले रहा था ये।
हाँ तो कहता रहे खत्म करो जल्दी, मुझे पन्ने।
वो एनर्जी सेविंग मोड पे था अभी।
लूना अपने आप से बातें कर जा रहे हैं तब से।
बहुत प्यारा था रे।
ठीक है भाई।
Right up to that right as the drone comes over top to stall this flank from ZETA is huge, and I mean Munyet, I mean just what a monster he is.
Yeah.
That is so huge here for GE.
क्या मारा है वे?
He is just time and time again coming up with these massive rounds recently, and you know, I guess if you are forever in the future going
क्लैन में
to
जाके
be a
ऑप्शन आता है।
player in Valorant,
भाई मैं तो देखा, मैं जब भी 2v2 खेलता हूँ, वो 4 में से 1 बंदा तो SL12 नाम का आता ही आता है बे। 2-3 बार तो मेरे को सोल वाइपर से SL12 वाइपर आ गया, बोला ये सही है भाई।
Remember that tweet from last year? He's like, yeah, you know, all these guys are cracked. They have so many good controllers with names to start with them.
मेरे को 9-3 स्विच लग रहा है, बताइए।
I remember everybody was like Booger Zero. Like,
yeah, I don't think that one's
that one doesn't sound so good. Yeah, it's a little too close to Booger Zero. So
yeah. I mean, hey, there's been worse names in esports.
That's true.
We had a top laner in League of Legends who.
भाई League of Legends भी सीखनी है मैंने।
Start to part and also at one point named himself part.
Really, he went full.
He name changed 3 times.
15-20 SL12 क्लैन ही है, फुल 50 प्लेयर्स वाले क्लैन। हाँ भाई।
You know what? they're players. They can do what they want as long as they play good. Who am I to?
He didn't. From memory, I don't think he was particularly the most impactful.
रोटो वाले की स्ट्रीम करेंगे करेंगे.
This creep has come through over towards A.
नहीं है इधर देख राइट में भी.
क्या?
क्या abandoned भाई?
In the hell. Lazo with a frenzy at range finds one. Bazzi only able to trade back. A singular kill.
क्या भाई? कैसे?
The explosion of death continues. It's going to be the last one standing.
Same here.
What the fuck?
क्या हो रहा है?
Teabag भी किया.
Depp gets the 4K for the Thrifty to tie it up.
कैसे?
ये कितनी बार ऐसे बोल आ रही है?
What an answer from ZETA. The frenzies working a treat here for them. The crossfire good and Munyet cannot find that opener. Had he gotten that,
ये सब check ही नहीं किया था.
Look at the crunch here. Look at the timing on that swing. Depp so fast to react. By the way, Depp on Ascent averaging 200 damage around.
Yeah.
He is feeling it now.
Well, that is just impeccable. They were talking about it. Depp
Teabag करेगा रू तेरी बहन
looking like he was
Teabag करता है.
not in the game. His head wasn't there. He's awake.
Bro.
अरे बाप रे ऐसा नहीं जानेगा स्पैम पॉइंट मेरे बाबा. बहुत बार मारा मैंने भी ऐसा वाला. टैप टैप आ रहा है रुक जाने का पीछे. या तो कूद कूद के निकल लेने का.
From ZETA, yeah.
I do love you, Angels.
I love Angel too, but he has got a bad rap.
कोई नहीं चलो ये तो इको राउंड है. उनका भी कोई था वो अलग बात है पर ठीक है चलो 2 किल ठीक है.
इसने टीबैग क्या है डेप्थ नहीं कुछ करना पड़ेगा हमको.
Yeah, good hold. Not much to take home from that round here for GE. Just try to go for the hard push and still mostly half armor. Depp is going to go for the full armor. He is going to keep a rifle. I was curious if he's going to go like super eco and just go for the blades and a shorty or something. But he is going to go drop down to that half armor, so okay. Looks like he's going to be hanging on to it. Laz already sitting on that Hunter's Fury. See if he's going to hang on to it.
ZETA just still fully invested in.
ओ भाई
2x करूंगा तो यार वो अटक जाएगा बे. मैं काम करता हूँ ट्विच पे लगाता हूँ.
20 सेकंड हुए भी राउंड को.
For the added punish, and suddenly it's a 4v2. I mean, GE, they knew exactly what was happening as soon as the fault line, as soon as they hear that tail went forward, they know that he's in window, but
didn't matter.
They just don't have the cover.
Well, and Laz here has been phenomenal with his utility.
RP कब? अरे देखो यार पिंड में से डाला है भाई. पिंड में से डाल के रखा.
Following up with the Hunter's Fury as well to get all the spots.
यार मीटिंग तो 5 बजे होनी थी.
I love the aggression here from ZETA. I love the tempo they're setting. This is what you want to see. You want to see changes of pace. You want to see adaptation. You want to see different looks, deeper playbooks from ZETA. And that is exactly what we've gotten on the last 2 maps. Didn't get to see it much on Pearl. You're on Ascent and Haven so far. Looking really good.
Munyet spotted, thinking about going for the one-way. Throws down the smoke and, ooh, I mean, there's a pretty significant gap. Gets himself into the corner, the drone coming forward, and yep, it's been spotted. TP's away, paranoid to try to buy some time. Fault line not quite going to connect. Nobody watching Heaven for now. Getting himself into a forward spot. He's trying to play this out so sneakily, but eventually Bronski now having the 2. Oh, just everything. Unfortunately, there's just too many targets.
भाई वो स्पैम करे ही जा रहे, स्मोक में करे ही जा रहे, करे ही जा रहे.
Like, is it the chew toys and the like?
Do I want this one? Do I want that?
Got it.
This one swings.
Now I understand. I mean, that's tough, but I mean, ZETA here is just on it right now, and the confidence has to be sky high. They knew, you know, Munyet was gonna want to play in his smoke there. They're just spamming it down to get the secured kill. The discipline here from ZETA, so strong. And you know, on the last map, the other thing I really would like to highlight for ZETA is the tremendous amount of assists they had on their initiators and their controller.
देखना किधर तक आ गया ये.
He saw just as much. Doesn't get stunned. Doesn't matter.
Stun भी कर रहे हैं,
Only
blind
put Depp
भी
down
कर
to
रहे
51. Very aggressive updraft just to see if he can spot anybody else over towards A main.
Well, free A side, hey?
Yeah.
There is a nano there. And it's going to get popped, but Wrongski able to play it a little bit more towards sewers. Drop it down.
पापा थोड़ा ZETA के नाम पे ट्वीट कर दो please.
The nano at the door. Let's see what this retake looked like for ZETA. A lot of utility.
They're in with a shot. Wrongski going to be eating a little bit of that damage from the aftershock. There's the pulse coming across. Bazzi now delaying. Thought about using the Seekers earlier, but Wrongski says no, I'll delay with ult, then use Seekers late. Nicely timed util. Texture finding one. Step again. Blades gets Texture. What? The spray comes in.
Let's go.
Turning the tides around just a bit.
Texture पे ये सेंटिमेंट ज़्यादा नहीं मार पाए वैसे.
Retain 3 rifles.
पहले मैम
Find a
तो
second round.
समर्थ भाई तुम्हारा भी हालत बहुत खराब है भाई. मतलब अभी देखो तुम लोग बोलते हो ना पेड मैसेज डालो ये डालो वो डालो नहीं आएगा फिर भी देखो आदत. इनका मैं क्या करूं मेरे को बताओ. स्ट्रीम पे 10 बार बोल दिया. पेड मैसेज डाल दिया. अभी मैं अलग अलग से एक एक को खत लिख के भेजूं चिड़िया के साथ तब मेरे को लग रहा है होगा.
What a tremendous round there for GE to bounce back. It was starting to look like Baby ZETA had a firm grasp on this, especially with Depp coming out there getting that early kill.
एक कबूतर भेजो. एक काम करो कबूतर भेजो. उसके मुंह में मैं खत डालता हूँ. उसको वापस अपने में बुला लेना.
Oh
bye.
Takes it clean off, also sees 10.
Nice,
Two quick opening kills. Can he get the third? No. Crow will shut him down, but took a damage. And Aaron's there for the alley-oop.
25 kill minimum.
A nice quick push through garage. Now the post-plant util is set up.
तुम अगर कुछ भी ना बोलो ना
मुझे making the call to just go ahead and save.
तो अच्छा लगेगा.
10 and 4.
क्या कह रही हो अंकिता?
Yeah, for Depp.
मैं बोला तुम कुछ भी नहीं बोलो तो मुझे अच्छा लगेगा.
और
क्या कर रहे हो राका?
Phenomenal series.
थोड़ा सा.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
सभी बोलते हैं.
तुमने मुझे
तुमने जब भी बोला है ये मारेगा.
तुम भी का क्या मतलब है भाई? तुम भी.
अरे
आप बोलते हैं भाई. अरे है पहले
सब लड़की है आपका सब
ZETA वालों को बोलो ना.
जब ये था ना
बोलो कि डेप भाई बहुत मारेंगे. ZETA वालों को बोलो.
लूना जब ये फाइनल था ना VCT का 11-3 था. ये क्लाउड 11 थे, फनाटिक 3 थे. अगर ने ट्वीट कर दिया उसके बाद 11-3 से कमबैक हुआ भाई. जीत गए वो लोग. Naughty है ना naughty.
A fantastic opener from him. Catches a glimpse. Confirms that Sugar Zero's there. Sees the gun barrel. Takes down 10.
And the expectation of that paranoia to stay above it. So good to get above that utility. Coming out from Sugar Zero. Really nice play here. Really nice heads up.
टेक्सचर का नाम तारा है पता है? नाइस तारा.
अभी पुश कर रहे हैं.
On the global front.
ये वही सेम चीज कर रहे हैं क्या?
Those big pop-ups, they know that they are still very much in the trenches here. The turret goes up, Depp looking to cheat.
दो मारे. What the fuck?
It's bad. He gets Texture as well. And there's another one added to the board.
बढ़िया दो ट्रेड हुआ.
But then Depp anticipating the push.
क्या मजाक
कर
रहा है भाई.
What is this man on today? 5 HP, he's got to back away, but the damage is dealt. Talk about stability. And that just gets shattered. The floor just fell out from underneath Global.
He's out of this world right now. I mean, that is just unbelievable.
सोचो ये पलट के ये इस मार दे तो क्या मजा है.
Get out of there safely with 5 HP at the end of it even. And now it's kind of a double pump here for Wrongski. Double back towards the B site. It's being held by Crow.
बोला ना डेप बहुत मारेगा. डेप बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है. ऐसे बोलना थोड़ा.
भाई डेप बहुत ही गजब खेल रहा है भाई. मां कसम मेरे को लग रहा है अगले 3 राउंड एस लेगा.
Giving up his position and Crow wisely not even going to try to challenge this one.
पड़ गई साले.
Using the knife does at least confirm that there's nobody else playing from that A-Link side, but for the rest of the team, can at least suspect one from mid given the drone.
अरे मिल गई उसे.
Lucky ace man.
अगले बोला था तुमने ये
लियो रखा भाई. और बोलो कि एरन मारेगा. और बोलो.
I'm
एक नहीं मारा उसने एरन.
Flabbergasted with the way he's playing here today.
Naughty zone.
Whiffy, but that's okay. He's right back there for the second. The third is crisp. Oh, that fourth one. Clean on top of the box. The timing, the crosshair placement immaculate. The fans should be looking at for Zeta.
And this was the
अभी
depth
हाथ
that we
ऊपर
were
क्या वो वाले
promised,
बंदे
the
का
one that
ऐसा
we
मैं तो
expected.
पहले ही बोला था
भाई किस्मत ऐसे 5 HP में भी ले ही गया वो एस ले गया.
And that, folks, is why they call him the child of God. He is insane at times.
I mean, you know, we talk all the time about Jesse Fashion. Him being able to compete in multiple esports, Depp is very much the same in that regard. Maybe not quite as wide as far as the genres are concerned, as Texture's going to eat a Team Flash. But as far as FPS goes, he's...
अब डर का माहौल है हाँ भाई.
Just a little bit of kind of fact-finding here for GE. We saw this against DRX, where they put a lot of pressure as they try to set up for a C hit. And there is the lockdown there for Aaron. See if they want to create.
हर राउंड एग्रो आ रहा है. इसको पकड़ो, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ इसको ही पांचों पकड़ के मारो. ये देखो इधर भी लोडिंग हुआ. बोल रहा हूँ ना ये ब्रो हो ही रहा है पता नहीं क्यों.
Well, DRX should. Whoever's playing Killjoy for DRX. And they didn't find any of that utility really. So other than the one nano swarm, the turret wasn't there. They weren't able to see the other nano. So now they are going to reaggress here. Just checking for any lurks. Depp is starting to push space.
Okay, fragment into the back. Couple shots flying. Looks for the pop flash.
Uda.
Had he swung over towards garage side, would have been able to get texture, but maybe it doesn't matter too much as they get flushed back. Another elimination. Bazzi answering. Depp now on the flank, finds the headshot, strands the spike out into the open.
I got the spike.
Me too बे.
Detain texture.
वो डिटेन था उसको मार देता.
Towards Laz. Footsteps.
आगे क्या हुआ इसके बाहर?
And there's just no time. Again, similar plan. Depp already approaching on this position. One kill gets him a dash. Push out. He's spotted. He's not ready for Depp. The cleanup comes through. And ZETA will stretch the lead now by 2.
This is great patience here from ZETA. GE, again, working these garage hits that eventually lead into C to try to clear the utility, get into the site. But Depp in the backside of all of this was able to identify Aaron's alarm bot, throws a smoke down to get around it, has to use a dash to get around it, make sure he doesn't trigger it. I'm not sure if Aaron would have been close enough anyway at that point, but regardless, Depp's able to get into the flanks unnoticed.
Yes, very important.
I don't know
भाई
exactly.
थोड़ा लेफ्ट हट अभी जब मिड पे टरेट मारा तब बाजी ब्लाइंड नहीं किया. जब कोई है ही नहीं मिड में तब दोनों ब्लाइंड वेस्ट कर दिए. जब ऑलरेडी टरेट ने इन्फो दिया था कि मिड कुछ हो रहा है तब ब्लाइंड क्यों नहीं किया. ये था पहला.
हम हर राउंड पे मिड में ब्लाइंड यूज कर लें
क्योंकि वेस्ट होता ना यूटिल. जब टरेट ऑलरेडी इन्फो दे रहा है तो और ब्लाइंड क्यों वेस्ट करे.
लास्ट राउंड की बात कर रहे हो. लास्ट राउंड
4 सेकंड बाद रिएक्ट किया इतने में वो
नहीं,
लेकिन उसके पहले कोई मारा नहीं था ना. टरेट मारने के बाद वो लोग ने डायरेक्ट पिक किया ना. ब्लाइंड पिक.
एक्चुअली क्या सीन था, टरेट एक्टिवेट होने के बाद पिक करना था. पहले पिक करना.
हां पहले पिक किया.
पहले
टरेट एक गोली चलाई पहले.
वो ऑलरेडी स्काई बाहर आ चुका है.
टरेट के बाद ही पिक किया है. और फिर वो राउंड पता है जहाँ पे ब्रीच ने मिड पे स्टन दिया था विंडो और ये लोग ने मिड पुश किया था. वो सेम स्टैट हो चुका है 3-4 बार. मतलब प्रो लीग में.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
No, I appreciate it. They get the humor of the moment.
बात क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
That's what we want.
बर्गर
That's
खा.
what we want here now. We have a double push out.
तीन लोग सी पे खेल रहे हैं भाई.
Right. Then
The series
it's
is
over.
over.
Right.
Everything's gonna fall apart. Laz is gonna be
बी
killed.
पे सिर्फ एक अलार्म बॉट और ए पुश कर रहे हैं हमेशा.
Paramount.
No, I fully agree. Depp getting
Nice.
really aggressive here early.
Oh, and what a oh my what?
What?
Okay, Texture must have been spotting him. Crow will be able to snipe Texture though. Answering back, swing on the corner, and even though he's not
बे यार ऐसे नहीं रे बाबा.
मैच खेल रहा है.
swings in, finds Ronsky, snaps onto Aaron's skull as well as Bazzi. And this is the 10 that strikes fear into the hearts of his opponents. Depp can do it, 10 can do it too. A blink and you miss it round. It costs ZETA basically nothing.
I mean, I love that Zeta's getting aggressive against these ecos. I mean, Depp was pushing space
B पे एक
over
alarm
through
bot है,
A-main, like
तीन
right out
बंदे
the
C
gate,
पे, दो
almost.
इसे push करके
Like him
पीछे से वो
and
कर रहे हैं
Laz were
plan.
kind of working together a little bit just
उर्ली
to
पे आ
see
गए,
if
कहाँ गए?
GE would poke once they
वो
did it.
मीटिंग हाँ वो
He
तो
was
चालू
not as
हो
far
गया
as he
5
could
बजे
need to be, 'cause 10 was just better,
आरपी वाला
but regardless,
पर वो ये बॉच पे ये
like,
2 मैच में अगर खत्म हो जाता तो वो होता
the information
ये मैच
that
खत्म होने
Zeta
के
was
बाद
able to get
जाऊंगा
off
मैं
of them
Heavy
is
read हो रहा है
huge.
भाई इनका.
Ton of utility thrown in, and oh my god, this blind!
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
god!
बाप रे सब
I'm
ब्लाइंड
going for it.
ओए तेरी बैंड दी ब्लाइंड में दिया है
Laz now looking for the follow-up. Will be able to get 2 before getting taken down. The jump on the corner, and it's 2.
आंख बंद करके चक्कू चला है उसने
Lightning fast rounds, pun not intended.
काउंटर रेट इतना अच्छा कर रहे थे ना तुम.
Zeta just storm away.
लेकिन रिकन कैसे नहीं तोड़ा अभी?
7-3. And again, we talk about the strength of both teams on the defending side. The more rounds that Zeta get racked up for themselves here, the more we swap, the better.
This is crazy.
दो आगे blind थे, दो पीछे stun
Confidence is
थे.
just flowing through
Blind
Zeta.
recon के बाद फेंका वो लोग ने.
I mean, just absolutely insane. A lot of ults to play with for both sides. Seekers, again, that null command that proved really powerful for GE here on this A side.
ये side full खाली भाई.
For Monyet. Oh,
Nice.
10 knows.
Oh, nice shot.
ये पीछे से आ गया भाई
So very low.
Oh, भाई
Somehow wins out the fight. And given the snappiness of the aim of 10 in the last couple of rounds, very damn impressive there from Monyet. He's been having the quietest map of the series so far. Bazzi holding pretty much solo behind. Smoke goes out, cutting off
Full sound
connector.
दे के आ रहे हैं वो.
Nanoswarm replacement in from Aaron. Good timing. Bronski goes ahead, pops the ult. He's looking to nullify everybody on the enemy team.
Aye.
All four spray through.
Yeah.
Aaron finding 2. Sugar Zero answers back. We'll find 1. Texture goes into the smoke. Things are starting to slip away just a bit. Crow. Now in a 1v2, but the time just isn't there.
ये smoke के through एक दूसरे को मार रहे हैं बिना देखे.
Manages to stay alive through it all. And that is now 4 rounds. They need this 5th to start feeling comfortable.
Yeah, 10 just a step behind to find Monyet as he comes out of his TP. Aaron here doing a nice job working that smoke. Knowing they were coming. Monyet good for the final kill once it's all said and done. So the GE fans, after 4 rounds, have something to cheer for again. Still a lot of ults though for Zeta. And now some tools to work with. Still the Seekers for Batsy.
Oh, yep, again, looking to go aggro. Zero as well. Looking to support if necessary from Sewer. In the meantime, the rest of Global turning their sights towards B. Tailwind up over the top. Dog gets the catch on a Crow.
ओ भाई
Trying to get into a position to punish. Spots him for a moment. They get a flash dedicated to him, but now 10
Sad way.
pushes out of the smoke. Off the flank. The lockdown forcing everybody else
फोर होने वाला है क्या
Spike did get planted. Seekers go through.
पोस्ट प्लान निकाल लो
Tapped in. They're looking for the clear. They're so close to getting it, but now he manages to hold this to half. Depp for the ult finds Ronsky. Suddenly, it's all on Bazzi, and he is dead as Depp collects a third.
ये Depp को क्या हो गया भाई?
We'll ride into the second half with
तेरे को पता है
Zeta
सबसे
out
बेस्ट
in
पार्ट
front.
पूरा हाफ हो
Far
गया
as
है
8-4 half for
डेप
them.
का जो स्किल्स है ना उसका
I'm
आधा
just
भी नहीं है
loving it
सेकंड
from Zeta.
सर्वर का
Just
टॉप
the
फ्रैगर
pure
आधा भी नहीं है
confidence.
सर्वर का ऐसा भी नहीं कि उसके टीम का स्किल है
You know,
पूरा
I mean,
सर्वर
Depp
का
early again, pushing space, whether
Not
it's an
even
eco or
half.
not. That's the game plan here, and Depp has been
कुछ भी मार रहा है
absolutely
बे
nuts
इसके half
these
में.
last 2 maps.
It's an incredible performance.
He's just insane.
आसपास जैसी
I
vibe
don't
दे
know,
रहा है तो मेरे
he's
को.
feeling it now for the first time in a very long time.
जाग गया एकदम से बे
Rushing the lobby. And again, I mean, whatever he's doing with his head in his hands, it is working a treat.
Why not?
As we go into this halftime and
पिस्टल निकालना पड़ेगा वरना गेम गया
meditation.
It's
8-4 to
it's
G
just
होना था
great
यार
to
ये
see
अटैकिंग में.
the performance
पर
from Zeta.
जीतेंगे बेबी
But again, I just
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है बस
he's not
वो डेप का ना
it's
फुल
not like
मोमेंटम
he's
बिल्ड हो
actually
रखा है भाई.
worried or concerned
पूरा
or
फील कर रहा है.
anxious.
कुछ
This is
भी
just
मार
what
रहा
he
है हेड
does.
लग रहा है.
This is just how he focuses. That's fine. If it works, it certainly is today. Don't stop doing it. But yeah, with this halftime, hopefully this momentum and this confidence, you know, once Zeta got that second round win, got that, you know, eco round win, it seemed like that completely changed them. They were a different team the rest of that half. And let's see if they can get that come through on their attacker side, because they need to continue that momentum. You know, Depp needs to continue breaking down these doors, because he has been instrumental in their attacker side when it's gone right for them so far today.
Still, both teams struggling with their attack halves. ZETA, though, looking way more fired up than on either of the previous two maps. GE need to rally. And again, just given what we've seen, it makes this pistol that much more important for ZETA. Winning and kind of just ensuring that they're going to be able to get to 10 rounds right off the rip in this second half. Global, can they do it once more? They're currently 16-5 as an organization since the start of 2023 on pistol rounds. They're looking to add a 17th.
Oh, God. That's just not even fair. They're heavily stacked at B. Not sure if they're anticipating a hit, if they're going to try like a paranoia flash and then a push out.
RV में चाची चाहिए आपके लिए.
It's not going to be coming. It's an A hit. Depp gets stalled up for a moment.
ये कैसे शॉक है भाई?
Quick flash out.
अटक गया, फिर अटक गया. देखा तुम्हारा बात सुन के अटक गया.
रीड तो ठीक है अभी तक.
Four-man stack scenario with just Aaron.
अबे क्या?
Spotted, but we'll hear the drone down into sewer. Depp finds the first kill, dashes over to the side, but he's going to be paranoid. And Ronski's able to counter swing, finds that kill.
साला डेप अटैक में डिफेंड कर रहा है क्या अभी? उधर जाके बैठ क्यों गया कोने में?
0. Well, Laz just trying to find a trade back. In the meantime, 10 gets himself here onto the B site, and oh, like ships passing in the night. Aaron does not see him.
Dart gives away a lot of information. Aaron,
nice.
Dude, he's so good with the frenzies.
Finds one, full blind onto 10. Nano swarm to buy a little bit of space. Push out though. They double jump. Sugar Zero's got some extra covering fire. And he'll clean up too.
कैसे कूदे रे सब ऐसे क्यों करते हैं?
Left all in his loss. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be the 17-5. ZETA.
Texture को check करना चाहिए था angle.
This is huge. Huge for ZETA. You know, GE, I like the setup they had in the beginning. The play here at long 8 is a pretty even trade. But with that rotation from ZETA, good mid-rounding here from ZETA. Shifts the weight of the map over to the B site. And the heavier part for GE is still over on A. And so therefore, ZETA's able to get there, get that plant down.
Oh, 21-6-1 from Depp.
He is just unbelievable today. These last two maps, clearly, he's been much more comfortable. And this is a full stack.
Yep, full stack push coming out of C. Alarmbot is there to play spoiler to this. 10, watching, sees nothing. Smoke comes down, yep, puts it into the ground, and this should tell 10 everything he needs to know. They get the watch, he swings the corner, 2 quick kills. But, yeah.
Oh fuck!
Very easily cleaned up. Bazzi now going to be the last one left.
उसका alarm bot के लिए वो smoke
नीचे. Spectre, so at least has that in his hands.
गया
If he can get anything, any additional value, any ult charges, all of it will be great. But the spot.
कैसा बैठा वो?
आवाज आएगी smoke की.
Nice. Spots one. They know exactly where he is. Quick pop flash. Sees him. They break line of sight. The plant now coming through.
उठा बुल्ला.
That's a bulldog. He does upgrade. Laz is low. So maybe a chance to take away a little bit more.
Odin होती ना तो easy था.
Bazzi kind of reading this, but
नीचे यार.
That will finish him off. That's ZETA now locking in their 10th round.
Yeah, it's looking pretty darn good for ZETA. A little bit of
mishaps
towards the end of this round, but yeah, this is red.
That
smoke there, that giveaway, something's going on. They have a good one. You know, Sugar Zero.
Fnatic वाला comeback हाँ बे.
कितने शरीफ लोग.
मुश्किल है बे 10-4.
हम तो उधर bench.
दौड़ राउंड है ये तो मतलब अगर ये जीते तो
It's okay in the end of the day.
सीन बन सकता है पर ये भी anyway उनका बोनस राउंड है तो ये तो जीतना ही पड़ेगा इसके बाद वाला जीतना है इनको.
Still
अगले 2 राउंड जीते तो एक बार कमबैक का सोच सकते हैं.
Hey, they're not going to sack C twice in a row.
Nope, and
not
they're
on
not.
the buy round.
Certainly not, and they're right.
In fact, they just go ahead and fully back away.
What
is that?
Hello?
Just sprays across and
spam में मार दिया.
Zero. I mean, there's your defensive smoke squad now.
That's payback for what happened earlier.
Well, that's payback. In fact, his depth is just going to be able to take him down. Bazzi tagged up, 30 HP remaining. Dash in, Texture leads the charge. Flash is going across. But yet, he'll get one. Texture finds a second. Smoke down, now thrown down. As the shock darts start flying through. Gets it out, but he certainly has his work cut out for him. He's just holding for the finish. Texture will be able to get it. And right after the defuse comes through, Texture dies. So still decent damage dealt. 2 guns on the floor, 3 going to be retained. Global, they find their first round win here in the second half.
Yeah, huge win. Not super costly for them. Just
पर तुम
few deaths there.
किसी ने उसको ओवरपीक नहीं करा, चाहे वो डिफ्यूज हुआ भी नहीं था.
Shift their economy around. Just a bulldog.
वो बस स्मोक में डिफ्यूज कर रहा था एकदम.
Like for Texture.
लोग अभी भी बोनस टाइप का खेल रहे हैं.
नहीं है ना इसलिए पीक
ZETA.
Money's pretty good for ZETA, but they want to cut funds a little bit here to play for the long game. So part of their econ strategy here is to kind of make sure. Yeah, they're going.
Nice pop flash out. He tries to turn away from it. Texture will be able to find one, but Crow again. A monster has the covering fire.
टूर्नामेंट चल रहा था क्या?
Survives 21 health.
दूसरा स्मोक ये एंट्री पे कर दे.
क्या बात है?
Forward alarm bot. Giving things away. Aaron thinking about swinging on it, and 10 just can't.
भाई क्यों एग्रो पिक्स ले रहे हैं?
और नहीं यार. Thinking सही थी.
The one time.
What?
One yet.
बच गया बे.
Doesn't win that one. Push
नहीं
out.
रे.
Gets cut down. The bulldog at range. Sugar
गया
Zero.
गया. ये गेम तो दीजिए अब.
And now Bazzi. Left all on his lonesome. ZETA. They're taking it to 11.
ट्वीट कर दो राका भाई. We have time.
सही है.
What is
चल
it?
तो राका.
Nice try, G. Well played.
11-5 से हो जाएगा. जल्दी कर दो.
कर दे.
भाई तो नहीं है अगला राउंड कहाँ से
होगा?
टेक्सचर पे होगा भाई. बासी पे होगा, मोनिट पे होगा, 3 लोग पे होगा बस.
जहाँ पे स्काई खड़ी है ना, अपने ओमन को वहाँ पे स्मोक करने का था. अगर ये 2 बंदे पॉप फ्लैश करके पीक कर देते.
हाँ.
अब वहाँ स्मोक करते ना भाई. आगे क्यों कर रहे
हो? Anticipate now. Given the economy, I mean, you'll have a couple buys. We'll see what they manage to shake together here on global, but without pulling off a,
मीटिंग यार 5 बजे शुरू हो गई ऑलरेडी.
It's like a half by win. Right. You're gonna give ZETA.
मैच खत्म होने के बाद ज्वाइन करेंगे हम.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm expecting a timeout here from GE, but they're left in a really challenging position.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
कर दो राका. Well played ZETA.
For the side of GE.
भी ऐसा कुछ भी जो last time क्या था वैसा.
7 rounds to go to get themselves to 12 to at least guarantee overtime. And if those runbacks do begin, you still got 2 banks for ZETA to make use of.
बस ना iPad लगा दिया अपना.
QQ probably feeling right as rain at the moment.
ज्वाइन कर लो. नहीं वो तो एनीवे वो OBS में वो रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो लोग तो बाद में भी तो सुन लूंगा मैं.
Once the comfort is there, they start clicking on all gears, and you can see how fast, how clean they are compared to what we saw at the beginning of Pearl. Their aim's kind of all over the place. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to practice with them before the matches to get them a little more dialed in, a little bit faster. But once they are dialed in, this is the ZETA that we saw at times last year that can beat anybody. That could go toe-to-toe with anybody in the world. And certainly, it looked great for GE from the rip, from the start. But once ZETA gets to these defender sides, that's when they really start to gain confidence and momentum. And here again, a strong start on the defender side is transferring over to success in the attacker side. Yeah.
And there's so many ults on the way. For ZETA, one off the lockdown of the Rolling Thunder. Just Texture with the blades. Popping those now. Spam.
I'll get out of my way.
Anybody playing forward in window.
They're waiting this out a little bit, expecting maybe some kind of trap play out of that timeout. Right now it's just a shift.
ये टाइगर हो गया भी कितना होल्ड कर रहे हैं कितनी देर तक.
Gonna lead the way, just Batsy spotted.
Yep, now has to run. Fault line used, depth on the hunt. Let's say don't want to try to rely on the knives to clear out the dog, and Shorty doesn't quite do the job. Double push.
Yeah.
Both flashers.
कैसे बैठे रे बाबा, अटैक है तुम्हारा, जाओ ना आगे अभी. डिफेंस में तो बहुत पुश कर रहा था.
Site heavily occupied here from the side of Global. Get a couple opening picks.
Breach better than Sky on even. Depend करता है यार.
Maybe they can win this out and deny that match point away. They absolutely need to. Paranoia at the ready from Monyet. Waits to throw it. Ducks it in. Depp arriving. Oversteps. Goes out of the cloudburst for a brief moment. It dissipates. Looks for one. Ronsky, however,
बढ़िया, चलो दो ने लिया. 3v2.
Couple traded back, but it's still going to be the man advantage there for the side of Global. And yeah, I tailing it out.
भाई एक करके 1v1 मत देना. 14 सेकंड है. बढ़िया, चलो लास्ट तो 10 HP है.
Nothing more that 10 can do. 10 HP.
Nice round.
Extra fitting for him. And Global, they will stay alive.
Can we find the last one? Yeah, indeed. Texture gonna get 10 down with the blades and 6 rounds for GE. And there's some hope. That's a huge round for them to win. Now they can, really stabilize that economy. Great play here from Ronsky with that bulldog, finding those headshots. Texture right there to back him up on the other side of the box. Great setup here from GE. I think just kind of a little bit too predictable here from ZETA. Kind of that, early push with that drone. It gives it away, and even though they are patient, they try to wait it out a little bit. GE doesn't move a muscle. Able to get it done. 0 points gonna come out. Catch Depp. He's still going.
Yeah, I mean, there's the avoid on that fault line to push out 10. Dead.
बढ़िया,
Texture
अरे
looking for the chase.
रे.
Too much.
Click नहीं होता है.
Same, and Depp will find two.
Time लगता है ना हल्का सा गनाने में.
Long now opened up. Push in. Monyet trying to hold the line. It's only good for one though.
ये बे.
Time कर रहे हैं.
ये डेप पे ही विफ कर रहे, पता चल रहा है उस पे आते ही कॉन्फिडेंस चला जा रहा है इनका.
She's gonna back away or at least try to fake this.
Certainly he can't get the second ace. Like he can't pull the Forsaken, right? Like Depp has been unbelievable. And he's only down to 85 health. I mean, yeah, he loses some armor, but he's been winning these fights so fast.
Globally, I think that would give us, 6 aces in 2 days.
बाप रे, पलट के मार दिया बे. क्या?
He won't be able to get the ace, but he gets the 4K.
क्या किया ये?
Match point. Global now.
एरिन पीछे वॉक कर लेता, वो भागा क्यों?
6 consecutive rounds.
पूरा फुटस्टेप्स दे रहे, तीनों पीछे मुड़ गए.
ब्रीच ने सुन लिया था.
I mean, even though they
क्यों भागा? अगर नहीं भागता तो कोई नहीं सुनता.
Depp again. Just absolutely insane today. The man can do no
खड़े दो.
wrong.
तब उस पे चोक कर रहे
स्मोक के थ्रू मार दिया डेप ने.
Blasting
बाद वाला बराबर था.
long range, short range. It doesn't matter. Blade Storm operator. He is doing it all.
27-9 भाई 30 किल ले गए.
But a counter lockdown available from 10. And obviously
चलो.
वो भी भाई यही आए जा रहे हैं.
सेकंड मैप पे खत्म कर देते बे लोग. ये लोग सारे मैचेस ऐसे क्लोज जा रहे बे. DRX के सामने भी भाई क्या क्लोज मैचेस थे दोनों. दोनों ही मैचेस बहुत क्लोज थे. थोड़े से रह जा रहे बे, वैसा वाला हो रहा है.
Wants to go for this backstab and he's being joined by Aaron.
मिनी मैप देखने
as
के
well
बाद.
as Ronsky.
But as ZETA, you have to expect this, and they do.
They're watching.
अगर एक को भी मारता
One
है.
player detained. There's the push. A little bit whippy. When it swings the corner, finds another. Aaron bursts through. They find a third. And they're not done yet. Trigger Zero able to find one. Depth just updrafting, drifting away. The spike now stuck. The push in. He will not win the fight. They change up the playbook.
मारो भाई.
And manage to win the round.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty interesting here from GE. Just using that lockdown to force ZETA into that flank.
जाना ही पड़ेगा उनको थोड़ा से.
भाई उनको सैंडविच कर दिया.
बाकी सब सामने इक्वल चल रहा है, बस वो 27 मार दिया, बहुत ज्यादा मार दिया उसने. बाकी सब उसके आधे पे चल रहे हैं.
Kind of interesting. That one all shakes out, but now 10. He had his lockdown, but now he's still sitting on it, of course.
Careful.
Yeah.
See if they can find a way to get this rolling, and for yet another round in a row here, ZETA's going to put early pressure in towards A. A flash confirms. something is afoot. Fancy just with the Guardian though. Seeker's in the back pocket, trying to get info, but they're rotating.
Just praying for that wallbang shot. It's a good read though.
Yes.
As Global make the adjustment. They get 4 players up here over towards C. Looks like again, Zeta gonna be rerouting. Bazzi with the flash out over towards A lobby. Not gonna confirm anything.
Oh.
3 gada.
Flash की timing.
Decided to go there. Seems like they might have interest in A yet again. The drone just gonna get cleared.
भाई अटैक में डिफेंस कर रहे हैं। हाँ डिफेंस में पुश कर करके आगे जा रहा था।
से रोटेशन दे रहे हैं।
नहीं पता करना क्या चाह रहा है भाई रेबेल भाई, टीम के साथ खेलो भाई।
मारो
ये बैठा है ना इधर।
चेक करेंगे।
He's about to be on a fire. Aaron trying to hold this position. Needs to go huge, but Depp, he gets the read, he gets the headshot. He's up and over the top. The reveal is in from the dart. And Depp will find a second.
नहीं अभी भी है भाई।
Love this. I love this from Zeta.
Hunter's Fury is on the ground. Monyet managing to find one. Gets the second, cannot get the third. Bazzi with the Guardian desperately trying to clear the lockdown. He is able to do it.
Oh fuck! ये क्या shot मारा?
Bazzi! He may have just saved them.
What?
Bronski's back into the game. 2 flashes, the pop flash, the double swing the
क्या
corner.
शॉट था रेस के बीच में? वो गलत था बे, वो गलत शॉट था ब्रो, वो बहुत गलत शॉट था। राउंड बचाया उससे।
साइड में घुस के अच्छा मारा, स्टार्टिंग में 2 मारे उसने।
अरे टेक्सचर भी मार देता, वो रिवील हो गया भाई, वो ऊपर से मारे जा रहा है आराम से।
क्या मारा है उसका पीओवी दिखाओ बे।
पॉइंट भी तोड़ दी बाजी ने। ये शॉट
क्या मारा है भाई, ये क्या मारा है। बाप रे।
नाइस ब्रो।
भाई डेप क्या गाली देता रहेगा ना अपने टीम को। 3 एंट्री मारने के बाद।
गाइस मैंने 30 बार है
भाई, अगर ये अपनी टीम जी को मोमेंटम नहीं दिलाएगा ये राउंड तो और कुछ नहीं दिला सकता।
सही में
एंट्री मारने के बाद शीश फिर से सर नीचे रखा।
इनको बस एक ही करना है, डेप को शट डाउन करो बे, बाकी सब गुई खा रहे हैं उनके।
आपने बॉयज ना ट्राई करना, आप एक ट्वीट तो कर सकते हो।
Just do it again. You know, we saw it earlier. Yeah, with the Guardian this time.
ये फाइटिंग तो है बे।
The Odin on Ascent versus Depp, where he would accept it was with the spike, not a, you know, a KO on the ground, but still.
डेप के जगह अमन होता तो पूरे साल बचता ये गेम के बाद। डेप के जगह अमन होता तो 1 किल पे झूल रहा होता है अभी भाई।
अभी भी है भाई, ओटी के चांसेस हैं।
And it's just absolutely nuts.
3 बुलडॉग है उन पे।
तो भाई जेटा वाला फोर्स भाई।
For the team here.
Keep it cool.
Zeta though still holding this series in their hands. The ults drained on both sides. Just the omens holding on to them for now. Gee, how deep can you dig?
Well, seems like they've got plenty in the tank. We'll see. I hope. Give me another overtime.
ये निकला तो नेक्स्ट वीक है वो लोग का। ये भी वो लोग का हाफ बाय है, वैसे वो लोग हाफ बाय कर रहे हैं ब्रो। वो लोग ईगो पे जाएंगे नहीं, मतलब हर राउंड लाइट शील्ड ले रहे हैं। अभी भी देखो ब्रीच पे और जेट पे बाय बचेगा, अगले राउंड भी ओमेन पे भी बच जाएगा, बाकी 2 पे नहीं होगा बस।
Looking to see if anybody's going to start to push for GE.
पर वो considering अगर ये राउंड
at the beginning of these rounds, kind of working the long angles of the map, just seeing if anybody's getting out there. You have the alarm bot on to see if anybody really gets aggressive out the other side, but it's a 3-man stack onto the A site. All your flashes in one basket.
0 point, catching 3.
This is a big gamble. If this hold does not work for GE, they do not have much utility for a retake.
Okay, dog spots them. They're going to start backing away. Aaron not quite watching out into B main.
30 seconds left.
Oh. This is great for GE.
There. Nano Swarm just to try to push somebody off the corner. Texture looks away. Sugar Zero TPing in. The paranoia looking good. The push out. Aaron sniping one out of the sky, but Sugar Zero manages to steady. 10 comes up with another one. Now Bazzi fighting back. It's he and Ronsky again. The duo that needs to keep them in this game. Ronsky this time. No res. Not at full HP. They have to shock by some time.
गए वे
A flash.
फिर वही दो बचे
That's the post plant utility right now.
अब दीजिए पर अब मुश्किल है पोस्ट प्लांट होगा नहीं What? इतना मुंह तक पुश कर दिया कोई देख नहीं रहा है पीछे से आ गया ब्रो चलो
Bazzi in a position to try to clutch, taps it, knows where he's at, and Sugar Zero has the headshot! A triple kill from him, and Zeta will take the series!
Like करे guys, subscribe करे Very close one, second map पे close कर सकते थे यार Tough luck
Yet again denying Global from getting themselves on
तीसरे में वाड़काव जाग गया ना दिक्कत ही हो गई ज़्यादा ही मारने लग गया
अभी क्या होगा
And they are absolutely starting to get their form back. This Zeta that we have been wanting to see again since the beginning of 2021. This Zeta we have been missing so dearly is beginning to find its form. And to beat GE on Haven here, a map that GE has looked insanely good.
अभी guys currently जो plan बन रहा है
What a statement here from Zeta.
Among Us का plan बना है 9:30 का बोल के 9 पर 9 के बाद भी 8:30 का ऐसा plan था पर लोग बन नहीं रहे तो करंट प्लान ये है 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 लोग ही बन रहे और बाकी अगर ये लोग आ जाए फ्लैश लोग तो एस्ट्रो फ्लैश लोग होंगे तो हो जाएगा बट वो प्लान 9:30 का है उसके पहले शायद 7 बजे वैलो या फॉल गाइस ऐसा कुछ प्लान कर रहे हैं तो देखते हैं जो भी प्लान होगा गाइस अपडेट कर देंगे तो अभी चलते हैं मीटिंग ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं स्ट्रीम एंड करके ठीक है रात में आते हैं वापस See you tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Nice try. G fighting guys. G fighting in the chat. Bye bye. Take care. See you tonight.
I do too. And given what we saw from them versus DRX, this seemed to be the right decision. But unfortunately, Zeta showed up in a way that we have not seen from them in so very long.
This is tremendous for Zeta. Heartbreaking for GE. I mean, again, I talked about it earlier, but to be so close so many times here and